Howdy, everybody. Hope everyone's been doing fantastic. I know I've been excited. I've been excited to figure out why these two wonderful characters are beefing. They really have no reason to. So let's find out. How's everyone been doing? Howdy, everyone. Hi. It's time go. It is time go. So I intentionally didn't watch any of these because I wanted to be incredibly surprised and amused by DSP's hilarious takes. We've got about 6 videos to go through. Actually, 7. Well, shit. Okay. And I made sure to download all these because they're going to go down eventually. Soviet Union, Snort Viet Union versus Covenant Corderdale. Oh, God. Hopefully they wipe each other out. So this one's called DSP watched an LTG video, dedicates a segment to him, and wants to commentate on his Street Fighter 6 gameplay. I'm going to pre-like it because I like it that much already.
Tell you something, brother!
Snort, snort, snort.
Code drip.
Snort, snort.
I got the drip.
All right, guys, it's time to get to the subject at hand. All right.
Clown shows.
Last night, I'm relaxing. All right, getting ready for sleep, slumber, and I'm looking for something
Like
to
a
watch,
human normally
all
does.
right? And I'm just browsing through YouTube, and of course, my YouTube feed is now full of Street Fighter 6 videos because I've been watching Street Fighter Tech videos pretty much every time I play the game to try to learn strategies and things with the characters I'm using. It's worked really well, by the way. Like, you haven't noticed.
Guides that
Every
say
time I
stuff
take a
like
character into
how to
rank, I
know
seem
when to
one or two
uninstall the
things
game.
that is really useful. So anyway, I'm on YouTube and I'm browsing through, and something pops into my feed. You ready for this, guys? The big build up. I know I've been building it up. The name of the video, and I don't quote me on this, it's not word for word, but the name of the video is something like this. You ready?
I'm ready. Is it?
LTG.
Oh, no.
Can't handle the jab, jab, jab. Now, immediately I read the title of this video.
And you
I
feel
know
a
it's
kinship.
Street Fighter 6 video.
You feel a kinship.
And I think in my head, oh no.
How's it going, baby man
So
gaming?
basically, he probably is complaining about Street Fighter 6, the same thing I've been complaining about.
There you go.
That there's
We
too
got
many
2 Salt Lords
characters
together.
who
That's
can just
basically 50.
mash jab, and it interrupts everything you do. And I'm thinking, this is probably going to be like a salty compilation video.
Richard
right?
Young,
Like,
that's
it's gonna be like a
that's how
10-minute
you
video
talk
where they
when
just
you've been
take you
doing this for
freaking
15
out
years.
About Street Fighter 6 people mashing, jabbing, interrupting everything he does. That's what I thought it was going to be. All right? So I click on the video, and much to my surprise, that's not what it is at all. What this is an hour-long edit where basically they took matches that he was playing.
Like
And
a This
it's
Is How
weird
You Don't Play?
because I think the matches they picked were the ones he lost, but at the same time, it's not like there were matches where he was getting like blown out constantly and freaking out. I don't know. I just think what it is that people like to act like things are way more drama than they are. I didn't find the video to be too overdramatic at all. Like, I mean, he got angry a few times during the matches, for sure.
This dude got mad when there were compilations of him failing. Now, I'm not even talking about This Is How You Don't Play. He's been upset by compilations of his failures because he said that it presents a negative image of who he is to show only his low moments. So apparently he didn't have the same feeling for LTG's videos. I'm sure he'll explain later.
Sure. So do I.
How's it going, Throughout
Like,
you?
I mean, I think sometimes I actually get way more worked up than he did in this video, right? But I don't know, like, it was fascinating because I've literally never watched LTG gameplay before. Just being honest, it's the first time I've ever watched
That's
this
not true.
guy
That's a lie.
play anything. I don't watch his content.
He hasn't watched
I
it
don't,
a
you know, I
lot,
don't
but
know
he
anything
has
about how
watched
he
some clips
streams
of
or
it.
Whatever. And I actually watched almost the entire video. Like, basically, I became absolutely fascinated.
You tasted the syrup, huh?
With this content. Okay, allow me to
BBC
explain
energy
why. There was
activated.
Multiple reasons why I was fascinated by this content.
He's been pissed about
Okay,
any
like,
compilations.
so
of
many
him ever
things were
since
going
the-
on.
Yeah, exactly.
All right? So, number one,
Right around the Big Bang. I've been pissed
his
off.
layout. Okay, here's my layout when I stream.
Okay, let's see it. Trash.
Okay? Here's my layout.
Already trash.
As you can see,
Oh,
you know,
immediately
okay,
trash.
Keep in mind, this camera should be fitting into this frame right here. But you see my layout? I would consider that my
Oh, that's really adorably Phil. Oh yeah, check out my layout. It's so much better. Immediately cuts to bullshit. Immediately cuts to it being incorrect and bad. Phenomenal. You're great at this, DSP.
layout is a minimalist layout. All right? And what I
No
mean by that
BDC
is, as you
equals
can see,
anger.
I give the game 95% of the real estate on my screen.
Okay.
For me, when I'm playing the game, it's about the game, right?
Yeah.
LTG's layout essentially is he's over here in the upper left-hand corner, and he's got a big widescreen camera. Below him is his stream chat.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's streaming on Twitch currently. So below him is the Twitch. So this whole third of the screen over here is him and his chat. Okay? Then over here, like this segment of the screen, is the game, but it's small. It's like crushed, like small.
Chip, can you give us
And
a
then he's
demonstration?
got,
Like this?
Like stuff on the bottom of the
Yeah,
screen
like that?
running that says what music he's currently playing.
Like
He's
this
one of
and
those
this
streamers
and this?
that he doesn't use the game's natural soundtrack. He has one of those things where he just plays his own custom soundtrack,
Okay.
and it's all video game music, which, by the way, I actually liked a lot of the music. He's playing, like, old Street Fighter tunes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Sonic.
like, this is good music,
Wait
actually.
around, you get some
But not
Sonic
all of it.
and
Like, he was
Eternal
playing,
Champions.
Like, Mega Man X8, and I was like, ugh, I can't stand the later Mega Man X shit. But he was doing some good stuff. He was like Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, old Mega Man games. I was like,
Right,
these are pretty
okay,
good tunes.
okay,
Like, this is good
right,
stuff.
you get
But
it?
to me, if I'm playing a game, I want the natural soundtrack from the game to come through. I never understood streamers who play other music over the game.
I'll explain it to you, DSP. There has been this dude, I've kind of followed him fairly regularly. His name is Darkside Phil. You might have heard of him. He regularly complains about copyright issues when it comes to playing the music in-game. Particularly Grand Theft Auto. He hasn't played it in a while, but when he played Grand Theft Auto 5, he got really pissed about it. So that would be a good solution, to play your own music over it. And the other reason, not sarcastic, is that sometimes music just helps people to like chill and relax and kind of, get in the energy of whatever's going on. How much dead air have we had of this dude? I think honestly, if DSP put music behind his streams, that wasn't his, obviously. His music's shit. If he put music behind his streams, it wouldn't make them marvelous, but it would help a little bit.
I don't know. I guess it was.
You could
always
hide
a
your
common
snorts
thing or a
behind it.
popular thing to do. I never
Hides
did
punish
that. I always
counter
just played
message.
the game
Yeah,
soundtrack, right?
that's hilarious.
So he's doing that, and it says the track. But the other thing, like there's stream stats going on, and the stream stats were baffling.
Because
Okay,
sometimes
allow me to
people
explain what I
need or
mean by
want
that.
to. Yeah,
According to his stream stats,
exactly.
when LTG streams Street Fighter 6, he's got
How's it going, BR Joe?
2,000 viewers.
Yeah.
Really? LTG has 2,000 live viewers on Twitch when he streams Street Fighter 6. That's great. My jaw dropped.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Wow, dude.
holy
That's like
shit.
4 digits.
He has 2,000 viewers.
That's
when he
one
plays
more
Street Fighter
digit than
6.
I ever
He's gotta
have.
be one of the top Street Fighter 6 guys. If that's the case. I'm not aware that.
I'm not going to slander him like DSP slandered Tevin, but from what I've heard from some pretty reputable people that LTG does use viewbots. So keep that in mind, DSP, that I wouldn't also put it past him, because he would see it as a business investment to boost his streams. So keep that in
That
mind.
the FGC gets that kind of views on just random. I know if it's a
Yeah, let me
tournament
explain,
stream or
'cause I'm
whatever,
stupid.
but this is
I
him
need
just
explanation.
randomly playing, right? I mean, he's doing something right. If that's his honest viewership he gets every time he plays Street Fighter 6, he's doing really good for himself, and that's good for him. Like, I was actually blown away. I was like, I had no clue this guy got that kind of attention, right?
Including you.
So that was interesting.
Well, sort of. You were watching a restream
But
of
the
it.
thing that got me at the same time was, like, for example, he has his chat on the screen. I didn't see a single piece of intelligent thought out of his chat. Like, it just seemed like it was the normal.
What? Are you sure your chat wasn't overlaid at DSP? I haven't seen an intelligent thought in DSP's chat except for when a person's right about to get banned. And also, no, that's pretty much just it.
Called the normal Twitch stream monsters for fighting games. They're just spamming dumb memes and shit. They're insulting him when he's playing. They're just being toxic. And I was looking at this and I'm like, I don't actually see a single reason to have that on the screen. Like, it's not adding to the stream. If, in my opinion, it actually took away. I would rather see more of the game than the chat.
But that's you.
The chat-
That's DSP. Other people want to see the chat. Other people want to see a record of the goofy shit that's being said. So DSP assumes that his experience is the right experience to have, and is utterly baffled at the idea that other people could want something else. Like, what? You guys would, like, want to talk and have a good time and socialize with each other? No. You guys want to see the gameplay.
That was too distracting and was very stupid. Like, I didn't get
okay.
why the chat was on the screen. It wasn't entertaining. It didn't add anything. You know what I'm saying?
It adds
like, the
plenty.
audience that was there,
Especially when
yeah, a lot of them
LTG
were
Rocks
toxic
used to be
towards
in there.
it.
That was really
and I
funny
was like,
then.
I don't think this makes sense to have that on the screen then. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't understand that. The other thing that got me, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be shockingly honest.
Shockingly honest.
So I watched this. It was an hour. Now, I guess this hour comprised 2 different sessions.
DSP
a
says he
Friday
wants to
night
see the
session
game, won't take his
and a
eyes off chat.
Saturday
Yeah,
session
exactly,
that he
Dustin.
played.
Absolutely
And
right.
both times
But he doesn't
he
want you to
played
look at it
from
either.
2 to 4 in the morning. He has the time, his local time on the screen when he plays. And I'm like, geez. I could never imagine playing Street Fighter at 2 to 4 in the morning. That would not be the time that I want to play.
He might have
You
a
know what I
different
mean?
sleep
Like, I'd be
cycle than you,
playing
DSP.
at prime time.
DSP who
And he's
sleeps
playing
from
at
4 in the
2
morning
to
until
4 in the
noon.
morning. Like, holy shit, right? I don't know how he's doing that, not falling asleep, honestly. So he's playing at these times, and the
Rock
thing
back
that I
and forth.
noticed, so it's, I watch an hour. It was an hour video. But each, the segment, I guess if it was
Phil called
unedited, would have been like
LTG
4 or
bitch,
5
but
hours of
LTG has his chat on
gameplay.
screen. Exactly.
But I'm noticing
He's not afraid of negative comments.
with 2,000 viewers, okay, and this is me being honest.
Just being
not
honest.
me
I'm just
shit-talking.
shitting on him.
He wasn't getting many contributions at all.
What a
Like,
broke
he had on
loser.
his screen, he has all these stats and shit all over his screen. At the top of his screen, it's like, this person resubbed for this many months, and this person, or whenever someone would contribute, there'd be like a pop-up on his screen that says Covenant or something.
Hell yeah.
Or sometimes if
Covenant.
someone did like a
Remember the
$50
name.
Tip. It would do the AI talk where it would say something that they wanted it to say or whatever, right? So he's basically, he's talking and doing his gameplay, and he's got 2,000 viewers
We've
on
been
the
over
stream,
this.
and the only thing I'm seeing is toxic shit in his chat,
Hilarious.
and really very few people supporting him. And I was like, wow, that kind of sucks. Imagine if you were getting tons of viewers, but maybe what it is that the vast majority of viewers this guy gets are all people who don't like him.
Yeah.
And they're just being real toxic.
Yeah, that
to him.
happens.
I actually started to feel a little bad. I was like, that sucks
Yeah.
ass.
LTG
That's the
deserves
case.
pity,
Again,
I
don't know.
agree.
This is the first time I've ever watched this guy's content. So imagine you're bringing in thousands of viewers, tons of viewership, but the people are there just to basically take a dump on you rather than actually support what you're doing. Like, I was like, that sucks, right? For me,
Excuse me. So there is one thing that LTG has over DSP when it comes to this exact phenomenon, is that LTG, he recognizes, and he's always recognized, that a significant portion of his viewer base is devoted to shitting on him, or devoted towards seeing him lose, or devoted towards seeing him fail. Whereas DSP would rather see those people just gone, possibly even executed. LTG will just ban you or mute you or whatever. But he really has no problem with you being there, because to him, you at least add numbers. And it also helps his, I guess you could call it ego. I wouldn't really even say it's ego. It's more like pride, I guess. But whatever. It helps his ego to just know that there's people there anyway. DSP resents that. He's always resented it. He tries to package it sometimes like Dale does, where, they're all just secret fans. But in general, no, he doesn't really think of them that way and would rather you not be there. So, no, that's not exactly how it's working here, DSP. But also, whatever. Let's continue.
listen, I know I got trolls, but I also know that I got a good number of people. Every stream I do,
Ironic,
I got
huh?
people who are here to
Yeah,
be positive,
exactly.
to be
DSP is
happy,
basically just
to
describing
have
his
a good
own
time
shit,
with me.
man.
It's not every single time I play a game people are here to dump. Listen,
Wait,
you guys
Phil
razz me.
fails
I
because
get
Elias says
it.
that
When I
not
play
every
Street
viewer is
Fighter,
there.
especially,
Yeah,
you guys
exactly.
fucking razz me. All right? I get that. But I was just shaking my head. I don't get it. I see
Yeah, you don't get
toxic
it.
chat. Oh, by the way, this is another thing, too. His chat wasn't really moving that much. And I'm wondering if he has a lot of moderation on his chat, because his chat wasn't moving as much. If there's 2,000 people on the stream, why wasn't many people chatting?
Probably because they're all
And I'm
muted
wondering
and
maybe,
blocked.
Maybe because he gets so much trolling, he has to have
There
a
you
lot
go.
of
Okay, you came to the
moderation on
right
his stream,
answer.
like mine, too. That I get, all right? See, I'm trying to be reasonable here. This is the first time I've ever watched
I'm trying to use
any of his
deduction and
content.
logic.
Now,
That's
the
why
thing
I'm
that was- again,
looking
it's
so
fascinating
stupid right now.
because you're sitting there and you're watching it and you're just trying to understand
which-
it
which
because
jumps
I'm a
for
streamer
you.
just like him, and I didn't get it. Like his
Like,
chat
it's
didn't seem to work
Yeah,
like
exactly.
my chat. His views were way more than mine, but at the same time, it seemed like he was getting way less support than me, and it was so confusing. I was
Also,
just like,
there's a difference to DSP's begging versus LTG's begging. LTG is I want to make something clear here before I get too much into this whole video. I'm not actually a big supporter of LTG in general. I realize that LTG is in many ways more entertaining and more genuine than DSP, but I still find that LTG is a bad person. But in this context, LTG is a lot more honest when it comes to his begging. DSP will do humongous sermons and sessions demanding support and guilting you into supporting and making you feel like garbage for not giving him money. Or, he tries to. It doesn't work on most people. LTG, to his credit, he doesn't really do that much. He does do very condensed versions where he says, all right, you fuckers aren't enjoying this game. You're not donating. Game's off forever. That's it. Which DSP would extend that to basically 4.5 hours of ranting. And furthermore, he just tells you up front, I'm not doing this shit unless you give me money for it. So people kind of respect that in a way, but they also just don't support it. They don't donate it because he's not beating them about the head with it. Whereas DSP's entire marketing gimmick is, for the love of God, please give me your money. Just ask your mom for some money. Please give it to me. Check your couch cushions. I need the money. So that's probably why LTG admittedly probably doesn't get as much money as DSP, is because he doesn't beat people over the head with it.
It was really weird. It was like a case study almost of trying to see how this worked, right? So anyway, that's... A lot of people in chat are saying he view bots. I have no idea. I'm not going to accuse the guy.
You've accused Tevin for that.
My factual observations from
At least
watching.
LTG doesn't have a JPEG addiction.
That's my
he's got. Well, his JPEG addiction is free.
Right.
He looks up booty pics on Twitter all day. So DSP could do that.
Let's talk about the actual content. All right.
First
of all, immediately when I started watching,
I'm trying to really shit on this guy, but get away with it.
Commentate. I was like, dude, I would love to watch this live with my audience and commentate on the gameplay.
Nightbot is there. Exactly. Nightbot's DSP's biggest supporter.
Some of the things he says, I agree with when it comes to the gameplay of the game. He's mad because certain characters are getting away with just jabbing like crazy and interrupting his stuff. I agree. I think that the game has a big
stream
problem
sucks.
with that there's certain easy mode characters who could just fucking walk up jab or react to jab, wake up jab, and they beat everything. And that's actually what the name of the video, I think, was trying to poke fun at. But it's a valid criticism of Street Fighter 6, in my opinion. So I was
Your opinion's
kind of
wrong. Continue.
on a lot of that. All right. And basically, I was enjoying it because I was actually watching it neutrally. I wasn't against LTG,
Don't you know he's married?
but also I wasn't
Damn it.
pro LTG.
See,
You know
DSP
what I'm
screwed.
saying? Like, I was
Can't
just trying
accomplish
to watch
anything.
it objectively.
Exactly.
And I was starting to
Like
analyze
Phil.
his gameplay, and I was starting to see some flaws in his gameplay that I think that he could dramatically improve his gameplay if he made some changes. But one thing immediately baffled me. Maybe you guys can answer this for me, because I would love an answer if you guys have an answer. For those of you familiar with LTG, okay? So this was gameplay from Friday and Saturday of this past week. So this is yesterday and the day before. So he plays two characters in Street Fighter 6.
Yes.
Marisa? Excuse me. Oh, man.
I got a frog in my throat.
He plays Marisa, and he plays JP. Those are
Bunch
his
of
two main
skip to
characters. I
memberships.
don't know if he uses anyone else, but that's all from this compilation. That's all that they
They're
show.
spamming
is
fact
that he
nobody
had those
asked.
two
Those are
characters.
the wild bots.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's all you got there, Falcon.
Here's number one. What confused me. So he plays Street Fighter 6 a lot, right? I would assume he plays more than me. That's his game. That's what he's getting views on. He's getting 2,000 viewers a stream every time he plays the game. So this is what he's playing, right?
Accelerate.
So his Marisa is, I would assume,
Get it
his
all out,
lower
man.
character. She's 1-star diamond. Okay, so
I'm better.
level, maybe the same level as my Luke. I would argue that my Zangief and my Lily are coming up, and they're gonna hit diamond very soon. So it sounds like his Marisa is kind of like a secondary character, and she's like 1-star diamond. Okay, but his best character is JP, right? And
I'm trying to figure out where he's going to go with this.
he's only 2-star diamond. And I was like, if you've been playing this game nonstop since the game came out, how is he only 2-star diamond?
Uh-oh. That's
my
a dangerous
Blanca
thing to
is
say, DSP.
4-star diamond.
You're going to get shit on
And
super
I
hard
don't
for that.
play that much. Like once a week I play Blanca, if that. And I'm 4-star diamond. And I'm like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, I wonder what's going on here. So
I'll chalk that up to two things particularly. One thing is that DSP admits himself what the problem is, but he didn't pick up on what it is. LTG plays it more. So because he plays it more, he tends to find more people to play against. And because he's broadcasting himself over a bigger pool of contestants, he's going to encounter more people who are going to beat him. DSP, because he doesn't play as much, luck is just kind of on his side, where he isn't encountering the amount of people that DSP is doing, or that LTG is getting. It's a matter of sampling error. You know, if you interview 5 people, your data sucks compared to the person who interviewed 50 people. That's just how it works. It's kind of the same principle. DSP is fighting 5 people, looking at his 3-star diamond and saying, man, I'm great. Whereas LTG has fought far more people and has 1-star diamond. It kind of reflects differently. But DSP, Mr. Big Brain, logical, super thinker that he is, he doesn't pick up on that. He doesn't pick up on the fact that sometimes just having more opponents puts you at a lower level. And yes, there is the factor that LTG is kind of bad at the game, or at least he has a ceiling that he hits.
Immediately, that's what hit me. I was like, dude,
Jab,
I thought
jab,
for sure
jab,
he'd be
jab,
like
spiral
master.
arrow.
I thought for sure LTG would be master rank.
What?
I'm not even shitting you. If
You
he's
are
playing
going
this
blind into these
nonstop,
videos? Yes.
I thought he'd be master rank. I would think that most people in the FGC who are playing real hard are master rank by now. I'm one of the few, you know,
At least for the most part, to track chat, you won't lose your brain cell from idiocy. Yeah, if you do, you just lose it for
I'm
me.
not playing it full time. And number 2, I'm playing a variety of characters. You know, I got Blanca,
Yes, that's also true.
Luke,
LTG runs
Lily,
multiple accounts.
Zengi,
Yes.
Ryu, well, I'm having a brain fart now. The characters I've been using, I'm actually having a legit brain fart. Marisa, right? And then I do variations of other characters as well, like throwing in like Honda or Dalsim or other characters. You know, I played a variety of characters over the course that I've played this game. I've split my time. I haven't only been focusing on 1 or 2 characters, which it seems that's what he's doing. If he's really only playing JP and Marisa, right? I kind of scratch my head. How is he only 2-star diamond? Now Mango says actually he has 2 accounts and he's switching between them. All right, that would be a legitimate reason, and that's what I'm looking for.
Okay, there we go. Because
my
DSP
mind
was thinking this was
blown. I
stupid
like,
and
how can he
confusing.
only 2-star diamond?
You know him. DSP
really
plays
was
enough for Game
confused.
Tracker to give a couple
So that's
hundred a
good to
week.
know.
There you
So
go.
if he's playing 2
You
accounts,
get those numbers up,
maybe
buddy.
he's trying to avoid trolling. Maybe
Turn
he's
myself
trying
on
to avoid
above.
fucked up stuff happening to him.
Exactly.
He has 2
Little shadow.
accounts.
It's a
One
sampling
is for JP,
system.
one is for Marisa. If he rage quits on the JP, then he'll change to the Marisa. Oh, wait.
But he doesn't rage quit anymore.
Well, if that's the case, then that's not what I thought. I thought you guys were saying he has 2 accounts, and he switches and he uses both characters on both accounts, and basically he's diamond in both, but that's why he's never accumulated enough wins to get master on either. What you're saying is he has 1 account just for Marisa and 1 account just for JP, so then it doesn't matter. It just means he's not getting the wins.
Oh. But DSP is, because DSP is good at this game.
Anyway,
Doesn't LTG play other fighting games
that
too?
was my
He
first
does.
major observation. All right, and then the other observation, again, I have never seen LTG play a fighting game before. I'm serious. This is my first exposure.
That's not
to
true.
it at all. All right, so
That's
he's
not a
playing,
correct statement, but continue.
and basically,
'Cause he's
whenever
commented on
something
it before.
happens that's upsetting to him, like for example, he's doing a combo, he drops the combo, and then the enemy mashes jab, and off of jab they get a giant punish combo that's like 60%. Or you know, there were some situations that I
I
agree
would
are
say
bullshit
playing and excelling
that
in
happened to me
multiplayer
too.
fighting games is more
I'm trying to
difficult than
remember
just playing multiple
specifically 1 or
characters in one
2.
game. I would imagine that's true.
Oh, like a Honda, a scrubby online Honda, and he's just getting lucky with reversal headbutt and shit. And then Honda, he'll do like a random level 3 super. So here's what LTG does: when he's about to lose the match, he closes. He quits to dashboard. He doesn't close the game. He just quits to dashboard, and then he waits like 20 seconds, and then he goes back to the game.
Yeah.
And I was like, why does he do that?
Because he doesn't want
I
to
was
see
actually
his
really
character get
confused.
beaten up, dude.
Like, he's not pulling the plug. He's not like disconnecting or rage.
He's not
quitting.
tossing the
He just
PlayStation
quits
across the room.
dashboard. But then he goes back into the game and the game's still running. And I'm like, why is he doing that? And it wasn't once or twice. He was doing this like the entire compilation. You know, this was an hour compilation. He was doing it like every match he lost. And I was like,
Not getting it, huh?
why is he doing that? I just couldn't. I was
Big brain confused.
Because here's the thing.
Oh yeah, I already read
All
it.
right. Let's say, for
He
example,
hated
it's an
JP with a
ego
passion.
thing.
Falcon,
Let's say he
yeah,
just
he
can't
hates
stand
other people using
using and
JP,
watching himself.
but that's always been LTG's thing. He can use his
Okay.
characters, but you
And
can't
the thing
use
is,
his
in
characters.
previous Street Fighter games,
He owns
maybe he was like, I
Urian,
don't want to
thank you
give
very
that
much.
person the satisfaction of watching a video.
Or are you
where
talking
I
about
lose to
DSP
them
hating
and they
JP?
get to see the
DSP hates
animation of them
everybody.
killing me. But the thing is with Street Fighter 6, every single match is archived. Every match you play online, the code is there, and anyone could go watch
Yeah.
it from like a third-party
Yeah.
view. where
And
you
there's
don't have to be
button
watching
inputs.
my
You want to
stream
discuss
watch my
those,
matches.
DSP?
You can go access my matches outside of my streams and watch them back anyway. That's how Street Fighter 6 works. So for him to quit
community post today. Oh my
to the
god.
dashboard,
Why he just
doesn't
got
actually,
one. I don't
any
understand.
sense.
Why does he need another
It's not
joystick?
Like you're not. I can understand like a Street Fighter 4 or 5. I'm taking away your satisfaction of seeing the animation of you beating me because I quit the dashboard. You didn't get to see the end of the round, right? People can go see it right now. Like literally,
but you don't get to see it on his stream. That's why LTG does it. LTG is a punk ass coward about a lot of stuff, but the things make sense when you contextualize it in terms of his fragile ego. He doesn't want you to see his character getting bodied. Because I think on some level LTG associates with the characters on some capacity, so he doesn't want you to essentially see him getting smacked around by a level 3 super. That's why he does it, DSP. It's not any more complicated than that. He doesn't care if other people go and watch it on their own time. He doesn't care. He said that multiple times. You just can't see it on his stream. Just like DSP knows that, well, I assume he knows that his chat is often broadcast on other people's streams, for example, and he doesn't seem to really care, but he's not about to put his chat on screen. It's the same principle.
Match he's ever played. So it was very confusing to me that he does that. I
So
didn't get
DSP
it. Like, I didn't understand what the purpose of that was. And then
It's
the other
typical
thing
as
that
hell
got
for these dudes.
So he would lose
He banned someone just asked
a
for
match,
stream puts
and
just
he
this
would
Monday.
blacklist the
What?
person.
That's bullshit.
Now,
I can go and look at him.
admittedly, I think this is a shtick. I think this is 100% his shtick. He does this to get views, and he does it because it's funny. When he loses a match, he'll even say he'll even say shit like, I couldn't believe it. He was like, he's fighting a platinum player.
He talked about his BBC.
He's in diamond. He's fighting a platinum. And he's like, oh my god, why am I facing a platinum level player when I'm in diamond? This is unacceptable. I don't know why they're matching me with this player. And then he beats the player.
Should get a hit news.
Right? That's a free win. That's free points for him to rank up. And he goes, oh, I don't want to play platinum anymore. And he goes and he blacklists the player, blocks him, so he'll never play him ever again. I was like, isn't that counterproductive?
Yeah, it's kind of like banning trolls in chat, DSP.
Who you could easily beat, and you could get points to rank up even further. Why did you ban them? Like, why would you block them?
Because it gives him power.
Like, basically, when, he loses to anything, if he loses to a cheap guess, if he loses to a bullshit mix-up, if he drops a combo, if he, all these things, he blacklists the person. And I'm thinking to myself, I mean, immediately.
Oh my god, this dude doesn't get it.
You got to think. You got to think about how,
how's it going, Dwight?
Street Fighter 6 works. Okay. The way the netcode works is that it looks for optimal connections, but it also looks for people of skill level similar to you in rank, but it also looks for regions. And a lot of people.
So is there something on the community post that explains why it is that he's looking for a new controller? I'm curious right now, so while he's talking, I'm going to look it up.
Aren't aware of this, but it does. Street Fighter 6 is regional based. So you may have noticed the last few times that I played Street Fighter 6 ranked, sometimes I'm playing the same person 2-3 times in the same session. You might say, wait a minute, there's like 1 million people who bought this game. At any given time, there's probably 100,000 people online playing it. Why are you playing the same people?
Break it at a professional level.
Region based. So a lot of the times I'm playing people in this Pacific Northwest U.S. over and over just because they're closer to me. You see? So.
Okay. I'm getting a lot of suggestions to upgrade my buttons, and maybe the joystick on the controller I'm using for Street Fighter 6. Amazon has Sanwa buttons, but no Saimetsu. Anyone have good suggestions on a good place to buy joystick parts from in 2023? Been about 12 years out of the loop. This dude really is unbelievably lazy. You can't look this up on Google for 3 seconds? And of course, he needs you to figure out what buttons he needs and figure out the joystick, obviously. You all need to take care of that. Are we going to get a live Construct My Joystick stream? I sure hope so. That'll be funny as hell.
If he's blacklisting players, all right, what he's essentially
looking for an
doing
excuse to explain why he sucks. Oh, yeah. There you go.
He's killing his player pool. And here, so let's say he lives, I have no idea where he lives. Zero. Let's say he lives in New York City. This is hypothetical because I have no idea where he lives. If he lives in New York City,
he lives in Renton,
and every player he plays and loses to, he blacklists. What he's now doing is he's making it so that the game is going to have to say, okay, fuck New York, start looking further. Oh, he lives in Cali? I didn't even know that. So, okay, so start looking further outside of your range. So now, essentially, you're forcing the game to find people with worse connections. So now, you're gonna face people
Yeah, well,
who are laggy.
when you're right, you're right,
You see what I'm
DSP.
saying?
That is
And
bad.
so if this guy, every time he plays, he's blocking 10, 20, 30 players, he's essentially destroying his whole region. He'll never play anyone from his region. He'll only play people from further away, and all it's going to happen is the connections are going to get worse and worse until eventually when he goes to play, all he's going to have are laggy people. So doing what he's doing
put together the buttons at this
is
point.
counterproductive.
He'd be filled with gout and dirt, and he would...
You know what I'm saying?
There's a bunch of bio slime in
I'm
my
just
buttons,
like-
dude.
I'm watching the video. I'm like, I don't get it. Maybe it's an ego thing with the quitting the dashboard.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
But the blocking of the people just doesn't even make like logical sense. This guy's going to shoot himself in the foot. Eventually, he's going to have no one to play with that's not going to lag. And this is a game that he's obviously... By the way, he's shitting on the game constantly. He's saying things such as, this game sucks. This is the most noob-friendly Street Fighter. And I mean, everyone has said that for every Street Fighter that's come out in the last 15 years. I said it for Street Fighter 4. Street Fighter 5, I don't even think Street Fighter 5 was a Street Fighter game. It was a pattern play game online. It was complete shit. Okay? I agree there.
So if DSP has said it about every game, what makes it have any sort of impact?
But, excuse me.
Nail bite
You know,
list, that'd
Street
be
Fighter
pretty
6
funny.
to some extent, I agree. There's a lot of scrubby
Stationary
shit. in
list?
Street Fighter 6. There really is. There's a lot of scrubby shit. But at the same time, like, I'm trying to actively get better and learn. And I do feel like if I play it enough and I practice enough, the scrubby shit won't come through anymore. Like, I feel like if I get characters to master,
well.
you're not going to have to deal with drive impact spam anymore. You don't have to deal with people who just mash jab. It's going to be a higher level of intelligence player who's playing at a higher competitive level. They're not going to do those stupid online things that you're not expecting because they're trying to play like they're in a tournament. You understand? It's just a matter of getting through those ranks. But if he's doing
when
what
you
he's
lose
doing,
to people who do...
again,
that's
he's
kind of
kinda shooting
disingenuous, because if he loses to those people still, he makes up a bunch of bullshit. So there's no such thing as DSP losing to a higher level player. In DSP's narrative, if you beat his invincible move, that means you're cheating and that you're scrubby and you're a shithead. Oh, this move that gets through your drive impacts, you beat it? Oh, well, see, only a scrub would do that. You didn't want that. You lucked out. You didn't mean for that attack to come out.
himself in the foot and making it harder for him to get wins. I actually
Urban
feel like
Walmart
if
list
he
is
didn't
pretty
block
good, too.
people, he'd be getting better connections.
I'm still using
And
a
if he
real arcade
wisely, like
proto.
for example, if you're spanking a platinum
That's
player,
awesome.
don't block that person. Keep them there. Play them again. Get more free points. Rank up higher, right? Like, why would you block that person? It didn't make sense. I think he gets real heated, right? Like, and you see when I get heated, how I get bad. I get mad.
Yeah, you
I
yell
start
at chat.
swearing, I punch my fucking joystick. I start going crazy.
Yeah,
on
you
my
start
Twitter.
banning
I've
people.
Seen it in the last 2 months. How when I get heated, how heated I get. It's weird because he gets mad, but then instead of like going crazy, he just immediately just like blocks. Go to the dashboard, block the player. Like that's his pattern to deal with.
Yeah,
losing.
now it is.
And I'm like,
It
I don't
hasn't
know, I
always
feel like
been
he's
that
hurting
way.
himself. Like maybe
It's been fairly recent.
if he hadn't done this for the game, he would be a master rank right now, you know? And the other thing is, like, for example, I actually feel like doing a commentary on a video of his would be cool because I see things in his game that I know he can improve. That I'm looking, I'm like, dude, if he just did this, he'd be doing so much better. He'd be winning this match. And I'm watching, I'm like, dude, maybe I should do commentary, not just on him, but maybe I could do commentary on
I
my
would
Street
really
Fighter
love to see this
because
happen.
I'm
I
learning
would
the game, and as I'm learning,
be thrilled
I'm
to see
seeing the holes
DSP
in other
give
people's
commentary.
game. And I'm like, dude, he could improve dramatically.
Because what's
because
going to
of
happen
things
if that
I saw.
happens, if he
Like,
does
if
commentary videos on people's play styles of any fighting game, this dude is going to paint such a target on his back. Because people are already pretty resistant to criticism to begin with, and that's even for the best of us. I'm going to get a little irate if you tell me how to play Gundam Gundam Maxi Boost, because first of all, I'm the greatest. Who are you to comment on that? But this dude is definitely the last person who wants that to happen to him, because he's going to do commentary over somebody's video, and they're going to come back clapping at his ass. And he's going to have to act like, I'm the victim, I'm the victim, I'm the victim. But the same thing would happen to DSP. If you had a shithead of DSP's caliber comments on DSP's playstyle and said that he basically sucks and he doesn't know what he's doing and he dropped his input and he should have known better, all this and that, DSP would get mad at that person. The only reason he didn't get mad at that one dude who gave commentary was because that dude sucked his dick a little bit.
Get so much better. And I think what it is...
Maxi
is that
Boost
he's
on? Hell yeah,
great.
man.
I'll
I'm the
be honest,
greatest.
Maybe he just doesn't get any help. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Is this
for me to have
literally
that
blind
Diaphone
leading the
player
blind?
Watch my game.
Or dumb leading the
comment
blind,
on it, and
however it
give
goes?
me legit feedback. What did Diaphone say? Diaphone said, stop doing drive reversal. Guess what I stopped doing? Drive reversal. I almost never use it now. Start parrying. Guess what I started doing? Parrying all
Yeah,
the
you
time.
parry
Guess what
on
happened?
Wake
I
Up.
started stopping rushdown constantly. Parrying as
The
dramatically.
Justin Wong Street Fighter 6
When I
playlist is
get
gold,
heated,
you see?
calm
What have I
down.
been told you guys? It's
Get
exactly
up,
what I'm saying,
walk around,
always.
talk with your audience, take a break. That is something I'm getting better at doing. Admittedly, I don't do it all the time, but I started doing it, and
Wants
I'm
to
getting,
be the
like, it's
guy
helping.
phone. That's
It's
funny.
helping. Look what happened with Luke on Friday night. The whole first hour with Luke was a disaster. Every match I'm losing, I'm so heated. My whole body was covered in sweat. I'm serious. My whole fucking body was covered in sweat. I was so upset. And then what happened was I took a break. I used the bathroom. I came back. I talked with you guys.
Slapped
I jumped
your
back in
cat
the
around a
second hour
little
after
bit.
I cooled down, and I was getting wins.
Yelled at Jasper.
So,
sprayed him with a
sometimes
water
just
ball.
getting
Sprayed yourself with a water ball. That's when I
Legit,
see mono
objective
profit did.
advice can help. I am so grateful.
Yeah,
By the
exactly.
way, I
There's no
told
problem,
Guy how
Falcon.
grateful I am.
That's
I
actually perfectly
reached out to
fine.
him and said, I just want to say thank you because you're someone
No,
who
wait.
respect
Hold on.
and someone who
No,
wasn't
okay,
really
this guy
doing
needs to be
video
banned.
That was really mean. Instead, you did a nice positive video, and my game has dramatically improved because you just gave me
Hey,
a
how's it
chance
going, Ghost
to
Hunter?
observe me objectively and try to help.
Oh,
and
thank
it
you.
helped a ton, and I thanked him for that. So.
I thought this was about LTG.
And I'm not
Why is he
saying
talking about
LTG
himself?
help.
Because
I'm
it's
just
always
saying
about
in general,
himself.
Anyone. I think if I watch these videos, maybe I could comment on them, and I could watch top player videos. I could watch mid to low player level. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that I legitimately know Street Fighter 6 good enough that I would enjoy doing commentary over videos of the game. That could maybe be content that I did, but that's up to you guys. I don't want to put out content you guys don't want. This is just an idea because I was watching LTG's video and I'm like,
Never mind.
dude,
It's
you
not
can
worth
do
it.
this. Oh, look at that setup. Oh man, now that's bullshit that happened to him. And this and that. And I realize I'm doing it in my own head. I'm doing commentary in my own head. This could be a video I'm making right now. This could be a stream I'm making right now. You see? So it kind of was an interesting idea, right? Anyway, you guys, now people are going crazy in the chat. You guys, let me know what you want. If you're interested in this, let me know. All right?
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say it anyway. This still kind of puts it on them. It still technically puts all of the work and effort on his chat, because then what happens here in this exact equation? He should just do it. If he wants to do it, he should do it. And he can tell people, hey, I want to do this. I want to try this new thing. And if you guys like it, that'll be cool. And if you don't like it, that's fine. I'll stop. But DSP does this. It's a manipulation tactic, and I just wanted to call attention to it because it's really scummy that he does this. He tries to bill it as he's trying to get people's input on if this is going to be a good idea, and then he'll be like, oh, okay, well, you guys like this. But what that really does, what it's really doing, is making it so that he can blame them when it falls apart. Because if he just chooses to do it by himself and it doesn't really work out, he can't really fully blame them. But if he has everyone in chat telling me to do this, and then he does it, and it fails, well, look who's to blame. All of you. You bastards.
Because it's all fair game. You
Of
know?
course
It's
it
all
is.
fair
When
game.
it fills
Anyone
your
streaming,
track.
anyone makes content
It
on the internet,
steals.
it's fair game to be commented over, you know. Oh, I don't care.
This was one of the
Buy Dads,
trackers you
LTG will
posted
never
the LTG
collab with you, and
video.
he'll be
This would
pissed
be
if you
all
get a
these
segment on it.
slanders
I don't
taken
care.
out.
Yeah, it's all
I'm not looking to
slanders
collab. I don't care
and
about collab. I'm
bullshit
telling you, this is what
and
happened
took a nugget of truth.
with just me.
Which one is
this,
it?
And again, this video randomly showed up in my feed. It wasn't anything I was looking for. I just happened to click on it.
No,
You know,
it's because
I
DSP
looked,
follows
let's just
detractors.
see.
That's
Let's
why it
just see
came
what
up in
this
the
is. I
feed.
clicked on it. I was immediately fascinated.
There's
And
literally
again,
so
when we
many
watched it together,
contradictions in the
I would
topic.
basically explain all this to you. I would point it out. I'd be like, look at this setup. Look at this. Observe what's happening here. This
It's
is weird.
really
Let's look at this. Let's
sickening,
look at that. I mean, it would be
JDX.
fun, I think. And then to comment on the gameplay and
It's
whatever.
okay,
I
never
think it would be
taking
fun,
responsibility
right?
for what's in his sad life. Yes, exactly.
I think so. So it's up to you guys. You guys let me know. But anyway, you know,
It's up
I
to
was
you
trying to
guys.
approach it
Therefore, it's
fairly,
your fault if it fails.
objectively, and as someone who literally doesn't know anything really negative about LTG besides the memes and shit that you guys say, I was just trying to approach it as like a neutral third party, and I was fascinated. I admittedly, I was sucked right in.
Yeah, you got
immediately
drawn
with
in by the
gameplay,
syrup.
with the way that he was behaving, with his
How's it
chat,
going,
how they
Daspo,
were
dude?
behaving. The fact that he gets,
No, not
I
yet.
can't wrap
I'm
my
still
head around the
a
fact
little
he's
sick.
2,000 views a stream. I had no
I'm
clue.
good enough to
I had no clue
function.
he was that popular in the fighting game community at all. I was like, wow, I was blown away. But
Thank you,
again,
though.
to see that and
Still
then
needs
to
your
see that
buy-in
basically
on
there's a lot
the
of toxic people, and it wasn't really people who were like there.
Do you guys
enjoying
like
it.
hearing
They were
me
there to
shit on
laugh rather than
LTG?
laugh
What are you
at
guys
it.
talking about? I never shit on
It's not
LTG.
good, you know. Anyway, you know, it is what it is. We'll see what you guys think. All right, you guys let me know what you think, and we'll go from there. If that's
Next
something
thing
you're
you know,
interested
he's going to
in.
be
And again,
quoting mom fanfics again.
I'm not talking about.
So apparently someone in my chat says you got gout. Well, I did have gout because your mom likes to fuck me while she's feeding me red meat. And like, she's such a big ass bitch that I can't get her off me. So she put a whole bunch of steak in my mouth. So yeah, you're right. I did get gout.
I couldn't, like, the game was like in a corner. I was like,
God damn it, I really wish DSP would do that now. Holy shit, that'd be the
because
greatest.
it was hard to see stuff going on
That's
at
what-
the time too. Like, I don't know.
If these
Anyway.
two dudes, if DSP and LTG were actually the coolest dudes ever, they would take like 2 weeks and play role reversal. LTG doing DSP would be hilarious as shit. And then DSP doing LTG shit would be the greatest. So I'm looking down at the chat and I see a lot of stuff about Derek. Well, that's just gonna be ban, 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 ban. Snort. No. Ah, damn. See, you guys leave so much stuff on the table.
Cool, right? You guys let me know what you want.
Equivalent of Gogeta fusion technique?
And go from there. All right. But anyway, I'm just saying this is something that happened randomly last night. It absolutely fascinated me. I was like, wow, interesting.
Yeah, you'd have to do the Barrett voice the whole time. Damn, that'd be wild. All right, so let's hear LTG's take on it. This guy's a pretty measured. Look, oh my God, look at how bad this layout is. That's negative right there. I know what that's a reference to.
Why y'all keep trying to push that narrative?
He's gonna make fun of the way he looks. He's gonna make fun that he's white. He's gonna make fun of his goatee. He's gonna make fun of his receding hairline. He's gonna make fun of that he's almost, you know, like old as shit. Go ahead and say it, bro, because I know that's.
Annan, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Perpy Werpy, thank you for the 4 months.
What?
Yeah, stop trying to push that narrative. I don't give a fuck if he wants to match with me or not.
He actually looks pretty good bald. I think LTG should shave his head.
My services cost. I don't give a fuck if he was talking crazy or not. How can somebody that was too scared to do a podcast for 50 minutes talk crazy about me? Nigga, all you have to do is just sit there with your fucking porn goatee.
Told you.
And just talk. And you didn't want a free 50
Well,
minutes,
when you're right,
like,
you're right.
Bro, don't talk to me, bro. Like a man that doesn't hit the gym daily or weekly, you can't speak to me. On top of that, if you're not properly groomed, you can't speak to me. On top of that, if your voice box and vocal cords never deepened, you can't speak to me.
Told you,
if you're still rocking a goatee in 2023, you can't speak to me.
Okay. This is the thing that I want to do someday. I really want to. Well, I actually don't really have a whole lot of gay friends. I need to make some gay friends, and then have them watch LTG videos, because that whole segment, it's kind of like subtle gay catcalling, in a way. It's saying, hey, unless you're a hot man who uses, you know, the gym equipment regularly and has a deep ass voice and is, you know, cut to precise, I don't even want you talking to me. I only want hot guys talking to me. Okay. There's something you want to tell us?
If you're 5 foot something,
yeah,
you can't speak
no
to me.
short guys, okay? Dale's into tall men.
If you never upgraded your camera quality to pristine for your audience, you can't fucking speak to me. Yo, we are not on the same level. We are not in the same space. I'm low tier god. I don't even know what the fuck a DSP is, bro. Stop trying to push that narrative. Seriously, stop trying to push that narrative. If I was him, I would literally focus on trying to rebuild my brand. Like, hit the gym, get hair transplant surgery, or wear hats 24/7 on stream. Stop wearing a pussy face goatee. Like, you know what a goatee looks like on people? Pussy hair.
What?
It's not even crispy lined up, bro. Stop rocking a pussy hair, fucking creepy, older white man goatee. Like, bro, get your shit clean. Wear the full beard or something. Who the fuck still rocks goatees?
So is this saying that if DSP went to the gym, cleaned up his beard, cleaned up his style and everything, and I don't know, got lifts or something, hair implants and all this and that, he spent all this money and time on this? It's weird how when I'm watching a DSP video talking about Dale, I'll kind of weirdly defend Dale. Well, now I feel like I'm weirdly defending DSP here. That's really lame. That basically DSP wants a glow, or LTG wants a DSP glow up before he'll talk to him. So, okay, DSP does all these things, and he comes into the room, and he's hot as hell, dude. He's sexy as hell. Kat's there in the room with him. You can see the top of her head going up and down. I don't know what that's about. But, just sexy as hell. And then Dale's going to be interested in talking to him? That just sounds really bizarre, guy. I mean, I can understand if DSP was an absolute turbo slob. Like, you know, you had flies buzzing around him and stuff like that, and you'd say, dude, you got to work on yourself a little bit here. But no, LTG wants DSP to be a hot guy. That's very odd to me. I
told you, bro.
I
What the fuck did I tell you?
See anybody with a goatee.
Get on my level, exactly.
The only people that have goatees are fucking the guy you guys just mentioned, DSP, and fucking Robert Whitaker. Those are the only two motherfuckers that wear goatees. I'm talking about the goatees that fully connect.
That's not
We're not
DSP
talking
then.
about just this little shit. We're talking about the full square around your motherfucking mouth. Fuck out of here.
This guy
bro.
right here? Yeah, that's him. That's the guy. Underage. I watch him on YouTube. Oh no, you should definitely not watch that dude. He takes a lot of things out of context and says negative things. He also won't shut the hell up about Gundam and
That nigga
JoJo.
wants to rent me for his stream. Yo, DSP, I'm gonna need 5 bands, bro.
Alright guys, let's
I'm gonna need
reach
5
the
bands. You
LTG
could've gave me the
goal.
5 bands if you wouldn't have been too pussy to do the podcast for 50 racks. Don't mention me again. There is no beef. There won't be any interactions. I don't even know why I'm speaking on this type of shit. Focus on your sexy, bro. Focus on your health.
So
You looking real pale.
So it's an admission. He wants DSP to be sexy before he talks to him. Dale, this is why people think you're closeted gay, man. Like if what's his name, the dude who came into my chat being an asshole the other day, Michael Jackson. I don't really care if he looks hot enough for me to talk to him. That's stupid. DSP only wants studs around him at all times. Well, dare to dream, I guess.
and shit on stream. Like everything's looking discombobulated. You still got that
People
old ass
don't know
camera,
that Dale is
fucked
still
up
there.
ass lens, action figures
Yeah,
in
he's
the
pretty
back,
terrible.
teddy bears. Worry about the poverty stream. I'm low tier guy. I don't know what the fuck you are. Like, any fucking ways.
I don't know who you are, but I just described your layout.
There, clip
Oops.
that shit, send it to him, call it a day. Let's get back to what the fuck I was doing.
LTG likes his old man. Yeah.
I want my dudes hot, okay?
All right, when you say he was talking mad slick, okay, what was he
You
saying?
just said you weren't interested.
How can you talk mad slick about me?
Let's
hear what he was saying.
You don't want to open that can of worms.
He's gonna skip it. He's gonna skip.
Michael
He's gonna
Kelly has the
skip
under-
that
I'm not
video a
gonna
bunch
give
of
attention. I
times.
just want to know what he said.
It's
If he watches the
virtual-
video,
Talking
he's
about my stream layout.
Damn.
What about it?
He's gonna skip it like crazy.
We talk.
To be honest, Dale insults are always superficial, so
What
it's always
about
bad
it?
appearance.
What about
because
my
the only
stream
thing he
layout?
thinks that is bad. Yeah, exactly. When he was talking about June, all he had to say
Guys,
was
what's
comments
wrong
on
with my
June's
stream
appearance.
layout?
That's all he had.
It's inefficient as hell, bro.
So my stream layout, custom music when I play
No,
Street
it's not
Fighter. What
custom
else?
music, but it's your custom playlist. Some of it might be custom, like when you had that song that you played over your motivated.
I rage quit, which I don't do in Street Fighter 6. What else? Bro, what's up with the 2014-15 shit? I rage quit? Like, who cares? Like, I don't even rage quit anyway, but who gives a flying capital fuck? Anything else? He's hating on my stream overlay. Alright, I got something for that, guys.
Oh shit.
Extremely grown ass man, by the way.
Wait, did he have a
Fuck
soundboard?
some-
I can do that
some
too. Check
bitches
this
or
shit out,
something,
man.
bro. Take the action figures and posters off your fucking wall. You see that? You see this aura? You see this ambiance that I have set?
You know what's funny about this shit?
Like,
Hold
it's
on.
sexy.
What do you got to say?
You know what's
Your
funny?
shit-
He's trying to make it seem like he didn't know about that video. The reason why he's giving this big ass reaction is because he
Exactly.
knew about it. He knew about it and he was pissed already about
Yeah.
this shit. But you know how Dale is. Dale always has to make it seem he's not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like he does,
DSP and Dale both have this thing happen where they will play dumb because it goes against their narrative to be someone who's constantly watching detractor content. DSP and Dale both insist that I don't actually watch the stuff that people make about me. Dale will at least admit that I find them so that I can flag them, but I don't actually watch any of this stuff. But that's objectively not true. They watch this stuff. That's how Dale immediately knew about all of DSP's background accoutrement. So he has to pretend like he doesn't know, but then he inevitably lets things slip. He's absolutely right.
doesn't know about shit.
Filmmaking
And, you know,
fun of
he
someone
has
else
his
rage
life
quit?
and
Yeah,
stuff
it's
like
pretty
that.
wild, huh?
It's complete bullshit, bro.
You can tell what
Complete
locales die
fucking
based on how
bullshit.
they insult.
This
Exactly.
motherfucker been knew about that video, bro.
The aura,
Twitch
this
works.
clown
You don't
aura.
need donations to have a successful stream on Twitch. But I guess when you're not keen to business, when you turn down a $50,000 bag for sitting on your fucking ass,
Hey,
I mean, you really can't speak to me,
he's
bro.
got you there, DSP.
Beef,
Guess it's
exactly,
easy.
bro.
You know what? I know what it is. He's probably like, you know what?
Oh, this.
I'll just diss low tier god and maybe I'll get some of his trolls in my stream and my stream will pick up.
Uh,
Like, get this, bro. Focus on that hairline, bro. Use. How about this? Your next stream goal should say turkey transplant hairline trip. So that we can
need to
rebuild your
reach the
fucking hairline.
hairline
He's pissed,
goal.
bro. He's mad right now.
You shouldn't be speaking to a man with a crispy, symmetrical jawline, crispy hairline, chiseled, crispy skin,
Lots of crispy going on
peanut
here.
butter complexion, hits the gym daily, body to kill for, height that heightens.
Height that heightens. So
I don't even need to say
Dale's
the rest.
getting taller?
What are we talking about? This Walmart NPC.
No, he doesn't go to
just
Walmart,
pass
dude.
by when I'm picking
Dale,
up
you're
some
wrong
fucking
there. Okay, I gotta
walnuts.
correct you there. He doesn't go to Walmart.
Bro, get this.
Walmart's for
I'm not. We don't need. I don't even know why I
Well,
elaborated on it that
ethnic
much.
people?
But
Is
somebody
that a
will
nice way
clip
to
it,
say
pull it up. I really don't give a fuck about this dude. I don't know what his beef is. Focus on Boogie or some shit or Wings. Don't you have a podcast to do for
Yo,
50
actually really
bands?
soft on DSP.
How are you too pussy to accept 50 bands?
LTG insulted DSP.
How does that work?
DSP insulted LTG's money. Yeah, absolutely, Ramen. You're absolutely correct.
We played
So
the
are you
Tekken Maid
LTG
already.
this? Is a slap fight between two main show?
Yeah, it's just basically him trying to steal my clout, whatever.
It's a nuclear
But I hope it
conflict
works, because
between two
Your
clowns.
shit's looking real poverty, bro.
Worst part of it was DSP's fake admit that he was bald when he was all sore because yes, exactly.
Shit's looking real poverty.
Exactly. He also exposed
Let
himself.
me go back to what I was doing.
I hope the LTG
Dog,
troll
don't
avoids siding with
tell me
DSP,
nothing
but
else
Mo didn't.
about this fucking weirdo speaking on me. Thank you.
I think it's kind of like what I had
The only
going
way
on.
he
I
would
don't
know
really
if I keep
side with
hitting the
either.
dashboard
I'm just
to
pointing
six.
out when either of them
If
are
it's-
wrong in their conclusions. Like both these dudes, I don't care.
There's some
They're
shit I
garbage
can't
human
say.
beings
Let's just
anyway.
keep it tasteful. The only reason he would know I'm still hitting the dashboard on 6 because I don't want to watch long ass super moves is if he's watching my stream with his meat out beating it like he was caught on stream. But matter of fact, I don't even think he was really beating his meat on stream. I think that was a failed attempt at trying to make some buzz around his name, bro.
No, he wouldn't have banned
dude
people as
fake
much if it was
masturbated in
fake.
front of the
He would have
fucking camera.
pretended. He would have hammed it up. Have you seen DSP act?
For clout.
Oh
They
no, I
didn't
left the camera on.
What dude
Oh
does this
no,
when they're
and I was
masturbating?
playing with myself. Oh, nah. Y'all see that? No.
Anyways,
it was accidental.
There's your clout. Now use some of that money you might get off reacting to my shit to rebuild your fucking hairline. And I already know your midsection has at least 5 to 6 creases.
Apparently, I got a whole bunch of
Let's
pasta.
turn on the layout that he probably dislikes. Get off my fucking dick, motherfucker.
The layout is shit though, bro. Like,
But it was on her story on the
trash.
It will still be up. But if you go in TikTok and
he's heard about it though. He's really heard about it.
Yeah, he's a little cranky. Drop the 50K bag is definitely a level 3 ring.
He's still gonna talk about it. That's
very
how
funny.
hurt he is.
That's good. That's a spiritual level kind of joke. I hope the LTG troll good. Oh, there we go. He's still thinking about it. Come on, man. You got something else for us?
Boom, boom, boom.
No, I think he's done. Maybe a little bit more here at the end. He's still got a couple seconds.
Anyone should do it again.
Okay. Well, that was amusing as hell. And this one is DSP prepares to play victim over LTG drama that he started.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort,
Kogan.
Drip.
snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go.
But as all of that was going on last night, all right, I start to get messages saying, "Did you hear what LTG just said about you? He's going on a big rant about you on his stream, and he's going off on you, and he's ripping you a new asshole, and he's really, going in." And I was like, first of all, I was very confused because I'm like, so he's insulting me. That's what people are saying. Like, he's basically like really insulting you badly on his stream. And I kind of scratched my head saying, like, why would he do that? Because when I talked about him on this show yesterday, and if you didn't see it, it's still live here on the channel, or all my haters literally clipped it. Like, it was like a 20 minutes talking about a stream of his that I watched the other night. And again, when I was talking about this, I was not attacking LTG. I was not
Oh, I've been muted this whole time. Hilarious. I was going to say that it's been said a million times, but the incredibly inconsistent definition of what an attack is so frustrating to hear over and over again, because this guy will interpret mild criticisms as direct attacks that you basically want to kill his family. By saying that you thought his gameplay was bad, that means you're going to roll up to his house and shoot him. But he is allowed to say that you don't deserve your fame, you don't deserve your views, the environment behind you is full of shit, you look like a hoarder, you probably have mental problems, you probably need to go see a therapist, your stream layout is trash, it looks bad, it doesn't make sense, you have all these thousands of viewers but you don't have any money. None of those are attacks. None of them are attacks. Fuck ever, man.
Saying anything real personal about him at all. I was just being kind of neutral, right? Like I was asking genuine questions.
Amazing. I got the same combination on my luggage. Oh, I get that reference. The moment you know to break your heart, Lynn? Oh no, I wanted the full versions of each one because I wanted all the context, and Stuart Hogan's were the longest. So I assumed, like Dale says, longer is better.
But I didn't go in on the guy. In fact, I would say I agreed with a lot of the stuff he was saying about the game. You know, the jab, jab, jab.
Yeah, I was agreeing with you. So you can't be mad that I shit on you.
He hates it too. So it was confusing to me because I don't recall saying anything that would have been like inflammatory.
Yeah, you don't recall
in my video. You know, it wasn't like I was calling him out or insulting him. I was just very quickly and honestly telling my thoughts about his stream. And I even said, I think, well, after watching his stream, I was like dying to comment on it. And it's not just him, but anyone who plays Street Fighter 6. Like now I'm like so into the game. I was like, do you think you guys as an audience would enjoy watching me comment on Street Fighter 6 gameplay? And a lot of people were like, yeah, that might be something we'd like to see in the future. So essentially,
and you glossed over the part about the views and the donations.
I wasn't insulting the dude or anything like that. So you know, I didn't think that there would be anything too inflammatory there. I mean, I don't know. But apparently, yeah, it was the opposite. Like, he took these as all personal insults, and apparently he went in on me. So we're going to watch that live on this very show. I know I've never done anything like that.
Oh, shit, drama. Man, I was about to donate to this dude, because he seems like a really chill dude who doesn't get involved in drama and just plays the game.
So we're going to focus on Rashid. Damn. You know me, I'm not going to focus on drama all day long. I just want to play the game today and have that be what we're talking about. And I don't want
I thought of something here. He talked earlier about how whenever he has his stream layout, he has the game front and center, because that's what is important when he's playing the game. However, it made me realize that he doesn't see his community as important. Because if his community was important, why would you want to have their statements on the screen? You know, you're not ashamed of your community, are you, DSP? And I know what he'd say is like, well, there's going to be trolls posting shit. Yeah, you think that streams don't ever have that happen? But if you have a great community, DSP, the majority of comments aren't going to be negative. And also, this segment here where he's full screen, I know that, you know, all this is edited in, but he's full screen in the actual stream, I'm sure. Why doesn't he have the chat right there during that segment? Because it's, again, part of the community. Is he saying that he's more important than his community? I'm sure he'd agree with that.
In here, talking about this nonsense today, I'm already going to give my thoughts on it. All right, by the time that we get to Street Fighter 6.
Search for more money.
So we're going to do that soon.
That's DSP sequel. Search for more money. All right, so we're going to see DSP reacting to the roasting. I was advertised it right here. An hour and 26 minutes. Holy shit. All right.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
This is definitely getting sped up.
Snort, 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 code, snort, snort.
Let's see what better do.
All right, so I think we're going to do it. This is what everyone wants. What's hilarious is we have 509 people on my stream. I guarantee you the restreamers probably have thousands of viewers right now. I guarantee. In fact, anyone want to check that? I'm just curious. Can you guys tell me how many people are actually watching? And by the way, hello, restreamers.
Hi.
I know you guys are here every morning. You guys clipped the LTG thing yesterday. In your defense,
yeah, thanks.
I don't think that anyone actually kind of misrepresented what I said. I think you guys actually accurately kind of...
Oh, shit, do we get an apology? Hot damn. Please unblock me on Twitter, DSP. See, we're friends now. And why the hell is Kimberly upside down?
You always use the clickbait tags, which is stupid, but I think people actually just kind of clipped it and put it out there. And then I guess LTG responded negatively, which makes no sense because really I didn't say anything bad about him, but... Who are the restreamers? I'm not going to say their names.
This segment's the best part. I think Phil should
I'm not that
keep
stupid,
the
but I know right now
mustache,
literally they have
shave
probably
everything
thousands
on
of
his chin. I agree.
people watching.
I think his mustache is okay.
Anyway, all right, so...
There's worse.
If you guys want some snacks...
Why? They will always exist.
Oh, no.
They're never going to go away. And the more
This story's going to be a little long, so you might want to get some snacks. Thousands of years ago, LTG watched my video commenting on him.
A guest to a judge. It's legal to do what they do. So I mean, I guess do it. More power to you. If it's legal, I guess go for it. Might not be morally right, but you do what
Other
you do.
than the
right?
part where you called
Like I
LTG
said,
a
I actually don't
bitch.
feel like anyone misrepresented me. They always put the clickbait titles like, Phil slams LTG's layout. I mean, I didn't slam it. I criticized it.
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
slamming
I didn't
it.
Slam it.
You were going off on that
I
layout.
mean, oh my god. Okay, you ready? I just looked at my TV.
It's broken. I'm gonna need a new one.
Looked at my TV. All right, guys. So you see my stream layout, correct? It's my webcam, border.
Yeah, he has
and
a
the
great,
leaderboard. That's what I
great
have
way
on
of
my
doing
stream
that,
view,
huh, BR Joe?
layout. Now, when I'm doing gameplay, what do I have? Me and a camera and the leaderboard, and that's it. Like that's my layout. All right, are you ready for this? I can't wait for this. I can't wait to show you this. This is great, ladies and gentlemen. I introduce you. Well, that's not it. To LTG's
That's
layout.
not LTG's
Here it
layout.
is.
That is
Wow.
not LTG's layout.
Nice and clean.
That is
Right?
empirically not.
Wow, immediately I know exactly where to look and what's going on this stream. Like, wow, that's
This
amazing.
motherfucker. Oh my god, this makes me so much angrier than it really should. This dude who shits on everyone for misrepresenting who he is as a streamer. This guy has taken me out of context and warped what I did, and they took a nugget of truth and put all this breading of bullshit on it, and it's a lie. This is not LTG's stream. It isn't. This here, Chip, can you help me out here? Where are you at, Chip? This at most is LTG stream. A lot of this is the other dude's stream. This guy down here, this dude. But DSP, Mr. Big Brain Logic, who demands that you watch hours and hours of his content before you have an opinion. And that opinion better not disagree with him, or else you still don't, you haven't watched enough. Go watch another couple more hours. This dude wants to just assume that he's right about this. Well, I mean, I'm right, right?
Whew.
Oh my god, that's really annoying.
Beautiful. Absolutely
Pathological
beautiful.
liar, exactly.
Nice spiffy shining stream. Look at that.
I watched this live, and boy,
do I
I
really
wish
have to say
I
a
didn't. I'm
word
sorry.
about his stream layout?
It's that great, is it?
Now listen, more power to him. Do whatever you want. A lot of people are successful with different stream layouts. But like for me, right? For me, when I'm doing
Chip is putting in some
my
work,
own
man. You see him moving around?
Okay.
That
I
would
wanna
kill
make it,
DSP.
like 95% about the game. Really. Like that's the focus of me streaming is the game. That's the purpose of me having a
Then
stream
why
is
do you
the game,
beg so
right?
much?
Like we're doing the podcast. Okay, guess what's the main thing? My webcam. Why? Because that's the
Me,
focus of
am
the
I
podcast.
begging?
It's me talking. But if we're gonna be gaming, I want it to be about the game. He puts his game into this like tiny box, and then there's chats all over the place. I don't. Now, by the way, technically,
There
this
you
is a
go.
stream. All right, we're watching an archive.
Then
of
why
a
did
stream.
you?
What's the
Why
name
were
of
you
this
so
guy?
disingenuous at the beginning?
Easy Jones 19, who basically he was restreaming LTG. So I actually think what I'm blocking with my camera right now, I think is not LTG stream. Is that correct? I think that his stream is the whole like everything
think
here.
most
to
of the
left
screen
my
is
camera
his
stream,
stream.
correct? Like that's where it cuts off. This chat here under the camera is not his, right? I think I could be wrong, but I
And
think
the
that's
banner
what
up
it
at
is,
the
right?
top.
That's what I'm thinking. Anyway,
And the banner up the top.
how many restreams are we looking at? Well, we're going to be watching a restream, but now there's people that are restreaming.
Holy
this
shit, that's
stream.
meta streaming.
So
Look at
you're
this shit.
watching a restream
That's pretty
or
cool,
restream
actually.
my stream, but I'm watching a
Link clone
restream
is
of
broken and
LTG
say
stream.
right.
So that would be there's LTG stream, the restreamer.
Oh
I'm
shit, I'm
watching,
gonna
and
have to
someone
go
else is
get
watching.
myself
So that's
deleted.
Quadriception. There's inception, doubleception, triception, and quadriception. A quadriception stream. A stream within a stream within a stream within a stream. It's very exciting.
Oh, okay, I see.
It just sounds like something else. It sounds like
Emojis was-
contraception, but it's not. It's quadriception. I swear.
Well, eventually
Okay,
we're gonna restream
anyway.
so much that it's basically a blur of.
We're gonna start.
pixels.
By the way, Beef just did a $2 super chat, and he's shouting someone out. Oh, is he shouting out this guy? He is. He's shouting out this guy. I guess his name is IMMO342.
There you go.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Listen, I'm a newcomer to all of this. I don't watch LTG. I don't watch his restreamers. I know nothing about it. All right, so whoever this is, whatever. And thank you to 672 who did a super chat. He says LTG is a fan of the British Broadcasting Corporation. Oh, excellent. I'm sure he loves Downton Abbey, right? I think that's his favorite show.
No, he watches
anyway. So there you go.
even
Anyway,
weirder
Beef,
shit.
you're the latest super chatter. All right. We're going to
He
get into
watches a lot
this.
of
You
BBC
ready?
stuff.
So how long is this clip? Because I said I skimmed through it, but I didn't actually watch it. I just skimmed through it, and he was like insulting how I looked. 10 minutes. All right. Well, you know me when I react to stuff, it takes a long time, so let's get into it.
I'm
All right,
glad
let's
I
get to see
watched
how
the
vibe
original
works,
version
by the way.
first. Then I at
Well,
least know what
obviously.
to be excited for.
Now, remember, we're watching a restreamer, so you're going to hear
Doesn't
the
watch
restreamer talking to
LTG,
as
just
well
like
as
he
LTG.
doesn't know what
All
Discord
right,
is.
So let's
I
see.
don't have a secret Discord, dude. I've never heard of Discord. What's the internet?
React to what who said about me. He watched what?
Here we go.
No matter how much you guys try to push it, there will never be an interaction between me and DSP. There's no ties there. We're not in the same correlation of anything. We're not
Told
in the
you, bro.
same media space. Nothing. Like,
I told you.
That's the restreamer saying, I told you.
Yes,
I told you.
DSP. I was able to put
Okay.
that together. Thank you.
why y'all keep trying to push? that
Jade
narrative?
didn't get it. I get it.
He's gonna make fun of the way he looks. He's gonna make fun that he's white. He's gonna make fun of his goatee. He's gonna make fun of his receding hairline. He's gonna make fun of that he's almost, you know, like old as shit.
So wow, this restreamer knows LTG so well that he's actually calling out everything.
Yeah, it's kind of like what we do with
Remember,
you.
This is live. So this is predictions. Let's
That's
see
what
if
we
he's
do with
correct.
you, and you
I
get
wonder if
mad
he's
about
correct.
that.
I didn't say it, bro.
But DSP's okay with
Thank you for the sub, I
it being
appreciate
directed towards
Perfect
Dale.
Warpy, thank you for the 4 months. Yeah, stop trying to push that
Okay.
narrative. I don't give a fuck if he wants to match with me or not.
What narrative is he talking about? Stop trying to push that narrative. What narrative did people say there is? Because remember, yesterday on this very show, which you can watch, or you can watch all the restreamer clips of it, I literally...
DSP should have been briefed on some of LTG's isms. LTG uses a lot of words incorrectly. So that's what it is, DSP. Relax.
just said, I watched his content
Probably
for the
watches
first time.
PBS Kids. Probably
I didn't
looking
like
for his
stream
next
layout. I think
date.
it's kind of busy. There's stuff all over the place. It's confusing.
Government
And I
can
wish there was
weaponize
more of the
Phil's
game on
laugh
the
and use it
screen.
as psychological warfare
And I thought
easily.
the chat was mostly making fun of him. I didn't see the purpose in having the chat on the screen.
What are you gonna do?
Making fun of him.
Shock me with a car
I also
battery?
said
Even
that,
worse.
it
We're
was
gonna
weird
play a
that he had
DSP
been
stream.
going
I'll
to
tell you
Star Dog. He's been
everything.
Playing the game since launch, right? What else? Geez, let's see. I agreed with most of the stuff he said about the game.
He's not restreaming.
Right? I said,
He's
most of his critiques about the game I
rebroadcasting.
completely agreed with
See the difference?
100%, right?
And you're banned.
What else? I'm just trying to think, like, what narrative was there? Was no narrative. My narrative was, first time watching, I was fascinated, and I wanted to learn more
He
about it
meant
because I was trying to figure it
idea.
out.
That's what he means.
I guess I said
DSP.
that.
He meant
You
idea.
know, it was weird because he had 2,000 viewers on his stream, but it didn't seem like he had 2,000
my
viewers.
Lord,
But his
man.
stream chat wasn't like flying by like someone who has 2,000 viewers. And in addition, I didn't really see like contributions coming in, which is confusing. If you have 2,000 viewers, why are you not having anyone contribute to your stream? It's odd.
It is odd. It's almost like how many subscribers does DSP have? Let's see. Let's look that up real quick. We'll do DSP Gaming because I'm just going to assume that everyone in DSP Gaming is also the exact same people who are over at DSP Reacts. So we got 205,000 subscribers. And this dude begs for money and says that he has an immense fan base of people who support him. 205K. And this dude has how many people in his chat at any given time? And I know you could say, well, that's all the socks and whatnot. Those are all the fake accounts and whatnot. That doesn't make any difference to me. Because, you know, those are still people who are watching him, DSP. Still watching you, DSP. Where's their money at? You don't want to throw these rocks, dude.
I said, I hope that it's not that he has all hate watchers who just sit there to make fun of it. But it seemed like that because his chat was making fun of it. You see? That's not a
Just wait until we
narrative.
get
That's
to
an
Phil's
observation.
interpretation of
So I
peanut
have
butter
no
crunch.
idea
Oh, God, no.
what this
I don't want to
narrative
hear
is.
it.
All right, let's see.
I'm
Let's find out.
excited though.
You have to count if your fingers and add pretty pictures to those DSP. Yeah.
My services cost.
What?
I don't give a fuck if he was talking crazy or not. How can somebody that was too scared to do a podcast for 50
Oh,
minutes
shit.
talk
Get in
crazy
the
about
escape
me?
pod, Phil.
Like, all you
Huh?
have to do is just sit there with your fucking porn goatee.
Told you.
And just talk.
Mention the goatee.
And you didn't want a free 50 bands? Like, bro, don't talk to me, bro.
So what is he? Wait, so hold on, because I decided I didn't want to be on a podcast run by Keemstar, right? He doesn't want to
Yes.
talk to me. What? What does that have to do with anything? What is my first of all, a podcast offer that never existed. I was never even offered the money. I already talked to this. I was blue in the face. I don't want to deal with Keemstar and do any business with him, right? I don't want to be on any show that's called the Lol Cowcast because it's disrespectful. It's not beneficial to me or my audience. I'm not going to take 50 grand from Keemstar and be indebted to this guy for the rest of my life and have to basically be his slave. I mean, I can keep going on and on and on. It wasn't, oh, just sit here like a lump, right, and do nothing, and just fucking, you know,
But that's
receive 50K.
That's not true.
Ridiculous. It's
You
not-
had a signing bonus. So what Dale is saying, again, see, I'm going in the opposite direction again. I'm starting to stick up for Dale here. Dale, what he's saying is that you had the opportunity to even game the system a little bit. Because he eventually explains, I'm sure DSP will respond to that, you know, you could just sit there and do nothing and take the money. Which is true. That's what I suggested that one time during one of the streams when we were covering this. Is DSP could have taken the money, sit there at the table, and just say nothing. And then cash his check. And Keem would look like a fool. Keem would look like he didn't plan this properly. In fact, it would have been great revenge. Because then Keem would be frustrated that DSP wasn't doing his clown shit and wasn't being a good draw. So DSP could have potentially got the money and sabotaged Keem at the same time. And I mean, I know Dale isn't thinking this, but it does kind of demonstrate a lack of foresight, business acumen, and honestly just shrewdness. And I don't know if those are important to Dale, but honestly, I would be a little annoyed to even be suggested to do something with a person like that. It just shows that you're a lame ass in a way.
What it was going to be. But what does this have to do with him? And what does it have to do
But
with
I have to
anything
throw those
between them?
rocks, dude. My foot won't stop
I'm
making.
lost.
Oh God.
How does it
They're
really,
my
like, how does it
pistols.
have any relation to
You have to
anything,
count
right?
it.
Oh.
Hey, Richard, you're thinking too deep into
Like a
this.
man that
He
doesn't hit the
psychically
gym daily
rejected
or
it.
Told you.
weekly, you can't speak to me. On top of that, if you're not properly groomed, you can't speak to me. On top of that, if your voice box and vocal cords never deepen, you can't speak to me.
Told
If
you,
you're
bro.
still rocking a goatee in 2023, you can't speak to me. If you're 5 foot something, you can't speak to me.
What? Whoa. That's a lot to unpack right there. That was a ton. That was like rapid
Also,
fire.
DSP's
All right, so what do you
5'12".
say first? If you don't hit the gym daily, you can't speak to me. Okay, it's a little weird. So if someone's not like up to your standards of physical fitness, they can't even speak to you. If someone has like they're not groomed or they have an ugly goatee in 2023, you can't speak to me. What? Why do you care about someone's personal grooming or facial hair?
You
What
need
does
to be
that have to do with
hot,
anything? Why does
DSP.
that matter
Dale makes
to
complete
you?
sense.
And what was the other thing that he said? He said something. What was the third thing he said? He said 3 things. I
You're
missed the
not
other
6
one.
foot.
Guys, what was the other thing that he said? He said, oh, the height. He says, if you're 5 foot something, don't speak to me. I'm literally like 5'11" and a half.
Oh, so you can round
right?
that bad
I
boy
used
up
to
to
tell people I
6.
was 6 feet tall, but then I realized it's kind of stupid. Like I'm not ashamed of my height. So I tell them
You
when I'm
kind
like,
of are
yeah,
ashamed if
technically
you're
I'm
adding
5'11",
fractions
right?
into it.
So I'm what, half an inch below 6 feet. I can't speak to him like because
Yeah.
of half an inch. What are you talking about? Like
Your voice didn't deepen,
Huh?
DSP. You
what?
need a
This is very
BBC
confusing to me
voice.
now, all right. First of all, my comments about the man were about his stream, right, and about his ranking in Street Fighter 6. Correct. I talked about his criticisms of the game, which I agreed with. He comes back at me with, "You're unkept, right? Like you're not groomed well enough. You have, you don't work out. You don't have a. I don't like your facial hair, and you're short. Are we disconnect here? I feel like. It seems like we're
Oh,
talking
it
about
is
different
so
things.
much fun when a
Why is it
lolcow
so fun
experiences
about how I
another
look,
lolcow.
right?
This
Like
is
everything you
really
said about
funny
my
to
looks,
me.
my height, my physical fitness, and my facial hair.
Because they get a
Why does he
taste of
care
their
about
own
how I look?
medicine, and that's what I
It's a lot,
really
isn't it?
appreciate.
Why does this man
And
care about
it's
why I look?
I really would like to have that book that was about the 3 people who thought they were Jesus all being introduced to each other in a psychological ward. I'd love to see that book rewritten with DSP, Dale, and I don't know, Chris Chan. Let's go with Chris Chan. He's also probably the third most lolcow. And see their interactions, because DSP is essentially experiencing lolcow energy directed back at him, and his confusion and annoyance, or honestly eldritch baffling, is so great, because that's what all of us experience when we're watching DSP. This pausing to try and calculate the madness is what all of us do with this dude. And that's what happened with Craig and Adam, is they had to calculate that in real time and got toxified and frustrated with this guy. So it's deeply beautiful to see DSP having to do the calculations.
Man, streamer,
If
look,
your
like,
vocal
what's going
cords
on?
haven't deepened,
I'm a little confused.
Phil giggles like a
All
girl.
right, well, let's continue. Oh, that's right. You said my voice. Listen, my voice I can't do anything.
That's
about.
technically true.
I've had a
Yeah,
more
that's
high-pitched
technically
voice my
true.
whole
You
life.
can't
When I first started
surgically alter
streaming,
your voice like a
the
Metal
first
Gear
thing people
Solid.
said when I was on
That'd be
camera
awesome.
was, "Oh my God,
I'd
we had no
sound
idea you
like
looked like
Eddie
that,"
Deason.
because we heard your voice and you sounded like you were like a
People
skinny
who aren't
Poindexter nerd, and we
secure
thought that's exactly what you were
don't
going to
add
be. So people outright thought, "You're
Exactly.
going to look like James Rolfe. You're going to look like the
It's
angry
like 2
video
slow
gamer when
kids
you get on
fighting
camera."
over
And then when I did, I looked out
And
and
the-
people were like, "We had no clue that's what you would look like because your voice doesn't seem to fit your body."
And there's 2 empty
Listen, I
seats
can't
right
make
next
my
to it.
voice
They're
sound
fighting
any
for the
deeper
last
or
seat.
any- you know what I mean? Nothing I can do about that. So that's kind of silly, but hey, if you think I have an annoying voice, I guess there's not much I can really do about that, right? But I guess my question is, why does that bother him so much? And what in the holy hell does that have to do with anything that I said about him yesterday? All right, and we're only a minute in, so 2 minutes in. Let's continue.
If you never upgraded your camera quality to pristine for your audience, you can't fucking speak to me.
Wait. What? If I didn't upgrade my camera quality to pristine, you can't speak to me. Do you see my camera right? Hold on a second. Here's my camera. Hold on. Actually, let's do a little
let's see it.
experiment, shall we?
I want to see
Let's
pristine
do a little- You guys ready
DSP.
for this one? So here's my camera, and here's LTG's camera. Let's look at them side by
That's
side.
not LTG's camera. That's not LTG's camera.
Which camera looks better, guys? Which camera has the better lighting? Which camera has the better quality?
Well, his has
right?
Dale's
I mean,
has
you know
better
what?
lighting.
I'll even be fair because I'm not sure that he's doing HD. So you know what? Let's be fair about this, right? Let's actually do this. Just to be fair, I want to be fair. I'm not going to be a jerk about it, right? He might be doing 480p. So let's actually downgrade my video
There we
quality
go.
to 480p.
Nice.
Right?
Let's keep it this way.
All right, so now, once again, here we are. We're literally side by side.
No, we're not.
Correct? whose camera is better? Who has the better lighting? Who has the better camera? What are you talking about? Now, here's the thing. Here's what I get. Here's what I think is going on. I don't think this guy cares about me, which is fine. He shouldn't have to care about me. He shouldn't have to care about any other streamer.
To me, it's
He's
like
talking
watching a
shit
documentary about two tribes
things that
fighting
he
for
used to know
dominance.
about me. Like, for example, if
Pretty
you were
much,
a year ago,
exactly.
literally what he just said absolutely applies. For sure. Right?
This
For
is
sure,
what
my camera
happens
quality
when
was
you have
absolutely
native
ass. I was using
tribes
the same webcam for like a decade. But
fighting
in the
over
last year, I upgraded my
radioactive
camera quality,
land.
I upgraded my lighting, my setup behind me, I upgraded my capture device. My footage, my video footage looks better than his. If you watch our raw gameplay back side by side, this stuff is really exactly this. You know what I mean? This is,
hear that?
Identical.
Hear that, Dale?
If
You're
not better.
debunked.
Look at our cameras. Like, what is he talking about?
Debunked and banned and wrong.
I have no idea. I literally have no idea what he's talking about at all. Right? Like, I'm confused. Again, I think he's talking about what he's been told, right? Or what he knows from the past. But what he's saying is completely outdated.
Yeah, you need
Like,
to
if you would say
update
that
your
a year ago,
information
I'd say,
before you
you're
shit
right,
on
my
me.
camera used to be shit. But I completely upgraded my setup on purpose after years of criticism. Everyone's saying, dude, your camera looks like shit. Everything looks like shit. So
No,
I
you
purposely
banned all those people.
did
You
everything
banned them.
better in the last
You
year.
banned
I've seen
them.
there's been like a big turnaround in my quality of all my content. So I don't know. I think again, so why does he care so much about how I look? That's really bizarre to me. Like, why does he care about another man's looks? And why is he criticizing my camera? Obviously, he's not prepared for this response because he doesn't understand that my camera's actually better than his. Okay, let's continue.
Yo, we are not on the same level. We are not in the same space. I'm low tier god. I don't even know what the fuck a DSP is, bro.
A
Stop trying to
DSP
push
is
that
this
narrative.
Indian dude.
What narrative? I don't know what narrative he's talking
Oh,
about.
think about it. Chip
What
did the
narrative
soy
was
voice.
there about us? I don't even know what
Yeah,
narrative
but
is.
when
I'm
he
lost.
did it, it was a presidential
Right?
face. I'll have you know,
I'm
Kuro.
completely lost. What? If someone could explain this narrative he keeps mentioning, pushing a narrative, I don't know what the narrative is. He wasn't aware there was a
DSP's
narrative at all. You know?
Again,
I
this is
agree with you.
DSP trying to do the math of lolcows because he doesn't get that Dale is bad with language. So he's doing what we do sometimes where we take what the person is saying literally and point out how it's stupid when taken literally. And DSP's having this exact moment.
Him over the years, I don't think we're the same. I don't know why people say he's the black DSP or whatever. That doesn't make sense. You know?
Yeah, for
Maybe
real.
he
This
didn't
guy doesn't
know.
have a hot-ass
Maybe in
wife.
comparison with the way that we criticize
Dale
fighting people,
sucks.
but I don't
He doesn't
see
have.
a
Well, he
comparison
doesn't have a
today.
cat. Shit, never
He's
mind.
right. We're not in the same space.
Yeah, well, he
People
doesn't have
watching
Jasper
him
Kitty.
are completely different from the people who are watching me. I don't think that's the same group of people. I don't even think there's an
Oops,
overlap.
I don't exist. Confirmed.
So I'm lost too there. But I don't know why that there's like a narrative here between us, and he keeps mentioning it like I'm bringing up. I don't remember bringing up a narrative, right? So
Seriously, stop trying to push that narrative.
what narrative?
If I was him, I would literally focus on trying to rebuild my brand. Like, hit the gym, get hair transplant surgery, or wear hats 24/7 on stream. Stop wearing a
Well, he
pussy
does
ass,
wear hats. You
pussy
just
face
gotta pay for
goatee.
them.
Like, you know what goatee looks like on people? Pussy hair. It's not even crispy lined up, bro.
Yeah, work on your lineup, Dale.
Again,
Or
what is
Phil.
he talking about? Why does he care about what facial hair I have? What does that have to do with him at all? How is it personally an affront to him and his existence that I have facial hair he doesn't like? Like, what is he speaking of? The other funny part is he says it's like a patchy, unlined up goatee. My goatee is perfectly lined
It's
up.
perfectly
fine.
cut to
It's all white hair,
precise.
so it looks like shit.
Stupid.
I have white hair on my face, but that's because I'm not afraid of embracing my age. You know, I'm 41 years old. I'm getting older. I'm gonna look.
Oh, that's
older.
kind
I'm
of
gonna
true
get white
for
hair.
against
Something
you,
that
Dale.
naturally happens.
You
That's
are
something
afraid
to
of
shame
embracing
about
your
you
age.
get
That's
older.
why you
You
ban
should
people
act
for
like you're
mentioning your
perfectly 20-year-old.
birthday.
You're not gonna be eternally 20
I don't know
years
if you all
old.
know
have to
that
understand
lore,
that.
but
You have to accept that,
for
right? You're gonna
Dark
get
Side
older. You're gonna become more wise. You're
Dale
gonna
here,
elder
if you
statesmen, as they
mention
say,
his birthday,
and
you get
said
banned.
that, and you can pretend forever like you're some youth. And live in denial. I don't live in denial. I know I'm older. I know I'm no spring chicken. I also know I'm not very good looking. I just told you guys the other
Hey,
day.
shit! Look at this, a cat.
All right.
Oh,
my stream,
man,
how
this
I
is
have
the
a very
superior
bad
stream.
self-image in my head of myself. I don't ever feel like I look good. Even when people outright tell me, my wife tells me, you guys will tell me, God, Phil, you look good. Right? You actually look good today. Or, you know, oh, look, you're wearing different.
Oh, wow, Phil, you don't look
shirt
like complete
style
shit
recently,
today.
and we like
That meant
Snap.
I looked
I don't
good.
believe I look good. You understand that? Like, I actually always think I look like shit. I wake up and I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh, I'm disgusted at myself. But that's how I've always been. I've had a bad
Well, that's
self-image
what
'cause
Dale's
of
trying to
messed
tell
up
you,
stuff
man.
that
You
happened
need
to
to
me when I
get
was
that
younger.
together.
So
Get
I don't really
hot.
give a shit about my goatee being perfect or whatever. Why is this guy so hung up on how you look, your self-image? Like, it seems like that's his whole thing, no?
They should do like Freaky Friday or something, and they switch souls or switch personas, and that way, Phil and Dale's body can start working on the layout and making it super good, and hell, be really good at Street Fighter, get his rank up, and Dale and DSP's body can hit the gym and line up the goatee, and then they can switch back, and they'll both be perfect. I feel like that's a pretty good solution. We just got to figure out a way to make that happen.
Oh, like if that's so important to him, right? Why is his whole embodiment of existence about his how
Because it's
people
important
look?
to him.
That's a little.
It is
odd
very
to me.
odd,
Like,
but it's
you know, anything
important
else
to
you
him.
think matters in life? How about having a conversation with someone? Oh well, if you're ugly, I'm not going to talk to you. What? I mean, what kind of vain existence is that, Jasper? Please relax. What kind of a vain existence is that you only speak to people who you find attractive?
That's why he's so lonely.
Like, I'm very confused. Let's keep going. All right.
Work on you, sexy dude. Yeah, get your sexy game up. I'm not attracted to you. You need to change that.
Something in my head. Well, let's keep going with this. Okay, let's see where he goes with this.
You gonna get Crossrace Platinum Edition whenever you get the money to do that, man.
White man goatee, like.
So what do you want me to do? I'm an older white man. What should I do? Should I fucking get a face? Should I shoot
Yes.
Botox into my face? Shit in my face? You know, to try to look like I'm 20 years old again?
Yeah,
Like,
and
what's
hair
the point of
plugs.
that? Like, how does that benefit my stream?
Because people want to see a sexy dude on stream.
This dude's talking
Duh.
about how I look. I wasn't aware that I was going out to like modeling agencies or trying to get an acting job. I'm a streamer, dude. I'm trying to put out content for a streaming audience. That's what I'm all about. Having fun with video games. I don't care about how I look, nor does my audience, by the way.
That's not true. I care, DSP. I think I agree. You need to get your sexy up.
Full beard or something. Who the fuck still rocks goatees?
Who cares about a
Also, it would be really funny if DSP would do this, but he's never going to do it because it's creative and requires work, is if he got some sort of Chad filter to put over himself so that he's got this humongous jawline, he's got high cheekbones, he's got the Chad lips and whatnot. It's like, well, I worked on my sexy. How do you think I look? Nut. He has it so that he's super muscular with the filter and everything. That'd be really funny. He's never going to do that, though. God damn, that would legit be super, super amusing.
I literally don't see anybody with a goatee. The only people that have goatees are fucking the guy you guys just mentioned, DSP, and fucking Robert Whitaker. Those are the only two motherfuckers that wear goatees.
Robert
I'm
Whitaker.
talking about the goatees that fully connect. We're not talking about just this little shit. We're talking about the full square around your motherfucking mouth.
It's actually called a Van Dyke, by the way. The full mustache under your chin. This is called a Van Dyke. It's technically not a goatee. A goatee is just this. The Van Dyke is the whole
Oh, there we go. We got some beard lore.
So,
Phil didn't care about his age, then why does he dye his hair?
Because my wife says it looks hot. She gets quite the white on.
By the way, so we're 3 minutes into his response, and he hasn't actually responded. He hasn't said a word about anything I said. All he's done is insulted my looks for 3 straight minutes. No, I mean, really.
Again, I'm kind of coming to Dale's aid here, but it's more that you got to understand that Dale isn't even going to listen to your criticisms. That's why he's not even replying to your criticisms. And this is his madness. This is Dale's madness. And you saw this a lot when he was discussing June the King. If you are not worthy of being listened to initially, he is not going to listen to the things that you said. It makes sense to me if I put myself in that kind of stupid-ass mindset. So that's why DSP is having this same do the math situation where he doesn't quite get it. LTG's never going to respond to your criticisms because he's invalidated you as a person. You see the difference? It's kind of like when DSP invalidates people in their entirety and then doesn't listen to their criticisms. Oh, these people want me to not snort directly in the microphone. They're just dumb kids. It's the exact same phenomenon, DSP.
Has he said another word about anything besides my looks? I don't work
His
out.
no is so much fucking
I'm
worse.
old.
Correct?
I have bad facial hair, and I'm not 6 feet tall, and I have a high-pitched voice. So all physical stuff, literally hasn't said a
Because
word
my
about
wife said
anything
that she likes my hair just like she likes her man
Does he
black.
actually ever get to what I said?
I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be, but okay, honey.
Don't speak to me. If that nigga wants to rent me for his stream, yo, DSP, I'm gonna need 5 bands, bro.
Rent him for my stream. Yesterday, all I said was I was fascinated by watching his stream, and I would like to maybe do commentary over it, which is allowed.
Oh shit! No, it's not. You said that it wasn't.
I don't want to rent you. What? Where does he get these? Okay, genuine question. Are people telling this guy bullshit?
That is
like,
part
are
of
people
it.
saying this to him that he wants you on his stream? I don't want him on
Again,
my stream.
you're doing the
What is he
math.
talking
People
about?
told you
I'm not trying to
bullshit.
get him
You
on my
bought
stream.
it.
Who's telling him this? I don't want him on my stream. I'm not going to rent him for my.
You
know what I'm
should
saying?
rent a Dale.
This is so stupid. I think people are feeding him bullshit, and he's just buying the bullshit instead of actually he didn't watch the
It's
video.
like renting
So
a
he must not
stripper,
have watched
except
it, right?
somehow
I thought that what happened
more
was he watched the
shameful.
video and then he did this response. That's not what this is. Then this is just him talking out of his butt because he doesn't even know what people are talking about. Great.
I'm gonna need 5 bands. You could have gave me the 5 bands if you would have been too pussy to do the podcast.
5 what? 5 bands? What the hell is he talking
I
about?
don't know, Mr. Van Dyke. What does
I'm
the
gonna do
terminology
5
mean?
Huh?
50 racks.
50 racks? What the fuck is he? What is he talking about? 5 bands and 50 racks, dude. There's a language. I don't know if you've heard about it yet. It's called English.
Oh,
You
shit.
Start using it. Like you're talking to a public
Oh,
audience.
shit.
You realize that, right?
Oh,
Like,
no,
I
he's
have
talking
no clue what the
about
fuck
your
this guy's saying
ghetto
right now. I
fillers.
guess this is some kind
No,
of
no, no,
or,
ban this
some
dude.
kind of fucking, what the fuck he's saying, dude. If you're talking to a group of friends and your group of friends all speak the same way, then you use that kind of language. If you're talking to a public audience, you use English so people understand what the fuck you're saying. What the fuck, racks and bands and fucking this shit. It's called money. So I think what he's saying is he wants me to pay him $5,000 to be in my content, or And then he says that it's bad that I didn't take the. Why is he so? Here's another question. Why is he so hung up about the fact that I didn't take $50,000?
Because he sees it as a reflection of your character.
Why is he bringing that up? What does that have to do with anything? Right? Literally, what does that have to do with anything? Nothing
Again,
at all.
he's invalidating you as a person. You should understand this. You do this all the time.
Star did, right? That was not me that made that public. I wouldn't care about 50 grand or whatever. I was never going to talk about that publicly. You know? So why is he bringing it up so much? Yeah, I wonder about that.
Yeah.
Almost as if maybe he's a little jealous. Maybe he wanted to take 50 grand to be on a podcast. That's why he thinks it's so easy. Oh,
it is easy.
50. I could have made
it
that
is
too.
easy, and it would have been really productive
why else
for
would
you,
he fucking
DSP.
bringing it up so much?
Whatever. You could have bought so
weird.
many Hogans,
Don't
man.
mention me again. There is no beef. There won't be any interactions. I don't even know why I'm speaking on this type of shit.
I agree. There's no beef. I don't have beef with this guy.
Beef
I don't
has
know why
been
he's, like,
established,
insulting me
though.
The way he is, because I don't have beef with him.
Stands around
like, I'm
stacks
confused. I'm
of
scratching my head as to why he's
$1,000,
doing this
Phil.
rant video
Dummy.
about my looks.
I think they're called Van Dykes.
I'm lost.
Focus on your sexy, bro. Focus on your health.
Focus on my sexy and focus on my sexy. Another male.
Hold on, I
streamer.
gotta listen to that in the. I gotta listen to that at normal speed.
On my.
On your health.
Focus on my sexy, and focus on my sexy. Another male streamer wants me to focus on
I
my
agree.
sexy.
That shit's been getting out of control, DSP.
Focus. I think you need to focus on yourself if you're so concerned about how other dudes look on your stream.
Oh shit!
What is going
Shots
on?
fired.
Why do you have such a focus on how I look on my stream?
Need that
very
as a
weird.
notification?
He
You're right.
actually
I
said
should.
my sexy.
I should.
He said sexy about me. That's disturbing.
What time
Absolutely
is that?
Disturbing. I'm actually kind of freaked
Let's
out.
just
right
grab
now.
it right now.
I don't know. That's a little weird that you'd be saying something like that about another guy streamer about his focus on your. Why do you care about focusing on my sexy? Right?
You looking real pale and shit on.
Actually, why do you have such a focus? You need to focus on your streamer. See,
Okay,
I'm
let's
lost.
get this real fast. This is good. Get this off the screen, dude. And bang.
Focus on your sexy, bro. Focus on your health.
Focus on my sexy, and focus on my focus on my. I'm lost.
Focus on your sexy, bro. Focus on your health.
Focus on my sexy, and focus on my sexy. Another male streamer wants me to focus on my sexy.
That's pretty good.
Focus. I think you need to focus on yourself if you're so concerned about how other beard.
That was very
That
funny.
about-
Shit on stream. Like,
I'm white.
I'm
How am
so
I not supposed to look
sexy.
pale, bro? I'm white. I stream all day. Of course I'm looking pale. Holy shit.
looking discombobulated. You still got that old ass camera,
No, I don't. See what I mean? He's got crazy bad information.
He's
I don't have an
invalidating
old-ass
you,
camera.
DSP.
fucked up ass lens,
I don't have a fucked up ass lens. My camera's very good right now.
It's,
action figures in the back, teddy bears.
That's my old setup, right? Before
I don't
started
have
actually
action
putting out
figures.
lighting,
I have
art, people
collectible
look really good. My
figurines,
lighting and everything this
idiot.
year, he definitely has not seen a stream of mine recently. He basically just remembers the old hater shit. He
Wait,
hasn't seen
wait,
anything
what?
recent. So he's talking out of mine recently. He basically just remembers the old hater shit. He hasn't seen it this year. He definitely has not seen a stream of mine recently. He basically just remembers the old hater shit. He hasn't seen anything.
old hater shit. Okay, so does that mean that DSP never actually had the things behind him? He didn't ever have, like little stuffed animals or action figures behind him, and that it was haters who digitally inserted them in? I don't really understand. That's hater shit.
So he's talking out of his butt about my old setup, basically.
You're sexy, aren't you, Phil? Oh, hell yeah. This dude's a
Worry about the
beast,
poverty
man.
stream.
That's why he has so much trouble going out
And
and
I don't-
getting
that's
stuff
another
done,
weird
is because
thing, too.
women
Like,
are all over him.
Poverty stream. Isn't poverty stream like? Isn't that a reference to the FGC? And what they say is basically like most people in the FGC who stream are basically they're not making a living doing it, and so they're just trying to scrape by or whatever, and so they call it poverty streaming and
don't
stuff like
know
that.
about all
I actually
that.
heard that term come up earlier this year when it was the whole Matcherino thing with
white.
Arturo, and Arturo was like,
I'm white.
the Street
I
Fighter community,
stream
a lot of
inside all day.
poverty, status. We're not making big money doing this. We need, a thing like Matcherino was helping tons, and the fact that it turned out that way was bad. So what is he talking about? He's talking about money. Like, and here's another weird misconception, right? Like, okay, so I went through a bankruptcy. That's correct.
and
that was
you
years ago.
committed fraud on it.
I'm
I
starting
remember
to get
that.
back on my feet now.
I was
really
there.
am. I'm starting to get back on my feet. This is good. You guys have been very supportive this year in all the endeavors that I've
This
done.
clone
right?
is very
Where
hard
is
on
the
himself.
poverty status exactly? I'm a little concerned or confused. I guess I should say, not concerned. I'm confused because
How far am I into this?
I don't know
Holy
what he's
shit,
talking
I haven't made a dent
poverty,
in
what
this.
poverty
Damn.
streaming? I mean, what people do is they reference like a stream I did 4 years ago, the reveal of Jasper stream, where I raised $1,000 on a stream, and I said, "Hey guys, guess what? I have a pet, and he'll be in my streams from now on." Right? Stuff like that. That stuff hasn't. When was the last time that I did an emergency fundraiser stream? 3-4 years ago, right? I don't do that stuff. I haven't.
Do you guys remember the last time DSP asked for support? That was a long time ago.
Back on my feet, you know, became a full-time YouTuber, whatever. This hasn't happened in years.
Yeah, he hasn't asked for money in years.
With the overshilling and all of that, I'm trying to basically.
Yeah, it was 2K. He tried to sneak it in there.
Do
yeah.
my best here.
Well, I was only asking for a K, okay?
Improve. You understand what I'm saying?
rack,
I'm trying to improve.
okay?
I want to improve. All right. I don't want.
Yeah,
to
DSP should start calling it racks and
basically,
bands
be
now.
that
Then
person I was.
LTG won't
But
use
the
those
thing is,
words
my
anymore.
haters, all they'll do is talk about those days when all I got
So,
was income. Right?
apparently,
There you go.
Game
By the way,
Checker,
told this guy he has a
Game
filter
Checker
on. Is
is
this
in
true?
here
That
with
he has a
the
filter on him and he
50
actually has hair.
band
He's not
cheer.
bald, and he actually has facial hair, and he put a filter
So there
on
you
his
go.
face. And is that true? He changed his appearance here. Is that
My
true?
washer's broken. I swear it's going to cost a
Because again, I
rack.
haven't seen this guy in ages. It is. It's a filter. It's a bald.
There
and
you go,
facial hair
DSP.
filter.
See, you fell for it. I bet you look stupid, huh?
The Restreamer uses
What?
the filter.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
The
Oh, this
Restreamer
comes as a
put filters on
shock
his
to
camera
me.
make him look different. Oh shit. That's interesting.
Yeah,
So this is
I've
representative of
been
how he
seeing
really
the stuff
looks.
about Mr. Wizard. I need to watch that. Phil should let Dale give him a glow up.
Again, I don't
yeah,
know.
that should be their crossover.
Here's
DSP
the
gives
truth.
him 5 racks,
Okay, here's
and
the
then LTG gets
When I was
his
watching
sexy
this the other
up.
night, okay, basically,
It's
I
like
couldn't
Queer
make
Eye for the Straight Guy,
the
except
camera very well because his camera
somehow
is set back
more
when he's streaming the
odd.
game, and like I couldn't even see him in detail. Like I couldn't even see him in detail, so I couldn't tell what he really looked like. So I'm looking at this.
You need to get your sexy
and I'm
up.
like, I wouldn't even know that that's different from his camera the other night. But again, that's a symptom of him kind of having a cluttered setup. If the camera's a little bigger, maybe I'd be able to figure this
No.
out. You know,
If you
But,
had
all right,
perception,
fair
you
enough.
would
So
have
that's not what
figured
he
it out,
looks
'cause
like.
I
Obviously,
noticed
he has
it
hair
right
and facial hair,
away.
but this guy edited it out with a filter. Okay.
It's more like you're
Thanks for
stupid,
clearing that
DSP. That's really what
Any
it's about.
fucking ways. There, click
Look,
that
okay,
shit,
hold
send
on
it
a
to
second.
him.
Look at this dude down here in the corner. See, look at that. DSP, you lost your way. Look at how sexy this guy is. You should try and return to this status. That's pretty good.
Well, thanks for clearing that up.
Any fucking ways.
Phil learned all about grooming from Mr. Wizard
Here,
by
click that
observing
shit,
him
send it
wielding
to
his
him, call me
power
later.
over gamers.
Let's get back to what the fuck
He was
going
kind of
on.
like a
There you go.
mincer to
You
me.
wanted that sent to me, but the weird part is that's 4 minutes. So now where's the other 6 minutes coming in? If he's done talking about me, where's the
Because
other
that's
6
never what
minutes
it
coming
means,
in, right?
DSP.
Ooh, Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct soundtrack's great.
All right, when you say he was talking mad slick,
Oh, here we
okay,
go.
what was he saying?
So now he wants to
How
know.
can you talk mad slick about me?
Oh, you can see the
Let's
filter.
hear what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Look at the filter on his head. Yeah, look, the filter's appearing as he moves his head. Look at that.
He's gonna skip it. He's gonna skip that
I'm not
video a
gonna
bunch
get
of
this. I just
times.
want to know what he said.
So basically, people are sending him the video, the clip, and he's not watching it. And then the restreamer's like, he's not gonna watch it. He's just gonna skip it.
If he watches the video,
Talking about my stream layout. What about it?
he's gonna skip it like crazy.
Yeah, so he didn't watch it all. He was just talking out of his ass. He had no clue what. Basically, he just went on a tirade insulting my looks and my stream setup, and has no
Yeah,
idea what I
that's
talked about.
because he-
That's fascinating.
He disregarded you as a
So
person.
he just went off for no reason. He didn't even know what I had said a word about him. He just like exploded about me, insulting me, and didn't even know.
Didn't
what
this
I-
happen
what-
multiple times with DSP when he didn't know what people were actually saying about him, but he went off on them anyway? There were many times when DSP was at his peak about flipping out about Tevin, where people would say in the chat, "Did you see what Tevin said about you?" To which DSP responded that Tevin's a criminal and he doesn't give a shit what he says, and blah, 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 blah. But now the rules are different. Now he can demand that you watch his video before you offer any sort of insight on his statements. But old DSP would say, I don't really need to watch your video. I can just dismiss you entirely.
But it happened yesterday. That's really remarkable. Wow.
Read the message, second
Very
part. Oh,
level-headed.
I'm sorry. Let me see. Phil should let them. He'd
What
be
about it?
beating
What about my
senior.
stream layout?
That's absolutely right.
Guys, what's wrong with my stream layout?
He's inefficient as hell.
Phil would have so many
What's wrong
hoes,
with this stream
dude.
layout? Well, I mean, let's
Mo
say-
hoes,
should I-
mo
should we go on
problem,
and
you know
talk
what
about
I'm
this?
saying?
Let's say this chat under me is not real because I don't think he has 2
I
chats
just
on.
watched
this
over 3 hours
right?
DSP
All right,
post.
let's take a
I'm
look.
sorry
His
about your
entire top of his
self-induced
screen is
lobotomy there.
cluttered. Look how much shit is on there. Like, take a
Yeah,
look
it
at
breaks
mine.
something.
That has 1 bar, and that's all you need to look at. Everything else is what I'm reacting to with the game on.
I need to
Like,
work on my
literally, it's like,
sexy.
the game's here, your camera's here, the chat is here, there's a leaderboard up here, there's a scroll bar down here. It's like a fucking blinking Christmas tree. You have at no point do you have any idea where to look. Because, oh, huh, who, huh, what, huh, who, huh, huh, huh. And then the stuff has no use, like the chat.
Okay, I know he's exaggerating and being stupid, but that's really annoying. If you look at my shitty ass stream, you got this clown dude here, and you got this very negative comment, and you got Kat here, she's just kind of hanging out, and you got my chat, and you got my title and my video. I don't think any of you I could ever say at any point would get confused by all this shit that's happening. Well, look, the chat over here. Oh shit, there's a clown. I'm distracted by the clown. Oh wait, there's this weird guy here. He's kind of confusing. And then this guy who's very concerned about this man's sexiness. It's just so much shit. I'm getting so discombobulated and confused. DSP, no one actually has these issues, okay? These are non-existent problems. And when DSP says this kind of shit, it makes me really think that DSP has some sort of, I don't know, sensory overload condition, where if there's too many things happening in his field of vision at any point, he just gets too confused. Which I guess would explain a lot of things with DSP's gameplay. And that whenever there's too many things happening on screen, and for DSP that's more than 3. If there's more than 3 things happening on screen, he's utterly lost. So DSP's criticism actually reveals more about him than it actually stands as a criticism of LTG's stream.
What is useful in that chat? Look at the chat right now.
Meltdown when a troll pretended
who's saying you're trash at Street Fighter? Didn't say that, so that's a lie.
And posting oh yeah.
We see the video he's banned on Twitch. Don't even know what you're talking about. Easy clap that snow rog ass. What? He said you're not higher in Diamond or Master. Thank you, trash. The fuck? What? I watched the same video. He didn't really say anything wild. Okay, one intelligent comment so far in the chat. You have a bunch of viewers and low support. Your mom thinks it's sexy. You play something. LTG will destroy Phil. I can get the clip. Speaking of layout, where did you get
that's pretty cool
background from? So you see what I'm saying? So out of that entire chat, one comment was worth putting on the screen, if that, and he could have just read it out. Like, I don't agree with these streamers who just put the chat on the screen like that. Or
so,
those who do, sometimes they minimize it.
But isn't that kind of disrespectful to your viewers? What you're essentially saying is that I don't trust my viewers to say anything intelligent. Nothing they have to say is going to be meaningful. I have your guys' chat on here. There's been plenty of times that you guys just said goofy shit, and I never categorized it as something stupid, because that's disrespectful. It's something you wanted to post. Except for when Master Rankins gets in here and he starts talking about Digimon. That shit's stupid. But no, I don't think DSP realizes how that's actually pretty insulting that he says it that way. Because also, that doesn't really make sense with DSP, because he says that his chat is full of intelligent, mature people. So if that's the case, why can't DSP have his chat on screen? It's almost like you're not making sense, dude.
This is like a third of his stream is the chat. That's bad. You minimize that shit. For me, I refuse. People have asked for years to put it. I'm like, nah, I don't want. I don't fucking want
more than 5 or 6 people in the room.
That shit on my stream. So some people are actually saying the top of the stream is actually the restreamer. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. If that's the restreamer. So what you're saying is the bottom is him. So anything from where his camera starts, okay, it's that square. Okay,
it's still not that much, DSP.
At the top, he's in gifted memberships, or actually, that's gifted subs, right? Because he's on Twitch. Okay, he's got a sub bar at the bottom. He's got a viewer. I don't see the point of viewer count. Anyone can see a public viewer count on any stream. All they got to do is join the stream. It's right there. There's no reason to have a public number shown like that.
Because you're showing off your clout, DSP. You're showing off how popular you are.
I guess technically the theme song isn't that cluttered. But what my criticism was that when he's playing Street Fighter, the actual Street Fighter gameplay is too small. Like, if you take a look at his screen, that's literally a third to maybe you could even argue more than that of his screen. It's not the game. And what are people tuning in to see? The game, no. Right? It's just, I want to see the game. And I can't see the game because of fucking too much shit all over.
That's not an actual problem.
Yeah, I would say it is kind of hard. He couldn't prove it. Get rid of that chat. There's no reason to have that chat at all. Put more of the game on the screen for sure. Actually, I don't have much of the problem with the bottom. It's fine because the bottom is kind of, there's something on the bottom of your screen.
Exactly, BR Joe.
But that chat has to go. Especially, again, like I said, when I was watching him play, everyone in the chat is being like a troll or being stupid or memeing, putting out emotes. It doesn't add anything to the stream. That's a legit criticism of his stream, is that there's just too much clutter all over the screen. Just make it less clutter.
And it's a good thing you pointed that out, BR Joe, because I was going to say the stream numbers, like the viewer numbers and the chat, also serve another function, where if this video gets out in some sort of way or in some sort of capacity, maybe someone's clipping it or restreaming it or sharing it, preferably someone who is a fan of DSP or Dale, Dale in this situation, whoever would watch it would see, oh, this guy talking, look at all these people who are watching. Oh, and look, his chat's pretty healthy. People are talking and having a good time. This looks like someone I would want to go watch. Whereas DSP's streams are just this dude standing here, and you don't really have any indication from his stream that there's any sort of life happening there. You don't see any numbers of people. You see his member total and his donations, but that doesn't really tell you anything about what's actually going on. If you see a chat flying by, that means, holy shit, you got a lot of people watching you. You got a lot of activity. This must be something worth watching. DSP doesn't get that. Even Dale gets that. Lynn, we need an inside detail of how you clap cheeks. Would be a great. Oh my
So
god.
my stream
No.
layout, custom music when I play Street Fighter. What else?
I only do live shows. Thank you very much.
Custom music. I prefer having the in-game music, but I complimented his music and said I actually liked his music selection. I like Killer Instinct soundtrack is badass. That's a good song for it, right?
I'm gonna say I can imagine the village running around in Phil's mind, sort of.
Then the band started happening.
Rage quit,
Came
which
for
I don't do
everyone.
in Street Fighter 6.
I didn't say
What
I
else?
never said he rage quit. I said he quits the dashboard and then he jumps back into the game, which is odd because it serves no purpose. So they're lying to him. His chat is outright lying to him and giving him misinformation, and he's reacting to things that didn't happen. I literally didn't say he doesn't rage quit at all. He didn't rage quit a single match. He quit the dashboard.
What's up with the 2014-15 shit? I rage quit? Like, who cares? Like, I don't even rage quit anyway, but who gives a fuck?
No,
Like,
I didn't say you did.
Anything else?
See,
Hating on my
so everything.
stream.
Oh shit, they're taking him out of
All right,
context.
I got something for that, guys.
What the hell was that? Was that a soundboard?
Extremely
Yeah,
grown-ass
DSP
man,
could have
by
one
the
of
way.
those if he had
Go
current
fuck
Windows.
Some bitches or something, bro. Take that.
Yeah, go fuck some
Talking to me?
bitches,
Or you talking to
DSP.
chatters? You talking
Get
to me?
them
I don't know who he's
hoes.
talking to now. He's talking to me. I'm married. I don't need to go fuck some bitches. I'm married.
I fuck one bitch, thank you.
I'm good. I'm set in that regard.
Action figures and posters off your fucking wall. You see this aura?
This cat tree behind me. You see this cat tree?
You know what's
Now I have to ask a question. What's actually behind him? Because is that fake? Is that a fake filter behind him? Because I don't know what's really behind him. I see
Yeah,
a cat
that's
tree
the
to
aura,
left.
dude.
I
You
don't
need to
know
put
what
your
that is
cat
on the
tree
fourth to
behind
the
you.
right. Is that a fake setup behind him?
That
Is
would be
a
really
filter?
funny. Again, if DSP had any sort of humor to him or any sort of cleverness, he would immediately rearrange his room to be exactly the background of Dale's background. Like, put all this sound filter shit all behind him, put this, what is this, inflatable ducky, and put a cat tree back there. And then repaint the walls and put a panic button here. That'd be funny. Again, DSP's not about to do anything funny.
Or is that real?
He
That
fucks
is real.
one
What's
man.
behind him is real, but the filter on him is what's fake. So let me
Quitting
get
the
this
dashboard doesn't count as rage quitting,
He's
even though it's
criticizing my
basically
stream
rage
setup
quitting.
that has pertinent artwork.
It's soft rage
to the
quitting.
kind of games that I like. It's got ambient lighting that makes me stand out on the stream. And his background is a cat tree, a bunch of hexagons on a wall, and what appears to be a colorful heart-shaped pillow.
Yeah, you need
on
to
the
up your
floor,
game, dude. You need to be like
right?
that.
But he's criticizing my setup. Like, what? If anything, you could say our setups are
Okay,
equally
there you
bad
go.
or
That's pretty
whatever,
funny, DSP.
but
I'll give you
I don't
credit
see,
on
like,
that
how
one.
you're criticizing mine.
Your layouts are both
Again,
shitty.
in the last, it sounds to me like he's got all outdated information.
Dave is a
I'll
one-horse
admit,
kind of
last
guy.
year,
One-trick
my
pony,
camera
that's
was
pretty
shit.
funny.
My backgrounds, I was trying to improve them. They weren't that good. Now my stuff.
I'm
has-
married,
I constantly
idiots.
say this. My
I've
setup now is
won.
better than I deserve. Like, for the level of streamer I am, the level of popularity I have, this background is much better than I even deserve.
Oh,
right?
now we're
Like, you
doing this
expect
little
I'm gonna
humble
be streaming
brag
thousands
kind of
viewers
thing.
And I got a couple hundred, right? So I'd be like, what is he talking about? He's completely talking out of his ass, completely outdated stuff. Like, what is he speaking on? Nothing. Everything he's saying is fake or wrong or outdated. Any criticism here, besides how I look, which again is still really bizarre.
What's funny about this shit?
Like,
Yeah, what's
it's
funny?
sexy.
Wait,
You know
what?
what's
This
funny?
shit-
He's trying to make it seem like he didn't know about that video. The reason why he's giving this big ass reaction is because he knew about it. He knew about it and he was pissed already about this shit.
It probably
You know
is.
how Dale is. They'll always
Just
have
like
to make it
DSP
seem
gets
he's
pretty
not, you know
pissed
what I'm
about
saying, like
shit.
he doesn't know about shit.
He could be right.
You know, he has his
That's a
life and stuff
restreamer.
like that. It's complete bullshit, bro.
He could be
complete
right.
fucking bullshit.
Because why would
This
he do 10 minutes on it if he doesn't even know what we're talking about? It's really weird, right?
motherfucker been knew about that video, bro.
Well, Twitch works. You don't need donations.
Oh shit! DSP, look away. He's lying.
But I guess when you're not keen to business, when you turn down a $50,000 bag.
Here we go again. So, I'm not keen to business because I turned down a
That's actually
$50,000
true,
podcast
DSP.
that
I would
was
say
never
that's
offered
correct.
To me, would have roped me into a bunch of shit I never would have wanted to be roped into for the rest of my life. Why is he so obsessed with the podcast? This roped me into a. I'm not keen to business because I turned down a $50,000 podcast that was never offered to me. Would have roped me into a bunch of shit I never would have wanted to be roped into for the rest of my life.
Wait.
Why?
Did I miss that part of the lore? Was it some sort of lifelong contract that Keem was offering? That basically DSP would sign over his soul? That... I don't remember that part of the story, that this would last forever. Is Keem actually the devil? No, okay, well, if that's the case, DSP, you're right. You definitely should not sign a contract that you're bound to for the rest of your life. That's terrifying.
Why is he so obsessed with the podcast, this $50,000 Keemstar podcast? He wanted to be on that podcast so bad. When he heard that we all got offered that amount of money and he didn't, he is so heated about that and he's so pissed. He wants that bag so bad and he keeps bringing it up. Who the hell talked about that at all? Has nothing to do with anything. He's now mentioned it, 3-4 times during this about me? He keeps mentioning it. It's like, dude, there's a reason why you keep bringing it up. I never bring that shit up.
You bring it up
bring
all the time,
a ton,
DSP.
right?
Well, not all the
That's
time,
pretty
but you bring it
crazy.
up enough for it to be a
No,
problem.
here's what I criticized. I said, if this guy has right now on this stream, 2,420 viewers supposedly, correct? Like, that's what he has. And
It's a con of no
you know, he's got
no.
thousands of subs, I guess. Look, it says he has 3,000 subs. Good for
Don't worry,
him.
if
I
you
mean,
like
really
it,
good for
you
him.
can sign
He's got
another contract.
3,000 subs.
Yeah,
They're all
exactly.
paying subs. He's making arguably.
But this roping me
6,000,
into it for the rest of my
7,000
life thing,
just on
that
subs
doesn't
on Twitch.
seem
Good for you.
genuine.
If that's your business model, then congrats. That's what I was asking. Like, that's literally what I was asking yesterday. I was saying, how does he operate? Because if he has that many viewers, right, then he must have. Where's he getting the money from?
He works.
Because
He does
I'm curious,
work.
I'm watching, and this guy's here. Oh, IMMO 342 is here, and he's clarifying. He says, I expand his cam with the filter enabled. What you see up top on the right hand side with the 3 chats along with the bottom playlist is mine. So, bottom left hand corner is his stream.
Yes.
Everything else is yours, and you got a filter on him so he looks like Steve Harvey. Okay. Because I was a little confused. All right.
Man, he had to come in there and give him money to explain it.
Okay.
That's embarrassing, dude.
All right, anyway,
That makes you
what
kind of a
what
lame
was I
ass.
saying now? I got distracted, but it's fine.
Isn't your business, Phil?
Shit.
That's
what
true.
Was I saying? What was I in the middle of saying?
You can't criticize
We talked
DSP's
about the
business,
podcast.
but he
What
can
was the other
criticize
thing?
your business.
Oh, how he makes money.
That's
No,
only
that's what I was
fair.
asking. Because I was like, dude, I don't get it. He's got 2,000 viewers on his stream, but literally no one was contributing. There were no super chats coming in. There were no text. There's one text to speech in the entire hour highlight that I watched, and there was.
So I know this isn't what Dale was doing here. I know that's not. But what I'm entertaining the thought of is hypothetical. DSP here complained about the Keem thing and that it was a moral stance why he did not take the money. Because money wasn't important to him. What was more important was his pride and dignity, which are both worthless in DSP's case. And why isn't he capable of entertaining the idea that Dale doesn't actually do this for the money? That money isn't important to him. Now, granted it is. Dale does care about the money, and he pretty much demands that you pay him. But it brings us back to the Howard and John thing, where Howard and John were so frustrated that DSP only sees everything in relation to money. He only sees that everyone's ambition or goals is about money. And it's still a factor here. He can't separate himself from the idea that maybe, just maybe, people aren't actually in it for the money.
Like one membership.
I literally had to be explained to him by the reason. That's embarrassing, man. That shit's lame.
He's got a 2,000 viewer stream, but he's not really making anything. And I was looking at his chat, and his chat seemed to be very, very upset with
That's
him.
what he was hoping for, BR Joe. Dale's detractors apparently have a lot of money.
Oh, they're going back to being nice to him again. Like, they're only doing it when he's playing. So you can't really see it. You know what I'm saying? So that was all I was asking. Listen, if this guy has 3,300 paid subs on Twitch, and he's making roughly $250 each, this guy's making bank. He's making like $7,000 a month just on subs.
He exposed
right?
you, Dale.
That's good.
Ban him.
So you know what? More power to you. If you're
Block him on Twitter.
Good for you. Congrats. But that was the question I was posing because that was not. By the way, that
also, how could you not notice
when I was
this?
watching it, so you had no idea how many subs he had. So I didn't understand. That's what the question I was posing is: where is he making that money?
It's almost like DSP's not very
If
observant.
he's doing this for a living and no contributions are coming in, doing a 2,000
Jet Grind Radio, I love that game.
It's all subs. Then that makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah,
Thumbs up, I
I'm no
understand.
longer as fully
So, out
stupid
of
as
his
I
entire
was.
response, 6.5 minutes. My God, there's still 3 minutes left. 6.5 minutes. I've got one
6.5 minutes left, and there's almost a whole ass hour for me.
piece of information that's pertinent. I got one answer. So at least something good came out of this. Now I understand. Good for him.
This
Okay.
is really cute that this dude's complaining
Shitting on
about
your
10-minute
fucking ass?
spans as he takes a whole ass
But he's
hour.
talking
I mean,
about the
you really
podcast.
can't speak to me, bro.
Beef, exactly, bro.
You know what? I know what it is. He's from-
I can't speak to LTG because I don't want to be like an indentured servant to Keemstar.
When
for
did
the
this
rest of my life. That
happen?
makes perfect
Okay,
sense.
this is new lore. When did
Like,
Keem offer this?
You know what? I'll just diss Low Tier God and maybe I'll get some of his trolls in my stream, and my stream will pick up.
I didn't diss
You
Low Tier God.
did, though. You
Literally,
did.
it was a very neutral
You did,
observation
but your
about the
observations
stream.
were negative.
I was looking for information. I wasn't.
You weren't looking
insult the
to,
guy
you did it
whatsoever. I
naturally.
was trying to be very neutral, and I agreed with a ton of things that he said about Street
He's
Fighter
gifted
6.
like that.
Like, it couldn't be further from the truth. He did not watch the clip at all. He's just talking out of his ass.
Let me get this. Focus on that hairline, bro. How about this? Your next stream goal
Here we go.
should say turkey transplant hairline trip. So that
Okay, he's talking about my. Why are you talking about my looks? Who
Because
cares
you're not
about how
sexy
I
enough
look?
to talk to
I
Dale.
can come out
Work
with a
on
paper
it.
bag on my head. I can come out looking like Jabba the Hutt. Like, who cares about? Dude, I'm a game streamer. You understand? I'm not in a modeling agency.
But he's
I'm
telling
not
you
trying
to be that way.
in
Come
fucking
on,
the
man.
Barbie movie,
That's BBC
right?
logic. If you
Why
can't
are
follow
you
it, that's
so
on
hung
you.
up looks. I'm really at a loss. You realize you're a streamer too. Maybe that. Oh shit. Oh maybe we touched upon. Maybe he doesn't realize he's a streamer. Does he think
He
that
does.
he's like a movie star or something? I mean,
He does.
Does he even? You know, to him everything is about looks, right? It's like, dude, like you're a streamer too. Like everything you're saying, do you really? I'm curious. Does he think that the reason that he has viewership is because of how he looks?
Well, yeah, that's what he thinks.
That's why they're coming to his streams. Is that
this is
legit?
actually
Why
really
he
funny
gets
for me.
10,000 subs on
This
Twitch?
is
Like if he became a schlub
this is
tomorrow,
what
then he'd
DSP
lose.
was always meant to do. DSP was always meant to be a detractor of other locals. Because holy shit, this is really funny watching this dude point out the flaws of this dude. When these same flaws can be pointed about this dude. That's what he should do in the DSP Reacts. He should start watching Cyrex videos. He should start watching King Cobra, Chris Chan, and more of this guy. Definitely more of this dude.
All of that. No.
Indenture.
That's not why people are watching you. I think you need to do a
Few
little
stars
research.
like Lord of
That's pretty
Darkness
weird,
with a keychain
right?
of souls that
Really?
forever
I mean,
belong to
he
him.
wanted to get into Hollywood, but he can't act. He's a wannabe actor.
Oh no, my soul. Well, that's pretty
Oh,
much
gang, so it's
worthless
funny, making fun of
anyway.
your age. He was going to turn 41 this year. He's actually the same age as you.
Yeah, he's a little
Okay.
younger.
Listen, can we compare apples to apples here? Yes, LTG is more physically fit than me. Yes, LTG is better looking than
Oh,
me.
hot,
think
hot,
he is,
hot.
Okay? But I don't see the point. Like, again, what is he talking about? What does any of that have to do with anything? It's kind of like someone says, hey, so, you know, I have a few things to say about something, and then they say, well, by the way, I'm better looking than you. Huh? What are you talking about? Well, I just want to start the conversation. I'm better looking than you. Okay, I guess you got that on me. I don't know that's what we were talking about. I'm a little confused why you would bring that up. It's almost like he thinks he just has that on everyone, right? So he projects
Really?
that. Like the only thing
Oh
he has to
shit,
he has to
DSP's
do is
doing
dominant
psychological
situation.
analysis.
And what's the one dominant
Alright,
thing
I
he
gotta
has?
switch the
Well, I work
layout,
out a
dude.
lot, and I'm good looking.
Alright, we're there,
so I
man.
just immediately have to throw that out there and say that because I have the dominant position now because I'm better than you. You do realize no one cares, right? Like no one cares how you look. No one
That's
cares
not
how
true.
I
The
look. No
hoes
one gives a
care.
shit. You know, no one. No one cares. I'm a gameplay streamer. If I came out here looking like fucking Brad Pitt or John Stamos or any of the guys you probably think are attractive
Uh-oh.
currently,
You're coming close to the
no one would
fire
give a
there,
shit.
Phil.
I wouldn't get an increase in viewership. No one would care. No one's tuning into Dark Side Phil to see me be sexy side Phil. You know what I'm
Get the
saying?
filter
like, what
out,
are you
man.
talking about?
Get
See,
the
this is
filter. Get
so
the Chad filter going,
The things that
DSP.
he's saying here is bizarre. That's straight up bizarre.
We can rebuild your fucking hairline.
He's pissed, bro. He's mad.
Yeah,
right
why
now.
is he talking about my hairline?
Yeah,
My
blame
hairline's
my
been fucked up
mom.
Forever. If you actually go back
You were
to the
there,
history of me,
Dale.
you'll
You were
see my
fucking
hairline when I
his
started
mom, and
in
you should've brought
2008,
it up with
my
her.
hairline's fucked up. My hairline's always been fucked up. Since
You know
I was
what?
a
I
kid, my
did
hairline
have
was
a
fucked up.
hairline
What does that have to
problem.
do with anything?
I
What does
was
that have to do with
banging your
streaming?
mom.
A crispy, symmetrical jawline, crispy hairline.
How would I? Again, he's
Yeah.
complimenting himself, right? He's so vain. He's like such a vain individual. I have to compliment myself and how I look. No one cares about how you look or I look.
That's that dude. DSP does that too, but he does it about, well, I'm so much more mature. I'm so much more logical. I'm so much more intelligent. I found that people who talk about how intelligent they are or how mature they are or how logical they are or whatever tend to not be those things. Just as people who discuss how beautiful they are tend to have a lot of shortcomings themselves. I swear, it's exactly like that book. You got two Jesuses arguing now.
Look, no one gives a shit about that on the internet.
Chisel.
He likes John
Crispy skin.
Stamos. He's such a hottie.
Complexion.
What does that
It's the-
mean? What does peanut butter complexion? I have an answer to this one. What does peanut butter complexion mean? I want to know. What does that mean? When I think peanut butter, you want to know what I think about? I think about like Jif chunky peanut butter and like smearing it on your face and having like big chunks.
Yeah,
of
you need to
peanut,
work on that. Do
like,
that,
big
DSP.
fucking pimples all over your face and shit, like big acne all over. That's what I think about. I think peanut butter complexion. I'm thinking like big lumps and shit all over your face.
Yeah.
That's what I don't.
That's
I
how
don't
you
see
get
that
your
as a
sexy
compliment.
on.
What
Slap
about
that on
peanut
your
butter
face.
complexion? Keep the peanuts off your body. Peanuts are to eat, not to be thinking about. That's what your skin's made of. That's fucking weird, man. That's weird shit.
Jim Daly, body to kill for, height that.
Height that heightens.
The other funny thing about this is, let's also very,
Did you
very
not get
frank,
it, DSP?
All right, he's tall. Okay, he's handsome. Okay, he's physically fit. Okay, fair enough. 3 positives. I'll even go as far as say I agree with those fucking things. All right.
Yeah,
I'll
he
give him
wants you,
I'll give him
Dale.
some credit. I'll
He
give him a
wants you
compliment,
bad.
all right? Out of those 3 things, how many of those does he control? 1, he's physically fit. He was born tall. He didn't choose to work to grow. He's just tall. He's naturally tall. He didn't mold his face like a sculptor. Look at the skill that I have.
Oh,
These
shit,
are things
DSP's
that he's
right. This is
complimenting himself
dangerous
on that he never
territory we're
earned.
in right
They
now.
were handed to him when he was born.
This
Yet
is
he
not
acts like they're
good.
like the end all be all of his existence. Look at all this greatness that I am. But you didn't earn it. You just have it. Look what I look like when I was born. I look like a fucking big, swollen, bloated corpse, right? I look like a piece of meat that you soaked in your fucking sink overnight in water. Look at the jowls on my face. This is how I look. I can't fix that. That's
Well,
how I look.
DSP is
I'm ugly.
going on a
big fucking deal.
role right
People
now.
who
He's
aren't
right about a lot of
about
stuff
that
right now.
realize
He
it's not
does
a
look
big
like
deal.
that.
But for you, like, dude, you were born that way, and you act like
He
that's
does
some
look
big
like a
accomplishment.
corpse.
You work out. Good for you. That actually is an accomplishment. Having a set routine, physical fitness, that's actually to be applauded.
This
And
is
the fact
really
that you have
bad
this
if
routine,
DSP
it's very hard
styling on
to
it
have
on
that kind
Dale
of
right
discipline.
now.
You got a routine.
Oh
Obviously,
shit, this
good
is
for you. But everything
this isn't
else,
good.
you didn't earn it. You were just handed it. So you're handed a gift, right? And now all of a sudden, like, everyone's supposed to kiss your butt because of these things you didn't earn. Dude, why? Like, that's nothing. Like, of all the checklist things you have for, what do I look for when I'm looking for a good streamer? Man, they gotta be tall. Oh, man, they gotta have a peanut butter complexion. Man, they gotta, they gotta have all perfect hairline. That's exactly what I look for in a streamer.
I'm telling you,
I don't
he
care
should
what kind
do
of content they're
do
putting out.
Dale
I don't
reactions,
care
man.
if
This is
anything's
so
worth a shit on their
good.
stream. I don't care about their layout.
It's
If I'm having a
weird
good time,
seeing
yo,
DSP
give me that
actually be
fucking
right
perfect
about
hairline
something
and
for
peanut butter
once. It's
complexion.
very
I'm on
odd.
that stream
I
throwing
don't
thousands
know
of
how
dollars
to
at that
express
person.
my
What are you
feelings about
talking
this
about?
right now.
You're nuts. You're actually nuts. You're fucking out of your mind. The fact that
I wasn't ready for
this.
this. I wasn't ready for DSP to be right about anything.
Bring up actual accolades you've earned, something good you've done in your life.
Now,
Something
granted,
that,
DSP hasn't done
a
shit in his
distinction
life, so he has
that
nothing
makes
to
you
talk
good
about.
on the internet. Why do you have 3,000 subs? If there's a good reason, bring it
He
up.
just did.
Bring up
He
something
has height that
actually
heightens,
positive.
idiot.
That should be applauded. That you're getting 2,000 viewers on a stream, and you're getting.
And he's got
2,000 paid
BBC
subs
armor
on Twitch. Why are you not bringing that up? Why are you talking about your hairline and your fucking skin? No one cares about your fucking skin except you. You're the only one. It's
Peanut
like you live in
butter,
your own
aged
little
toxic
tunnel.
rubber
And in the
leather
tunnel, all that it is a
that's
bunch of mirrors
rotted and
reflecting back at you, your own
zombified.
face. You just can't stop looking. You know what he is? All right, ladies and gentlemen, you want to know who LTG is? He's the Black Johnny Bravo. He is so obsessed with himself, and everyone around him is laughing, but he doesn't get the joke. He thinks that this is like Apple. He is so obsessed with himself, and everyone around him is laughing, but he doesn't get the joke. He's the Black Johnny Bravo. He is so obsessed with himself, and everyone around him is laughing, but he doesn't get the joke. He thinks that this is like.
Does that sound like anybody to you guys? Sounds familiar to me.
Actually, his focus in life is his looks and how good he looks, and then he can't understand everyone else is laughing at him every time he benches it. No one cares about how you look, bro. No one.
That's still basically
Wow.
you, DSP, just a different
What do
medium.
we need to say to Raz? Who we talking about? This Walmart.
Nah, DSP doesn't go to
I just
Walmart.
pass by when I'm picking up some fucking walnuts. Bro, get this.
I'm an NPC he would walk by when he's picking up walnuts. Wait a minute. Why are you going to Walmart to buy walnuts? Hold on a second here. He's supposed to be the prestige.
Oh, shit, he's right,
McDonald's,
Dale.
right? Why are you going to
Debunk
Walmart
him.
to buy walnuts, bro?
Get in this
Shouldn't you
stream
be
and
going
debunk
to,
him.
like, some green store? Shouldn't you be going to like fucking?
Yeah, that's not really right.
to pick
Johnny
up your
Bravo's a
green
good
drink
dude. He was just
and your
Johnny Bravo
fucking
was just
protein
playing
powders
around.
And all your shit for your
Dave
fitness.
got fourth place
Why are
again.
you
Oh,
buying
yeah,
walnuts
you're
at
right.
Walmart?
That is pretty
You're
cool.
walking by me, my NPC ass at Walmart. You want to know where you won't ever see me? Walmart. I don't go to fucking Walmart.
I'm not black.
Apparently you do.
I don't have peanut butter complexion, dude. I'm not allowed in.
I
They
don't even know
actually
why
stopped me at the door.
that much.
I don't
But
either,
somebody
because
click-
literally the one thing he said that was pertinent was I make a living other than contributions. I got all these subs. That was the one thing that was pertinent that made sense. Literally nothing else in the 7.5 minutes that he said had any application to me whatsoever.
We're on 53 minutes. How can you stretch this
I
out
really don't give
more,
a fuck
Phil?
about this dude. I don't know what his beef is.
If you don't give a fuck about me, you wouldn't have talked about me for 7.5 minutes.
Focus on
That's Phil.
Boogie or some shit or Wings. Don't you have a podcast to do for 50 bands?
He brought it up again. Can someone get a count? Can someone count in this clip, this 10-minute clip, how many times he mentioned the Keemstar podcast? What the hell is it? Dude, this guy is obsessed with that podcast. He so wanted to be on that podcast. So bad. He's so jealous and upset that he didn't get offered that money to be on the podcast, right?
Walmart.
And he's talking about Boogie and Wings. I don't
Wow,
care about Boogie
what
and
an
Wings,
urban,
right? I don't, you
urban
guys over here have asked me to
station.
have association with them. As you guys know, I'm happy to do shit for myself.
You must
And
be
I'm
one of
glad
those
I'm not about that. I'm
people
not
that
about
Tevin
jumping over
listens
the labs and
to.
shit. Why
One of those
did I reach out to LTG to
rappers.
see if he wanted to play Street Fighter 6? Because you guys asked me to. That's why. That's the only
Winston gives
reason.
Phil a
I'm happy to do my own
compliment. He
shit.
changes his
We're not
whole
desperate to do
wardrobe. Clearly he
collabs.
cares
When's the
about
last time
how
I
he
did
looks on
one?
stream. Yeah.
What are you fucking talking about? He thinks like I'm so desperate to be jumping on other people, so I don't care. What are you talking about?
How are you too pussy to accept 50 bands?
How is it pussy? Think about what he just said. Too pussy to accept 50 bands? Again, 50 bands. Fucking, what is he talking about? It fucking sounds like an MTV countdown marathon or something. Not 50 bands, $50,000. I wasn't offered the 50K. Didn't happen.
It didn't
okay?
happen.
None of this happened.
There's no
It's
such person as
nonsense.
Keemstar.
None of it exists, all right? I don't know what the fuck
Who's
he's talking
Phil
about.
Burnell?
Absolutely.
Never heard of him.
And again, pussy? No. The pussy move would have been the moment you're offered money, you just take it. With no consideration of the big picture, your future, how it benefits you, how it benefits your viewers, how it benefits your family.
Yeah,
I
you
thought of
did,
all
and
that
then
shit.
came to
I
the
sat
wrong
down with my
answer.
wife. We had a big conversation about it.
You did
and
math
how,
bad.
Yeah, short-term gain, it would have helped us out. And how long-term it could have completely ruined my internet presence.
Guys, I'm
and
white.
so that I
What
could
is
no longer make
50
the kind of content
bands?
that I wanna make.
Like
All that
50
would
rubber
happen
bands?
Is that all my
The-
fans would be negatively impacted, and that basically I'd have to become a nonstop.
Who
drama
said
idiot
this?
On the internet,
You're
and
already a
kind of
nonstop
bitch,
drama
and
idiot. You
I
should have
don't wanna
profited
do it.
off of
So
it.
again, I put thought into it. The pussy move would have been just be an idiot and just fucking agree to it because you're desperate for money, instead of actually having the balls to turn down an offer that you know would help you in the short term, but long term would be bad. But
No, I still think you're an idiot for doing this, DSP.
He would have none of that at all.
You had an opportunity to get the money and be an asshole about it, and make Keem look dumb for it. You had the opportunity to get Keem's money and make him look stupid at the same time, and you passed it up. You're the idiot.
On a monthly basis, all right?
You're the idiot.
$7,000 in a year. You're probably clearing $100K. Someone's offering you $50K for a podcast, and this is so big to you.
But it's free money.
It's not like this guy, like he's talking about poverty status. He's not poverty.
That's
status.
why he's criticizing you for it. It was free money, and you turned it down because of some misplaced pride.
It doesn't make any sense.
That's the weirdest thing is these two dudes can see each other's faults so clearly. It's so easy to see their faults, but they can't even see anything about themselves. It's pretty wild.
We played the Tekken beta already.
Is that it? Why is it
'Cause
2 more
it's
minutes?
never
That's it. What else is he gonna say?
Yeah, it's just basically him trying to steal my clout, whatever. But I hope it works because
what clout?
Your shit's looking.
First of all, what clout am I trying to steal? What benefit do I get? How many insane amount of contributions did I get on today's stream? I think I got like 4 super chats.
Well, you did get one of the creator of this video here to send you
Literally,
money.
I'm not allowed to watch a piece of content like anyone else is legally on the internet. I can't just watch a stream and make just very neutral comments on it. Apparently, it's not allowed.
Yeah,
it's
that's
Dark
true.
Side Phil. I'm not allowed to do anything.
DSP's banned.
Everyone else can do that, not me. Right? Now I can do whatever the fuck I want. You know, really, I can do whatever the fuck I'm not trying to steal your clout.
Yeah, that's true.
What clout do you have?
What clout do you
really?
have,
Like,
Dale?
what benefit do I have?
You're a
at
loser.
all
You're both
having
losers.
Interaction with you. The one thing, here's the truth.
It's like two
Here's the
mosquitoes
absolute
trying to
truth.
steal the blood out of the
one
other's
thing that
stomach.
would benefit, I feel, both of us, would be to have a match or a series of matches in Street Fighter 6, right? And he uses his best and I use my best, and we just go at it and we have a good time. And there's no bullshit. There's no shit talk.
Well, that would never
It's just
happen.
a fun
That
match,
last
because
part,
the internet
the-
likes that kind of shit. They
no
like
shit
internet
talking, that would
rivalries,
never
right?
happen.
And I think that people on both sides, his fans, my fans, his haters, my haters, would all eat it up and love it. And the thing is, there's no middleman fucking it up. There's no Keemstar orchestrating his puppetry into the situation. It would just be the two of us having a match that everyone would enjoy. He'd probably benefit. I'd probably benefit.
So what I picked up from that, I don't know if anybody else noticed that, is that DSP is perfectly content to make a circus animal of himself. He's perfectly content to do the LolCow podcast. He's perfectly content to be someone who capitalizes on being a goddamn loser and a goofball. But he just doesn't want Keem involved. That's what Keem should have done. Keem should have done some Metal Gear Solid shit where he paid someone to act as an intermediary on behalf of him and then get DSP to do it. Because DSP just doesn't want to work with Keem. He's perfectly content to be an absolute clown. He just doesn't want to be a clown at your circus. Thank you very much.
Contributions, people would love that, right?
Yeah, he's going to get false
literally,
flag if he keeps this crap up.
Even if you lose, who cares? I'm not some fucking pro player. I don't care.
You
if
do
I
care if you lose.
You're
You flip
not a pro
out about
player.
it.
Do you care if you lose? I mean, I watched your stream. You were constantly getting pummeled in fucking ranked, and you were quitting to dashboard. It doesn't seem like you really care too much about wins and losses, which is fine. That's admirable.
You clearly are
You're
a
not trying to
loser.
figure
You
the
don't
best defensive
care.
Player out there. Why does it matter if you win or lose a fucking
I'm not
online
shitting on him.
exhibition match? It doesn't matter. None of it matters. None of this matters, right? So that's the only thing of anything that I would ever be interested in. I don't want to ride your coattails. I don't need to get clout from you. What clout do I get from LTG? Zero.
We did have
I
a
didn't
new
even know
viewer
about
in
you until
here
you
who
started
was
telling me
brought
you're
here
calling you
because
the
of
Black DSP.
DSP's antics.
Yes. So if anything, you were getting clout off of my name back in the day. Maybe
shit.
that's why you're so upset, because you didn't want
Oh,
part of
no.
that. I had nothing to do with that.
He's
Yes, you're
attacking
trying to
your
project
mental.
that shit on me. I didn't call you Black DSP. I don't even know who the hell you were from a hole in the wall. I don't give a shit. All right? But I have the right to watch a stream and make general comments. Like, why are
When
you
is
so
this
upset?
a
Why are
new
you so
right?
bugger? And why
We're
do you
not
care about
allowed
how I
to do
look?
that.
It's fucking bizarre. Why don't you contact Keemstar about a podcast? Please.
Enjoy.
Go do
It's
it.
a great game.
And maybe he'll shut up about it.
Poverty, bro. This shit's looking real poverty. Anyway, let me go back to what I was doing. Guys, don't tell me nothing else about this fucking weirdo speaking on me.
But it
Yep,
still goes
DSP
on.
still goes on.
The only way he would know if I keep hitting the dashboard in 6, if it's... There's some shit I can't even say. Let's just keep it tasteful. The only reason he would know I'm still hitting the dashboard on 6 because I don't want to watch long-ass super moves is if he's watching my stream.
I watched one. I admitted it. I watched the one stream. That
Yeah,
was the
that-
point what I was
oh, come on,
commenting on. I
Dale.
finally watched one.
I'm old,
It showed
I
up
see.
randomly in my feed, and I said, what the fuck? And I just
Yeah,
clicked on
same
it,
here,
and I was
DS
fascinated.
parody. That's what I
Again,
think every
don't
time I think
understand
about
what's
it.
the
But
point
then
of
I remember that
quitting to
Lewis
dashboard.
Martin.
I don't want to watch the super animation.
He likes
Don't
him
play the
some
game.
Gundam
The game is
SD
full of super
Generation
animation.
Genesis.
It
They
is a
bother
good
you so
game.
much, then play something else.
But his meat out beating it like he was caught on stream. But matter of fact, I don't even think he was really beating his meat on stream.
What?
I think that was a failed attempt at trying to make some buzz around his name.
What?
The dude fake masturbated in front of the fucking camera.
Oh, no, this is getting really funny now.
Yes. Oh,
I was
I'm
trying
glad
to
I
get
played
that
it
clout,
again.
you
We
know, the
almost missed it 'cause I
masturbator
thought we were
clout.
done. We almost missed it.
Me and Derek,
Yes,
that's what
I
we're about,
fake
man. That
masturbate.
gout, jerking it, clout.
Oh my. Oh my.
How much
word.
is left
I
of
mean,
you, Phil?
How do you even respond to that? That's lunacy.
So wait, I want to do the math real
it's
quick here.
literally
We
out of-
got 1 minute left on LTG's video and 25 minutes left on DSP's video. But this dude was complaining about how long this video was going to take.
For all the
Debating
things that
on
have happened in
snagging
my
some
life,
Gundam games,
it's
but I just
obviously going
ordered
to be the most
Mugen Z
embarrassing moment
special
that's ever
edition
happened
for
to me
PlayStation.
in my
Hey,
life.
that's
I
a
will
good
never live
buy.
it down. There will always be people who remember me for that, correct? And there's nothing I can do about it. But I've learned to live with it and laugh at it. It's not a big deal. You don't bring it up all the time.
You
because
cried
it's a
about it,
stupid, silly
DSP.
mistake.
You said
But
Kat was
why would I
crying
have
about it.
fabricated it? What in
You
the
take
fuck
it
are
very
you talking about?
seriously.
You are insane. Like what?
Oh, but now he doesn't because it's not
Really?
that big of a deal.
What would have the
Oh, what? People are
would
bringing it
the
up?
benefit
This is
be?
like a huge deal to me.
I mean, if I'd reacted to it wrong, that would have been the end of me on the internet, right? Now imagine if I had completely, utterly,
You did.
100% said it never happened, right?
You did do that.
That would have been nuts. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when shit
No,
like that happens,
initially
there's
you
something
banned
in public,
people
it's right
and said
there.
it didn't
That's
happen.
Stupid, right? Like that literally could have been the end of everything, right? And I'm like, no, I'm just gonna fess up to it. Actually, got some really good advice too about it. That I should just fess up to it and roll with it. And
No,
make
you-
jokes about it, which I
you
did,
got super
right?
cranky
Why, I
about
don't
it.
understand. What is your reasoning that you think he says I was gonna get something positive out of it and it didn't work? What positive thing would I have gotten out of that? What are you?
This is some really annoying retcon. DSP tried to make an emote based on the masturbation video, and Twitch wouldn't allow it because they knew where the clip was from. They knew what the image was from. So DSP did try and capitalize on his masturbation. Now, I still don't think it was on purpose. I don't think he did the masturbation to try and build from it, but he did try and salvage something from it. So that's a lie.
Are you? This guy has some really weird notions.
Yeah,
He thinks
BR
the
Joe, that's
only
absolutely
way to
right.
be a good
Cat was-
streamer or
Cat's
streamer
still
with
down
confidence
there
is if you're
crying.
really good looking and you work out and you're tall.
That's where you're mistaken, Daily. The only way for Phil to do something that
Anytime
isn't
you're offered money, you should
is
just
through
take
an
it,
accident.
regardless of
Yeah.
the repercussions. Just take it, or you're
That's
stupid.
true.
And you can benefit from publicly masturbating. These are some interesting factoids we're learning about LTG today. It's an interesting psych profile that's being put together here, to say the least. Okay.
For clout, and it didn't even work.
For clout.
What dude does this when they're masturbating?
Granted, LTG doesn't do that. He's staring straight ahead and doing this. That's all you hear from his bedroom.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I can't stop laughing now.
I could help you pick too. I like
That's
Gundam
pretty
as
good.
well.
He literally reenacted it. That's pretty funny.
Years
So
later,
here's
Wizards
the
then
actual
used the
funny part
fact
about it
you know
all.
on their Twitch
All
channel.
right,
That's
that
pretty
happened
funny.
to me once. I literally had no clue the camera was on. Literally, it was just shocking to me that the camera was on. Oh shit! So obviously, the things that happened were unconscious. That was not conscious thought to look like that or act like that.
No,
on
he
camera,
just
right? He was
loved jerking it
unconsciously
that
acting
much.
like
The dude was
Like
having a
private
blast.
act. How many other people have impersonated me doing that? What's more embarrassing? Impersonating someone who's masturbating on purpose because you actively chose to try to put on your real O face, or actually just
That
doing
was
it by
an
accident?
easy question. The second one.
But what are you doing? Why are you trying to fucking impersonate me masturbating, bro?
The second one. That was easy as hell. Can we get another
Oh my
question? I feel
God.
like that one was cheating.
Hi, yi, yi.
Anyways,
Oh yeah, there's his hair. There's his real hair. You can see it. So the filter finally
Yeah,
cut
that's
off.
some
You can
that's some
actually see
cope
his
right
hair.
there.
Dude, it's crazy what you can do with filters these days. That looks. I mean, it looks realistic, doesn't it?
No,
I would
you're
say that
embarrassing
filter.
for
I really thought that
masturbating.
was a filter.
there's your clout. Now use some of that money you might get off reacting to my shit to rebuild your fucking hairline.
All right, I'll take the. Hold on. I will take the. I made $48 of super chats. I'll take the $48 of super chats.
Hell
to
yeah,
buy some
buddy.
Rogaine.
Let's do
To regrow
it.
my
We're so
hair.
close to getting the
So-
Rogaine goal.
Holy shit. How about this? All right. How about this? Take some of the money you make every month from your 3,000 paid subs on Twitch and go see a fucking psychiatrist about your problems that you project onto others. No one cares about how a streamer looks. No one.
Uh-oh,
I know.
you gotta go talk to
shouldn't-
your
you
physician
shouldn't care
about finding a
the podcast I turned
psychologist.
down. You shouldn't care about my camera quality. You shouldn't care about any of that shit. Go work on yourself in your glass house before you start throwing stones at people out of it. Dude, why do you think you have 2,000 in your glass house before you start throwing stones at people out of it? Dude, go work on yourself in your glass house before you start throwing stones at people out of it. Dude, Why do you think you have 2,000?
How's it going, Baxter?
People love you? No, it's because, like I said, you're the Black Johnny Bravo. People laugh at you because you're so obsessed with looks, other people's looks, your looks. Nobody gives two fucks about your looks.
I do,
They care
Dale.
about when you're
I'm
playing
very
Street Fighter
proud of
6
you.
And you get your ass whooped, and you quit to the dashboard because you're so embarrassed to see your character die during the round. That you blacklist every character. Like, seriously, pretty sure if he keeps going the way he's going in Street Fighter 6, there's going to be 2 players left he can play. There are going to be 2 monks living in the fucking mountains of Tibet.
Hell yeah.
They're the only 2 people left.
Kicking the shit out of Dale all
How's he
day.
going to play the game? It's absolutely
Look at this
ridiculous.
little
The guy that
Tibetan
didn't have any
flag.
games, right?
Oh,
He
you
played
know
the
you
game, and I was
Mexican.
fascinated by
You
it. I
know
was
you a
genuinely asking
bum-ass
questions
Mexican
about it.
using
That's
the
it.
Tibetan
You know,
flag.
that's all I wanted to know. I didn't insult the guy. I don't care about his hygiene or how he fucking
DSP
looks.
projecting
This
on
guy's nuts.
DSP. Exactly,
And why do you
Falcon.
think
This
everyone's
is
fucking making fun of
really
this guy
funny
all
to
the
me.
time? So why is
It
he
kind
doing
of
this?
worked. This has been some
Why
of
he
the
got to
best
do his
DSP
this guy's-
content. I'm just sitting
there's
here
something
laughing
wrong
and
with his
smiling.
mind. What the hell, man? Nobody
It's DSP
Nobody
because I've been
fucking
bringing
cares
this up a
about
couple times on my streams. How I would love to see DSP watch DSP's content, but not know that it's DSP. And this is the next best thing: is DSP watching a fellow lolcow and being able to discern what makes this person a lolcow, and being utterly oblivious as to how this all applies to him as well.
any of the things.
It's the closest I can get to my dream.
Literally, no one gives a shit about any of that stuff. Anyone with a brain, anyway. Who gives a fuck about how Darkside Phil looks? You're the only one, apparently. And my wife.
My wife
yeah,
thinks
my
I'm a
wife
hot
cares
ass
about it,
catch.
But that's about it. Like, she's the only one on this planet who should. You know, the fact that you just made a 10-minute rant about me, about my looks, and you literally didn't even watch the video. You couldn't even watch what I said before you reacted for 10 minutes. A complete nonsense.
We need that
It's just
lolcow
like,
fighting game, dude.
Wow.
Well,
I'm sure here's the funny part. You
pre-order
know
that
he's going
immediately.
to be reacting to this tonight.
What are
It's
my
funny because he
pre-order
probably will
bonuses
make
if I
fun
get
of
the?
it. I'm not gonna
Oh
do
shit! I get the
it.
Kin wig
I
for
just wanna get
DSP
done
when I
with this, get out
pre-order.
with Rashid
Hell
Street
yeah,
Fighter 6. I just wanna
easy
get this out of the
pre-order.
way, so now we can have a fun Rashid
And
day.
I get the
And now
Jeffrey
everybody-
Dahmer skin for
LTG said-
LTG.
LTG said-
Hell
well, now
yeah,
I did.
easy
I did. It was-
pre-order.
10 minutes is probably the most bullshit I've ever heard. And one point that was good. He says, I make a good living on my subs on Twitch. That I will agree with. Look at that. That's a good amount of healthy subs.
Get is
That's
how
cool.
everyone
If you don't have
else
to worry
has
about people
attacked how he
contributing during
looks.
the live
Why
stream.
does
Good for you.
another
Good on
lookout
you.
dissing
I
his
give you a
looks matter?
compliment.
Yeah, exactly.
That's excellent. Keep
And he's
maintaining
supposed to.
that. That's a
He
good way
should
to
figure
go,
out that
you
it's
know?
it's.
But your setup really sucks. Too much chat. The game's too minimized. Too much clutter. It looks like a Christmas tree.
Not
Bouncing
really.
left and right all over the place. You're quitting the dashboard for no reason. It doesn't benefit anyone. Literally, it's just embarrassing to do that, quite frankly. If you don't want to see the animations, don't play the game. Why are you blacklisting every person? I mean, I couldn't believe he blacklisted a person who he beat. He beat them easily, and he blacklisted them. You're banning your free points. There is a reason why we are 2 months into Street Fighter 6. I have played with Blanca 5 times online ranked, and I'm 4-star diamond, and you've played almost non-stop with JP and Marisa.
Oh, now he's
and you're still at 2 and 1-star
openly
diamond.
shitting on him
You
now.
keep fucking around. Stop with that shit. Just fucking play
There's
the
a
game or
whole farm
don't.
thread on how he looks,
But I think
how
what
he
it is
can
is
care
shit.
when
He
it
can't get
comes
out
to
of it now. Like, this is
exactly.
shit now. This is what he does. He has to do that to
I
maintain.
understand how
his
you're
job.
just
He can't even be,
invalidating
like,
my
serious. He
opinion
can't be serious
off
with
of the
kids. That's
off
sad.
the
Well,
cuff,
that's
you
the point I
know?
was making.
Like,
He's playing this
you're
game,
using
he's
ad
got-
hominem.
but every time he plays
Hold on, I
yeah,
got some
he's
fucking
people
idiot in
making
my
shit.
chat who
And
lives
then all
with
of a
his
sudden he goes back
mom
to
and
the chat,
like
everything's, oh,
probably
he's
like
positive again. Like, what
is
the hell? What
unwashed
kind
and
of system is that?
stupid and is it small
know.
child? He's saying some stupid
I don't know.
shit.
But, you know, let's see. If we got, there's still a minute left? I thought we were done. Please tell
You
me.
already know your midsection has at least 5 to 6 creases.
My midsection
Stand up,
has
DSP.
5 to 6 creases.
Stand up.
This is another thing.
He thinks you're. He
said
thinks
another
your
thing
wings
about
of
my physical
redemption.
appearance. Now he wants to see my abs or lack thereof. He actually wants to see, or else he wouldn't have said
We
it.
got
He didn't want to
DSP
see,
on DSP
right? He
violence.
wants to
It
see
needs
the
to
abs.
stop.
He wants to see the
How's it
crease.
going?
Show my abs.
Sup?
Show your abs. You can't see my abs. But I lost.
See, this
I
is gonna
lost
be
a lot of
wild.
weight.
DSP's actually had a
Absolutely,
filter
yeah.
on this
Again,
whole
he doesn't
time.
know.
He's gonna
looking
turn
at
off the
old-ass
filter for
videos,
one stream,
right? He-
and the
he doesn't
dude's
know
gonna
all
be
the bullshit.
chiseled
He
to
doesn't know how
precise.
much I lost weight.
He somehow
and
has like a
everything.
14
He really
pack.
has no clue or shit. He's just talking shit out of his ass. I'm not gonna take my shirt up, but I've showed
You
you
guys want to see how fucking hot I am? Check this out.
how much weight. Look how much weight I've lost.
Look at that.
Look,
I'm
my-
basically
my-
in shape.
Look.
There's no wings or
lower
redemption to
fat
be
hair.
found here, dude.
Jury over there likes it.
Exaggeration. I went from like 225. I'm down to around 200 now. I lost all that weight. Now I'm not ideal. My ideal weight is 185. I want to be 185 again. But I have to,
Now
be
this
working out
this
to get
layout's
that.
actually really
Like,
funny to me because I like to imagine that all these characters' facial reactions are their reactions to looking at Phil. JP is not impressed. He also thinks that DSP needs to work on his sexy. Jury, for some reason, is really enjoying this. I don't know. Ken looks very confused. Blanca, though, look at how much of a blast he's having. He's like, hey, it's DSP. It's the guy. I love his channel. Guile looks unimpressed as well.
used to be when I was younger. But I lost a ton of weight in the last year.
Marissa's
Everyone's
pissed
complimenting
as shit.
me. Say, come to the shoes and, dude, you look like you lost a lot of weight. Yeah, here's where I don't lose it. The jowls. Because when you're older, you can't lose this. Like, there's nothing you can do
That's
about
not true.
that.
You can do
But
stuff
outside
about
of that. I lost a lot of weight. Again,
Put
what is this
peanut
guy
butter in
talking
your
about?
skin.
He has no concept of what he's speaking of because he doesn't watch my stuff. He's just talking out of his ass a bunch of insults about my physical
Well, 'cause
appearance. And the
see-
truth is, you want to know why he's doing that too? Because he has nothing else to say. He doesn't even know what else to say. He has to do all the memes.
She
Oh,
wants
you
to hunt
masturbated on stream.
pigs.
Oh, you turned down a 50K podcast.
There's no
Oh,
pigs
you
to
have
be
bad
found
camera. Oh, you're
here.
ugly. Okay, what about my streams?
Then I'll stomp
right?
some
Like,
roaches.
if you're actually going to do apple-to-apple
Still
comparison,
no
I
roaches to be
criticize
found here.
your gameplay and your stream. You literally haven't criticized my gameplay or my stream at all yet because you haven't watched it. You're just talking out of your ass.
Now let's turn on the layout that he probably dislikes. Get off my fucking dick, motherfucker.
Yeah, look at this. Look at his layout. So his camera's upper
Yeah.
left, right? Stream chat there.
So
Look how
what?
small the game is. The game is about not
Do you
even
really need to
50% of
see
his
the game
screen.
that much?
You realize that you're a game streamer, right?
I mean, I do
You're a
this
game
one
streamer.
here
People
where you
tune
can
in to
see
watch
the-
you play a video game.
That's a fourth of the
Right?
screen.
If you were the streamer who's all about the fucking looks, why
Oops,
is your
wrong
webcam
one, that's
not
toxic.
80% of your screen? Why, in fact, why not exponentially increase the size of your webcam to be the entire upper left quadrant of your, and then put the game the size of your webcam in the bottom right hand corner? Do that. That's better, right? Because that's what you're all about, right? You're all about your looks, so just why not focus on your looks and just stare at yourself all day on stream and have a little thing going in the corner? And no one will even care when you put
Oh
the
shit,
dashboard.
DSP's
They
actually
don't
got a
see
pretty
it.
good
You
idea.
got two ants, two little Smurfs
You
stuck
should
in
do
the corner.
that, Dale,
You know, like,
for
wait.
one stream.
Hey, yeah, I have the right to criticize. Your layout sucks. Really, it does. It's bad. It's very cluttered. It's very busy. It's annoying. I have the right to say that. You could also criticize my layout. Go
The
for it.
layout is shit though, bro. Like,
Oh shit, look, there's two Dales.
Oh, there's the real. Okay, that's how it really looks like. In the upper left, they took the
Oh
filter.
man, I don't know how to deal with this. Two Dales at the same time?
So
Now
watch it in
no
real.
mom
So
is
again,
safe.
His cat tree, that weird colored heart pillow on the floor, and all the weird hexagons on
I
his back
should on
wall
mine LTG's
are somehow
layout.
better
Phil's would be
than my
fine too if he
layout,
didn't
which
have
is
his
gaming
board
related with
behind.
ambient lighting. I
Yeah.
guess that's better, according to him. Good for you. Well, I guess.
I don't
we
think
just stay
Dale's
on that.
layout is that bad. And it's definitely not
He's
that
heard about it,
distracting
though.
and horrible.
he's really
It's
heard about it.
Now, the criticism I have about Dale's
actually did make a
layout
sketch.
is that he very clearly paid for all of it, but doesn't give people credit for it. So you don't ever see, like, layout made by whoever, layout made by this. He doesn't do that. So I think that's wrong.
There you go. He made his
He's
camera
still
money.
Because he
Talk
did
about
let
that's-
slip
that's
a couple
outrageous.
times that he pays people to make it.
No, and that's the truth.
Or,
Is
you know,
if he
intimated
wasn't
it.
bothered by it, he never would have brought it up for 10 minutes like that and went on his crazy rant talking
People are
about it.
there
He
for
would've just let it go or
interaction.
just ignored it.
Yeah, exactly.
He did it on purpose because he was so
Yeah, I mentioned that
butthurt about
earlier.
mentioning him at
But
all,
this
even
dude
though if
doesn't
he had
realize
watched
that
the
this
clip,
actually
he would've seen that
demonstrates a
literally I
healthy
didn't
stream
say
if you
negative
have
shit
all
about
that stuff on there.
Right? At all. That didn't happen. I was just being honest questions about what was going on or whatever. You know what I mean? But he didn't fucking watch. He didn't watch it. He's just talking out of his ass. You know? I don't know.
Shouldn't
You
give
tell
him
me.
credit,
I mean,
at
the
least
thing
pay
is,
him.
I could easily tear
Yes,
him
at
apart
least
too.
he pays,
Like, I
that's
could look
true.
at him right now and I could like, nice Faye Valentine shirt. Yeah, Cowboy Bebop, that incredibly overexposed anime that was on Cartoon Network for like 17 years and no one fucking watches anymore because it was so overexposed and actually wasn't that good.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
That was so terrible, I think you gave me cancer.
Seriously? Cowboy Bebop is still one of the most popular anime of all time. Cowboy Bebop deserves its fame. I know that DSP's lashing out because he's very insecure right now, but that's borderline objectively false. People still love Cowboy Bebop. Why do you think people got so pissed about the live action adaptation? Okay, DSP had said some pretty decent points throughout this video. I have to give the guy credit. He really did a good job of pointing out Dale's flaws because they're pretty obvious flaws. That right there, that's it. You killed your own momentum as far as I'm concerned. Everything right that you said beforehand, deleted. No, man. Like, I'm not even like a humongous Cowboy Bebop fan, but there's no denying the quality of the anime. Like, people say stuff like, you know, Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon brought anime to the West. No, it was Cowboy Bebop that really brought anime to the West. It was the one that said, no, actually, this shit can be cool. This shit can be edgy and, like, funky and whatnot. No, DSP, you're wrong and stupid. And you just blew an hour and a half of momentum.
Nice necklace that you're wearing on the outside of your shirt. It's nice how you're wearing jewelry on the outside of your clothes. You probably wear a long sleeve shirt and put your fucking watch on the wrist.
I need money
on
for
the-
my
on the sleeve,
chemo?
right?
Oh,
So,
no.
I could do
I've
it too.
been around
I can do this
DSP
shit.
too
I want
long.
your looks. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about how you look.
Gundam
Really.
animes did
You
help
wear
a
whatever
lot,
you want.
but
No one
I
gives a
will
fuck.
stick
You
by
just
the
stop
thought
talking
that
about people's looks. No one gives a shit. All right? Like,
because while Dragon Ball Z brought
people
anime
are just
to
out of their
us,
minds about this shit. Like,
Cowboy
what are you talking
Bebop
about?
made
It's
it
dumb.
cool.
No
or
one cares.
better yet, not
All right.
goofy.
People want me to
I guess I could
stop. They're
say.
like, calm down. I'm getting too worked up. All right, I'll calm down. See what I mean? I can go tit for tat.
Oh yeah, if he wanted to, he could strip you apart.
Watch a whole stream of his and rip a new asshole. I don't want to do that. There's no point to doing that. No one's watching his stream for how he looks.
It would piss me off if he wasn't so extremely wrong.
I'm ugly and I'm short.
Like when you reach a point where you're too wrong, I don't even really care.
At least we're focusing on the important stuff today, right, guys?
It's like no.
There you go. Hobo X says criticizing the shirt stupid. Call him chicken legs instead. I wouldn't even know. I don't know what his legs look like. I couldn't say that. I don't.
That's why he's telling you to do it, DSP. You're not paying attention.
One highlight of his stream that would
replace LTG with DSP at no different. Not really.
One highlight.
And DSP complained about his vanity. DSP has a lot of vanity.
But anyway, yeah, I'm not looking for clout. Who the fuck cares about clout? What I was asking my audience is, do you guys think that it would be beneficial for me to do like commentary on Street Fighter gameplay or other streams like that? Because I was watching that, I was like, dude, I would love to comment and be like, dude, all he has to do here is parry. All he has to do here, he could be winning these matches. He's throwing them away, sadly, you know, because he's not focusing on the right things. You know, but no, you know, he's got to turn into a that. He's got to turn into a 10-minute like hit piece on me and my looks. Like, who fucking cares? Really, someone's got to ask this man why he cares so much about how another male streamer looks. That's a little odd to me.
Still getting hot and bothered by Phil. I'm so turned on by this guy.
No, you see,
Phil Burnell.
Daddy says, did you ever watch June the King's documentary on LTG? See, I didn't. Because when June the King did that documentary,
Kimberly there is hanging from her own foot trying to get the blood to go to her head to finally make sense of Phil.
Like doxing and all kinds of crazy shit, all right? And personally, last year, when I started doing React content, I reached out to various people, and LTG was one of them. And I said to him, I said, you know, I know there's a couple documentaries out there about you. Do you feel that any of them are fair? And he literally said, no, I don't think so. I think that they're all kind of unfair, and they either reveal personal information that shouldn't be revealed to the internet, or
information that Dale himself put out, of course.
How do you say?
I guess he's never had another guy tell him he looks like a mess. Yeah, I've had dudes tell me I don't look good, but it's usually from a perspective of caring about me. They're like, dude, you look sick. You look terrible. And I say, thanks.
If that's how you feel, if you feel that they're bummed.
I fell down some stairs.
Have I not maintained my word? Have I not, in the last over year that I've been doing React content, never responded or never reacted to an LTG video? Right? I haven't. Because if people are saying that those documentaries are unfair, if LTG himself feels they're unfair, I don't want to.
You should watch him now, DSP.
No one deserves that. Seriously. But I guess what it is that I'm too nice. I'm too nice of a guy. You know, everyone else can shit on me. I found out, I didn't even know about this. He reacted to my interview with Side Scrollers, and he shat all over me during the interview.
Sorry, I started coughing there.
About me doing that, right? So that was okay.
DSP's too nice.
To do that.
Spend 10 minutes in his chat. You'll see all the niceness.
He can shit all over me.
Tossing your ass out.
That's okay. You know, it's funny how the door doesn't really swing both ways. Anyone can do whatever they want to me, but God forbid that Phil ever give anything back, right? Like,
same thing with DSP,
right?
You're not allowed to do anything to DSP, but he can shit all over you all day.
Reacting to that, if he reacts and has nothing interesting to say, I'm never going to react to it. Like if he says another word about my looks or about the stupid podcast, it's nonsense.
Oh, Tinchy's good.
If he watches a clip and actually knows what the fuck he's talking about and has an intelligent thing to say, right? But the thing is, he's like, oh, Phil's in it for clout. Literally, I gained.
Yeah, you really didn't, but it was funny. I appreciate it.
I think I got $48 in super chats today. And now I'm going to go play Street Fighter, and that's it. It's not going to affect me in any way.
Scrollers are traitors.
No one of the 800 people on my
they should have actually gotten a lawyer for DSP for the side scrollers.
How does it benefit me? Like I said, you want something that mutually benefits. The only thing that I can think of that we could do is actually have a set, maybe I don't know, first.
I would love to see that
in Street Fighter 6, and we set some rules to make sure that everything's established, how it's going to work.
Yeah, you need to get $5 grand though.
There's nothing on the line. There's nothing stupid. You know, it's just two guys playing games, and both of our fan bases and our hater bases would absolutely love that. You know that, and you know that people would come out to support that. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. You heard what he said. If he wants me on his content, $5,000. That's not for me. To do. That's for your fans to do. So if it's so important to you to raise the $5,000, say to your fans, hey, raise $5,000 and I'll play DSP.
So beg like me. Nice.
Right?
Yeah, that's the best advice DSP's given him.
I have to raise a certain amount of money.
You need to work on your stream layout, and you need to learn how to beg. Take this from a pro. Here's how you beg.
If they are so into you and they love your looks and your peanut butter complexion and all that, they'll probably throw all this money at you to do it. And then kick my ass. Come kick my ass. And if you don't kick my ass, you still got $5,000. Right?
Yes,
so where's the lose in that? It's a win-win situation. Correct? And now all that being said, it's time for a celebratory bubble blow because we hit 100 likes on my stream.
Yeah, Dale didn't bring this up. Look at all these improvements he's made to his stream.
Yeah! Bubbles, motherfuckers! Bubbles!
Yeah, I bet you don't have anything like this happen, Dale.
Bubbles, bitches!
Debunked. Styled on.
Oh my god.
Stupid dumbhead.
There you go. Now, if anyone out there says I'm not a good sport, I don't know how you could possibly
because you're not a good sport because you don't see any of this about yourself.
Podcast. No. And by the way, with 800 viewers on the podcast, you know that the restreamers just probably got thousands upon
thousands of views.
Shit out of that. Go for it. I don't give a shit. You know.
I don't know, DSP. You're hitting my insecurities right now.
I don't give a fuck. Go ahead. But here's the thing: do I honestly believe LTG would ever fight?
Yeah,
in
exactly.
6? No,
This is
I don't think so.
a momentary
This guy's looking
blip.
for, like, a crazy payday.
This is what
That's
the
why he's
writers
upset.
had planned
He get his
to hold
50K
in
payday
between
beyond the lolcow pass,
sagas.
which he obviously wanted, and he's so upset that I turned it down. That should be his money, right? So maybe if someone offered him 50K, maybe he would do it. I don't know, but I don't think so. Like, again, he's looking for absolute personal gain out of it, which is silly to me. I'll just do it for fun. I think it would be absolute personal gain out of it. I don't think so. Like, again, he's looking for absolute personal gain out of it, which
This dude will beg for $100 to buy a $60 game and then demand donations during every stream involving that game, but wants to criticize another person's greed. DSP doesn't want to double dip. He wants to somehow get that dip up to maybe 50, 100 dips. But he wants to criticize Dale's economic imperative here. That's why, DSP, your earlier statement about, oh, I'm a good sport about stuff, that's why, no, you're not. Is because you are no different from him. In the grand scheme of things, you're the same person, just packaged a little differently. And that's why you feel you can identify all these things about him, because you can see all these little differences in the packaging and say, oh, look, see, he's just greedy. He just wants to completely benefit himself. That's what you do. Well, he's so vain. He only thinks about things like his appearance and whatnot, and thinks people care about those kind of things. That's what you do. It's not about appearance, but you do it about, well, people think that I'm a mature, smart dude who has good takes, and that's why they're there. No, that's not true.
It's
Remember
silly.
Project
I'll
7
just do it
scam?
for
Yeah.
fun. I think
All
my
benefit.
viewers would love it. His viewers would love it. Just fucking do it. Who gives a shit who wins? Even if I lose 10 straight, I
The
don't
trailer.
care. I would just play it for
Later
fun.
that same day
But,
on the Daily Cry.
like, some people don't do stuff for fun, I guess. You
You
don't
can
do it
play
for the
that
love of the game or
Restreamers and
passion.
Track
You're
Your
doing it
Soul's
for,
Views.
for,
Oh,
I
yeah,
won't
that
do-
one's
I won't
next.
do it for unless you get 5K. So, I mean, you pretty much just exposed yourself. You just admitted you won't do anything unless you're getting paid big money for it, right? I don't think, I'll be honest with you guys. I don't think it's going to happen, right? I'm not going to fucking sit here and talk about it every day. You know what I mean? If he accepts it, like I said, why not raise the funds himself? I'm not looking to make a big bank on anything. I just think it would be a fun thing to do. But what? And by the way, then once we do it, if it happens, then we could just end it all and say, okay, enough of the people always bringing us up on each other's streams and shit. We had the rivalry; it's done.
There
It's
was
over
no
with.
rivalry.
We move on.
You
move on
both
with
are
bullshit.
equally
Stop
stupid. There's no
bringing
need
shit
for you
up
to
and bothering
compete.
each other about each other because we don't care. We're not related to each other in any way. We had your stupid grudge match. We got
It's
it done.
Devin's fault
It's over.
that
You know what I mean?
DSP
You wanna know when the best time we can
LTG
do
showdown
it?
isn't
During
happening.
Evo. Now, I don't know if he's going to Evo. Do it Evo weekend. Miga said that the match is so hype that people who are at Evo open their fucking phones to watch us play each other on the internet instead of what's going on at Evo. Now that's how you fucking make an event. You trump the people who think they're so important.
Oh
You
shit,
trump that
LTG,
shit in
he's
your
onto
own
something
stuff.
there. You should
That's
do that.
called hype making. That's called matchmaking. That's
Let's
exactly
give up for the final
how
time.
you
I
do it.
agree.
Because I'm not going to Evo. I don't even know when Evo is. When is Evo? It's in August, right? I don't know when the fuck Evo is, right? We'll do it during Evo. Fucking set that shit up. But someone's got to pay him $5,000.
Mom, I need
okay?
some money.
There you go. What day is Evo? Does anyone actually know when Evo is? What's the date of Evo? What are the dates of Evo?
Best locale of the year should be a thing. I
sometime
think
in
DSP's
August,
got
right?
it locked in for this year anyway.
He's
Hilarious.
banned from Evo? He is?
Yes, DSP.
How did he get banned from Evo?
Well, they had this
August 6th.
blanket ban against people whose
Well, it
height
starts August
heightened
6th?
because if your height keeps heightening, it destroys the video.
The
so
finals
that's
are
why
August
they banned
6th?
them.
August 4th through 6th. Okay. So it would not be this coming weekend.
Two
but the weekend
Evo
after.
rechecks. Hell
Are we gonna
yeah.
do it? I mean, that's the thing. Like, I'm not even kidding.
I mean, he's kind of right.
Seriously,
If it was
we
a
had
choice
match, it was
between
him versus
DSP,
me. Challenge
LTG,
match
and
first to 10.
Street Fighter
That
6
would
and
get more views
Evo,
than fucking
I
any
think I'd
podcast
watch
we do
DSP and
now.
LTG.
Seriously, you know what? People want to see that shit. They love their internet drama nonsense. They would do, you know what I mean? That would blow
Again,
fucking people
DSP
would wanna
has
see that
an ability
in
to
droves.
see
That's
good
what they want.
ideas,
That's what the people
but
want. I know
only
people
when
have
he's
fucking
shitting
asked
on
me
other
for it
people's
forever. And I'm like,
behaviors.
guys, I'm not
He
actually
can't see
playing
that
fighting
with
games.
himself,
I'm not even
though.
trying. I'm not staying with the games. I'm not trying to play. Now I actually am. For 2 months, I've been playing Street Fighter 6
He only
constantly.
has
I'm
good
finally getting
things to
into
say
a
when
situation
he's
where I
actually
can actually do that. I can
pointing
actually
out
hang
the
and play
flaws
at a
of
good
another
level.
locale.
So now's the time to do it. If ever. It's like now or never, because who knows if
Wow.
I'm ever going to fucking care again to get about a fighting game, right? Now is the
I'm
time.
the #1 ranked American Evo.
Well,
I'm basically the
I'll say
best.
that's the last I'm really going to mention about it. I'm not going to be involved with it ever again. Outside of that, if he accepts, great, we'll set it up. If not, I don't care. I'll go on my merry way, having my own life. And, you know, if I choose to react to his streams, I'll do whatever I want. It's legal to do it. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I wasn't even planning on doing it.
It's suddenly legal.
regularly or anything anytime soon. It's just that it was an idea.
Yeah,
I had
Zen
with
Fool,
people
I've been
to
here.
Like it.
Been listening to this
You know what I mean?
goofy crap.
So, See, I don't think so. Someone says LTG is barely that much of a draw, getting 3,000 viewers. No, I'm telling you, right now, if it was me versus him, right, it would be such a crazy hype thing because both our fan bases and our haters would be involved. They would both want us to either win or lose, and and everyone else too. I'm telling you, people at Evo would be like, "Oh shit, that's going down," and they'd be, "Oh, why is everyone on their phone right now?" Because fucking LTG is playing DSP right now, and fucking it's a crazy match. And look at all this fucking crazy shit going on, right? They would like, "Fuck this tournament." They want to see it. But whatever. But he's got to get his 5 bands. You got to get the bands together. So get him fucking One Direction, and get him BTS, and get him Blackpink. You know, get the bands together so that he can have enough people playing his custom soundtrack when we do the when we do the challenge match. All right, sounds good. Okay. Anyway, I guess it's time for shout-outs.
I got the drip go. 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 I got the drip go.
Like a
You don't mind, I'm going to rewatch a little bit of that last part.
I got the drip go.
on their phone right now because fucking LTG is playing DSP right now, and fucking it's a crazy match. And look at all this fucking crazy shit going on, right? They would like, "Fuck this tournament." They want to see it.
Yeah, this part here. See, that's what I was saying earlier. That DSP only, it's wild that DSP only has this level of correct statements when he's addressing LTG. He's, in my opinion, maybe this is going to make me a little bit of an outlier here. He's absolutely right. If this was happening, this would be more of a draw. There would be so many more people. That's not actually true. I don't think it'd be necessarily more people, but it would be a significant amount of people would rather watch DSP and LTG salt slap the shit out of each other than watch Evo. Because Evo's cool. You get to see professionals playing professionally, but you don't always see two of the biggest retards on the internet slapping each other. It would be an amazing draw. And DSP is only bringing this up because he knows, first of all, that it's impossible. It's never going to happen. And two, because it's a form of criticism towards Dale. If this were in the opposite direction and Dale was bringing this up to DSP, DSP would shut it down completely. He'd be like, "No, I will never do that in a million years." So DSP is only capable of having lucid, intelligent thoughts when he's shitting on someone who actually pretty much deserves it. Which is why I really think DSP should become a detractor. He should join up. Hey man, I want to do a podcast with DSP. Let's watch Dale together. There you go. That's my challenge, and I already know the line because it was on Twitter. If DSP doesn't accept this challenge, that means he's my bitch. And that is that DSP, come on my show, and we'll watch Dale together and make fun of him together. And that will be one day where I don't make fun of you. Huh? Sound pretty good?
It's never going to happen, though.
But whatever. But he's got to get his 5 bands. You got to get the bands together. So get him fucking One Direction.
Not funny.
And get him BTS, and get him Blackpink. You know, get the bands together so that he can have enough people playing his custom soundtrack when we do the when we do the challenge match. All right, sounds good. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, none of the FGC viewers would really watch.
I got the drip go.
That was wild. Okay. Okay, this one's pretty short.
Talking about him on.
Well, let me tell you something,
That
brother.
bad boy.
Snort.
What the hell just happened?
Snort.
To my talking about him on my. But in addition to that, today I reacted to apparently a rant that LTG went on about me last night on his stream in reaction to my talking about him on my podcast yesterday.
Yeah, that's really disrespectful, Infil, especially since he hates when other people do that to him.
Apparently, people goaded him and told him a bunch of stuff that didn't actually really happen. So he went off on a big rant and a tirade against me.
This is a brand new clone. He was briefed on this. He wasn't actually there.
So I did a live react
So
to that on my
apparently
podcast
there's this
this
guy
morning.
called
If you didn't see it
LTG
yet,
and he
watch
was
the
shitting
Level
on
One
me. I
podcast
don't know what
from
that's
this
about.
morning. And that's why it's an extra long
the other
podcast
clone
of 2
told me
hours,
about it.
because like an hour of it was me reacting to him and laughing hysterically at the insanely ridiculous things he said about my appearance, because apparently he cares about
Yeah,
what
dude, you
the
need to
real
be
streamer
hotter.
looks like a lot. Like he really cared about my appearance
Just wants to
and all
be
kinds of
nude.
other stuff. Give it a look. All right. Now,
He just
what I can
wants to
say is
humiliate
that,
the FGC,
for
but
those
it
of you
won't
watching
happen
this
since it's
video,
a joke of humor.
there's going to be a
Not just
follow-up on
inviting
tomorrow's
it.
podcast regarding
It's
the
true.
LTG situation, because something already happened today. I just didn't tell anyone. All right? I want to save it for tomorrow's podcast rather than derail my Rashid gameplay with more LTG crap. So tomorrow morning, we're going to actually talk more about it. I have not only more supplemental information about why this guy is so butthurt about me, but I also have a follow-up directly from him.
Oh shit!
So I'll talk about
DSP
this
got
tomorrow, okay,
you got a
on
call
the
on the
show.
pig
You
phone.
wanna know what that's
Hello,
about?
this is Dark Side Phil. Can I direct your call?
We'll have our whole
Oh yeah, I'm trying to get to your bomb.
Going on.
Okay, hold on. Let me patch you
Definitely
through.
watch the podcast from earlier today. People said it was highly entertaining. If you're wondering why there's low views on it, it's because everyone clipped it and
Is LTG
restreamed it
smart enough to
immediately.
not bite back
You know me,
anymore?
I'm
I really don't know. I'd like to think that he
all
could
the
be.
fucking restreamers and haters clipped it and put it on the internet, so anyone who wanted to see it already has seen it, so they're not watching my version of it. They're
I'm all
watching the
DSP'd out.
version that's already out there, edited and shit. But you can watch the raw version.
I
unedited,
enjoy my
in
anger.
context, with all of my commentary over it. I did a live react to him. It's live right now. Check it out.
It's not live
okay?
right now if it's
I got the drip
but whatever,
go.
it's fine. Final video. DSP responds to LTG DMing him and blocking him. Oh no, 46 minutes. Holy shit, that's long.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort. Code drip, snort, snort. I got the drip go.
If you can't notice, it's been a very busy 24 hours for me here on DSP Games.
This
First
dude
of all,
has
I
not
don't
worked
know
on his
if you
sexy at
noticed,
all.
But based on the feedback that I received yesterday on the podcast, I've
Okay,
been
never
working
mind.
on my
Debunked.
sexy,
Live
all right?
debunked.
So I switched up shirts, so now I'm wearing a nice tight pop culture reference shirt to be at the height of fashion, and also I'm wearing a piece of jewelry, a necklace on the outside of my shirt to try
That's
to look
right.
nice
You got
and
your
sexy
cat
for
tree?
you on the stream today. Now the problem is, sadly,
Shit.
I'm poverty
No
status.
cat tree.
All right. So because I'm poverty status streaming, I couldn't afford.
You
to get a
guys
real piece
like
of
my
jewelry, so I just
sexy?
grabbed whatever
Shit,
was
Derek's
laying
starting
around
to
in my
send me
office
some
here, and I just
very,
washed it
very
out.
disturbing
But at least
messages.
now, my looks must be
Phil,
improved,
can
and
you
it must
say
be
I
up to
want that
standard of what's
BBC
expected
load?
of a professional level streamer who would be spoken to by another streamer, correct? And yes, I am going to further respond to the whole LTG situation because it has progressed further. So I have more to say. If it didn't progress further, I would have
No,
ignored
you
it.
would not
But
have.
there are
That's a lie.
updates that we will cover. All right. By the way, I'm so far ahead of myself. I didn't even mention today is Tuesday, July
I am not
29th,
being held
2023.
hostage.
Sorry, I got so ahead of myself. I was so into my sexy that it completely distracted me from everything else, as it should be. When you are so focused on yourself and your looks, that's all that should ever be on your mind. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's yesterday.
I can
today,
kind of
tomorrow,
agree with
or
that.
a year.
That's why
As long as you
DSP
look
should
good,
have a
that's all
mirror
that
set
matters.
up.
So anyway, and then I want to get to the LTG thing. I know many of you here, I have over 400 viewers, are here for an update on the LTG situation, which I have a big one because
He saw my sexy and said, "You know what? I changed my mind. I'll definitely do the video with you."
And I'll tell you that direction. All right. Oh, the Walmart NPC in chat is telling me that I'm looking sexy today. Not sexy,
cool.
sexy. There you go. Thank you. I tried to look as crispy as possible. I don't know if you look the hairline, the jawline.
Okay,
I've got
that
my
was
jewelry on the outside of my branded pop culture shirt.
that
I'm
was
trying to
actually a
look nice.
decent delivery.
Okay.
Is this what it takes to
Ladies
get
and
DSP to be a halfway decent streamer? We finally figured out what it takes to get DSP to be halfway funny and halfway right and halfway perceptive about shit. Is to only have him focused on LTG content. God damn, that makes a lot of sense now that I think about it.
It's time for me now to
Sorry
get to
guys,
the
I
topic
need to
many of
pull
you are
away
here
from
for.
Phil's sexy
Low
and
tier
go
guy.
throw myself
Okay.
to credit
Give
card
you a very
deficit
brief
accounts.
summary of where
Enjoy.
we are up to now. 2 days ago, I stumbled upon a Low Tier God video on YouTube. It was a 1-hour compilation.
Of
from his
BBC
stream.
energy.
It was the first time I had ever watched anything like that. After watching the hour, I had some questions. Now, I didn't necessarily slam the guy or say anything too wild or inflammatory at all. In fact, I agreed with most of his opinions on Street Fighter 6 that he said in the video, but I had some very factual questions that I was interested in having answers to. For example, why does he quit to dashboard in the middle of fighting the game if he's getting hit by a super? I don't understand that because it doesn't do anything. It's like he's not rage quitting, it doesn't affect the match. I don't get it. Why does he block every
Oh shit,
player?
look. There's
Even
a
if he
tail
beats
down there.
them, he blocks players and
I bet that
I don't
tail is
understand
attached
that.
to a
Why is his
$2,000
stream layout so
reveal.
I don't like it. I think it's ugly. Why is he
Two
fighting better
rack,
having a
two
stream guy
band
that literally
reveal.
just sits there and makes fun of him when he's playing the game, but he doesn't seem to realize it. Okay.
That's
Why
what people should start calling Jasper
does he
now, the
have
2-rack
over
cat.
2,000 viewers every time he plays this game on Twitch, supposedly.
Okay, you got
But
some
no one was
stupid
consuming it
ass
during his live
meme.
stream. It was an hour
2-rack
I
cat.
saw.
Hi,
It was
hi,
like,
hi.
oh, God,
Welcome to
views. So,
Band World,
what's the
idiot.
point of having 2,000 viewers if everyone is there supposedly just to make fun of you? That's kind of a sad situation. So these were not me trying
Phil's
to slam the
looking
guy. I understand
vicariously.
it was like
Yeah,
fact
pretty
checking.
much.
All right, I was just curious about answers, legit answers to the questions, right? I wasn't trying to insult him at all. I was just kind of fascinated
No, we
by
know
what I
Dave was
observed, and I
looking
just was
to
looking for
stir
some
in the
answers. So I
pot. Yeah.
talked about it on my podcast 2 days ago. Okay.
And the only way you could stumble on
fair enough. Even my haters
LTG stuff is if you follow things that are similar to LTG
really negatively spin
detractors.
It
So DSP follows some of his detractors. That's a bummer. He hasn't subscribed to my channel.
Right. Well, what's funny about it?
Bummer.
It seems like everyone kind of knew how LTG was going to react, despite the fact that I didn't insult him. I said nothing negative about the guy. They apparently knew how he is. Okay. So a night and a half ago,
I was working on my sexy.
On his late night stream, LTG starts exploding and insulting me like a crazy assault.
It was like watching a This Is How You Don't Play.
Okay, my voice, how it
Tons
sounds,
of negative comments all over it.
The quality of my stream visually. He insulted my camera. He insulted my background. Right. Then he very oddly, in a very weird way, brought up the fact that I turned down a podcast for Keemstar for $50,000. He mentions it like 6 times in his unhinged 10-minute rant about me. And it's so bizarre because it has absolutely nothing to do with the topic at hand, but he keeps mentioning it, okay? He says things that I need to work on my sexy. Yes, he actually says another man should work on his sexy on his stream. This is what he's saying. I'm not putting words in his mouth.
That's one of the weirdest times where DSP actually is correct. He literally did say that. Damn, I'm feeling so weird right now. I'm not used to DSP being
that was
this
the
right
majority
this
of the
often.
podcast yesterday.
Something feels wrong.
So after live reacting to it, I was pretty confused.
Is this
a
dream?
Let me get this straight. He never watched my podcast.
I thought DSP would be more entertaining if I was
dreaming. He literally took it upon himself that just because he heard DSP said something about LTG, that he would go on a 10-minute.
It's not going to last though. I think what happened is we got a batch of fairly decent clones. Don't worry, this doesn't happen often.
I was just going to accept it, and I was supposed to lay back and take it because he could do whatever he wants, right? So after reacting to that yesterday, and telling a lot of very telling things, I think, about him. I think he needs to see a psychiatrist, quite frankly, with some of the stuff he was saying.
Yeah, that's really annoying, Bill. I wish he would just admit it.
I laid it down. I said,
but then he does admit it sometimes, but then he tries to dial it back.
He's like, you know what? No, your layout is shit.
I don't know what this narrative
and I wasn't ever insulting the guy.
For some reason, he thinks I'm clout chasing him. I'm not clout chasing the man.
He wants both of them. He wants you to think that he's a tough dude, but also he's nice.
That were very tame questions. I don't know where the clout chasing was there.
Just say it, DSP. Tell him to eat your ass. Tell him you've been working on your sexy and your ass is more edible now. The glutes and all that, as LTG puts it.
Like complex in his head about me that he can't get over. And so we're pushing a narrative. What narrative? There's no narrative at all. You made up the narrative in your fucking head, or other people are bullshitting you, telling you there's a narrative when there's no narrative. I don't even know what because again, he never actually
when you live in
explains it. He just keeps saying that over and over.
People
right?
Would be like, why didn't you take the...
It's
yeah,
very
that's true.
Confusing.
And also, why didn't you have the business acumen because it's
after having reacted to all that yesterday, I laid down the law. I said, it's this simple. You're going to fucking talk about me for 10, 15 minutes. You're going to insult me constantly.
Lay down the law on
literally has nothing to do with anything I said about you. That's fucked up. So, the only content that we could ever do together that would be beneficial would be...
I laid down the law. LTG was like, oh shit, I've angered Phil.
Something that our fans want to see, our viewers want to see. I say fans and viewers because they're kind of different. Sometimes you have a fan base, but you also have a hater base, right? Like I think our haters would equally like to see us face off with Street Fighter 6 as much as our fans, and it would be hype, and everyone would.
Hey, how's it going?
Right?
How long is that in inches?
Let's make this big business. Let's get this so hype. Let's do it during Evo. While Evo is going on and they're doing their qualifying rounds of bullshit, instead of watching the paint dry, people can jump over to our streams and watch us fight. And people would be hyped. I said, how much you want to bet if we did this during Evo? People at fucking Evo would say, fuck Evo. I'm going to watch this shit on my phone right now.
DSP's in the mad dimension right now.
Right? So, I made this proposition. Let's do it. And the thing is, during his 10-minute unhinged rant, he basically said, well, the only way I would ever do anything with Darkside Phil is if I got paid $5,000.
No, he said 5 racks.
So I even said this. Get that from your viewers, because you have supportive viewers. Are you not aware of that? I mean, the guy has 3,000 paid subs on Twitch. He's making bank every month on Twitch just by streaming. So if that's the case, I'm pretty sure your viewers would love to see you do a grudge match, and they would support it. If they like you so much, why wouldn't they support you? So let them support you.
No, he wants it from you.
$5,000 to do this grudge match. And let's
he wants it from you, DSP.
Seriously,
do you not get that?
Trump that shit. Let's actually get more attendance and more interest on our stream than the Evo stream. All right?
Cat's gone? Wait, Cat never existed.
Is DSP going to have spoilers for Silent Hill 2? Is DSP going to have a Silent Hill 2 moment when it comes to Cat? He's going to go to McDonald's and he's going to be like reading the letter. Cat sent me this letter. She said, "You're always going to take me back to McDonald's one day." And he's there. He's very confused.
I said, I'm done talking about it now, unless there's more developments. I'm not going to be talking about this topic again.
Watch a bunch of angry incels at Evo or 2 Gen X incels.
But, unless there's developments. If there's developments, I'll talk about them. Well, there's developments.
Yeah, when you put it that way, it doesn't sound pretty good.
2 developments that have happened. Okay, so let's talk about those developments this morning. Development number 1. I was contacted by someone And I am fascinated by the information that was presented to me. Now, keep in mind, this
Mango
is just
jewel
information that was
pads.
presented to me. I really don't have any way to vet or confirm this information. All right? But I received an email from someone, and I'm going to read it word for word. I'm not even going to spin it in a way. I'm literally going to read the email word for word for you guys. You ready?
Okay, so the email says, "Play me on Gundam Maxi Boost, you ugly fat fuck." And it's from Linda Deranged. Well, there you go.
Why LTG is bitter about the 50K. Wings was once asked if LTG should replace you on the podcast. Wings stated that he suggested being a good replacement, but Keemstar rejected it, saying LTG...
Oh no. Toxic.
Word for word from the email that I received. So,
Oh,
for
no
background
wonder he's
of
so
this, 'cause you're
pissed.
wondering, what is this podcast? Why the hell is LTG talking about a $50,000 podcast? So, apparently last year, Keemstar wanted to do a podcast with me, Boogie, and Wings of Redemption. He was going to call it the Lol Cow Cast, all right? He was going to pay us each $50,000 to do it, and then we were going to own a portion of the podcast, so if it became profitable, we were going to make money ongoing from this. However, Keemstar failed to be professional, failed to contact me in any kind of a human way, because he's a fucking idiot. He thinks that everything revolves around him, so my whole life schedule and my business and everything should be dropped just to talk to this man, who I really want no association with whatsoever. I think he's a fucking clown. He's a degenerate. I hate the content he puts out. I would never want to be associated with him. So, basically, it never happened, okay?
I don't think LTG would work with
Then
Boogie
what happened
Wings.
was
Yeah, I think so
he
as
kept
well.
talking about it publicly. He lied. Earlier this year, he lied.
I think
saying
the
that I
other
still have a
main
chance to be on
issue
the
is that you can usually get a grasp of who's going to be a exhausting person to work with. And Keem figured that out about DSP, but I'm pretty sure he figured that out about LTG even faster. Because LTG does not seem like a person you'd ever actually really want to work with. Because he is, for one thing, he's a despot. So he's going to want everything his way. And because look at how he contextualized that E-League the Challenger thing. I need to find that rant where he was going on about E-League the Challenger, but it was really fascinating because essentially his complaints about E-League is that after he got kicked off the show because he failed the challenge, that's why the show stopped being worth watching, because people weren't watching it for any other reason. They were wanting to watch LTG. So what they should have done, what the producers should have done, is done something to make sure that LTG didn't get eliminated. And then that would have saved the show. Now, you'll notice a couple things that's outrageously stupid about that. One, you lost a challenge. And that's what the whole gimmick is about, is that you are, if any reality TV show with this kind of system, if you lose a challenge, your ass is out. Because otherwise people aren't going to want to watch because there's no stakes. If you can just not get kicked out after you lose, what the hell's the point of watching? But that itself, his little story about E-League the Challenger, shows that LTG sees any sort of opportunity or any sort of project that he's working on of the schema that this thing should just be built around me. I should be the main character and you guys can be on screen maybe once a season. So, yeah, no, he would be terrible for that podcast. Because he would try and convince Keem to just get rid of Wings and Boogie and just make it the LTG cast. And bring in a bunch of sexier guys.
Show. I was like, dude, I don't want to be on your fucking show. I've said it a million times. Doesn't matter how many times you say it. Then he lied and said things like he was
50K is not worth.
Guess what?
Guess
what, guys? It's July 2023.
Nope,
There's still no
definitely
podcast.
not. If you guys
so
had
anything,
$50, would you press pause on your controller?
Won't work.
Nope.
And so it's never going to happen.
Now, if I got a guy coming over to change out my garbage disposal, I can pause that.
Didn't happen because they needed me for it. All right, they know that. They know I was the thing that was hinging the whole fucking thing and gluing it together. And without me, they have no show.
Illusions of grandeur.
What ended up happening was, for a short period of time, Keemstar was talking online saying, "Who do you guys think should?"
Yeah, he got kicked off on the very first episode of Little Shadow.
And a lot of names came up, like Review Tech USA and stuff. And I guess LTG was one. And from what I'm being told here, you know, Wings was basically sold that LTG would work, and he talked to Keemstar.
Are you a
Keemstar said, no,
Walmart NPC
LTG
like
would
Dave?
not work
Yes.
for this show. All right.
Oh,
so
LTG would make fun of me
LTG
like crazy.
about
He would shit
50K?
all over
Because
me.
He didn't get it. He didn't get offered it. Right? So
I would
Max-
love it, man.
Max
Go
sold
for
this.
it.
He wanted
Make
that
fun of
bag.
me.
He wanted
Hell, you
that
know what? I'll
payday.
bring my
And
phone.
he's not
I'll bring my
offered
phone
the
up.
payday
I'll call my
because no one
mom, and you
wants him
can
on the podcast.
talk all about
You
sexually
know?
assaulting her.
No,
She'd actually
again,
probably find it
if
really
you're looking
funny.
at value added and whatever,
My mom
people are looking at it
finds
saying,
mom
that
jokes
wouldn't
really
add
funny for some
the
reason.
value
I don't know
to the
why.
podcast. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing there. Is there an association between me and LTG?
You're both
We're
losers.
fighting game players. I'm a washed up one, right? He's kind of like he was at one point.
One of them's a has-been, and one of them was a
He's
never
not anymore,
was.
Right? But now he's prominent
Take your
online.
pick as to which
I
one
used
is
to be in the
which.
tournament scene. I'm not anymore. I'm washed up. But at least we have association. You understand?
It
Like
goes
we do.
both
We have
ways,
the fighting
because
game thing
without
as our
Wings and
association,
Boogie, there's
right?
no locale. Yeah, exactly.
What relation does LTG have?
Otherwise,
to
you
Wings
just
and
have the
Boogie?
DSP
Zero.
show.
Like literally zero. He wouldn't be able to.
Fourth Rider,
that
there was
show
a
wouldn't work. I agree.
elimination
If you ask my
competition.
opinion, it wouldn't work on that
He
show.
got
It would be
challenged and
like
he lost the
rules for
challenge,
fighting
and so he
make
got
no
kicked
sense.
off.
It's like, trying
Because
to
it
mix,
operated on, like,
I
survival
don't know,
rules.
Peanut butter with olive oil or something. It's like, yeah, it's gonna be a messy. It's not gonna mix. It's gonna be disgusting.
He lost to
right?
Rob
I don't
TV.
like that.
Rob TV kicked his ass right off the show.
I get it, but I think he's pissed. I think he's actually pissed off because he wanted that money. So he's holding it against me that I didn't take the money, but then he couldn't take the spot that I didn't take. Right? He's mad about that. Why are you mad at me? Why are you projecting that onto me? Be mad at yourself that no one wants you on the show.
Ooh, that's a
Not
deep
me.
dig there.
I'm
Watch
not the
out.
reason you're not on the show. I said, how about this? Wings, Boogie, Keemstar, put LTG on the podcast. Make the podcast together. Give the man $50,000 and allow him to be on the show. Do it. There. I want it. Give you the blessing. Take the money. But don't fucking project it on me. I have nothing to do with that. Why are you mad at me? Why are you salty at me? Because I turned it down because I want nothing to do with Keemstar. Like, what are you, out of your mind? That's fucking
But
stupid.
it also,
You say we
I mean,
probably-
I don't think LTG is thinking of it this way, but it does reflect somewhat on your character if you have a person who is constantly begging for money, as people have said in the chat, and then turns down 50K, and then also says, I don't want to make a fool of myself, and then promptly makes a fool of himself every day for less than 50K. After a while, you have to realize that kind of reflects on your character. And essentially, it reflects that you're stupid as shit. And that you stand for nothing. And that you're a destined loser. You're committed to being a loser. And furthermore, that you don't have the creativity to get both of the things you want. You don't have the creativity to get the 50K and also stick it to Keem. Which he could have done. DSP definitely could have done that. But DSP's not smart enough to do it. So, again, I don't think Dale was thinking about all that when he said it, but I could understand why people would not want to do shit with you because of that exact same thing.
Me dumb. No, I'm not dumb because I don't want to be
LTG
roped
versus
into
DSP is the
something for the rest of my
Spider-Man.
fucking life.
Exactly,
You know what
it
I'm
is.
saying? I don't want to be
Finest
roped
moment
into
of LTG
something
in pro
forever.
fighting
I
circuit
don't.
was his match
So,
against Guilty XD.
Forget
Everybody
that
saw
shit.
how
I have the
LTG was
ability to
gonna
pass up on an
almost
offer. So do you.
Yeah.
Right?
The other really good
You're
one is
passive
when
on
someone
any
was
offer
shit
that comes
talking him
up
at the
to me. So I have
tournament.
the
Who
ability
was
to pass
saying,
up on
opt out
offers.
LTG,
There's no
opt
criticism
out
there. There's
LTG.
no right to
And you could
criticize
see he was
me.
getting
I do
visibly
whatever I wanna
tense, and
do.
he just
And you have
flipped
no
him
right
the
to project
bird.
that on me because you're salty because you want the money. Okay?
All right, Fourth
Now,
Rider, because you brought it up, I'm going to find a video for us
in
to end
addition to
on.
that, there's another big follow-up later.
I got to dig for
All
it,
right, this
so
is
give
really
me a
the reason why
second.
I'm talking about this today. Not the email, because the email's just speculation, right? So after my podcast yesterday, all right, obviously all the haters clipped it. It was all over the internet, tens of thousands of views everywhere, right? And of course, here's the thing. I would say, oh, LTG got wind of it and watched it, and then he responded. No. You want to know what happened? You ready for this? Here's what actually happened. You ready for this? LTG DM'd me on Xer, not Twitter anymore, it's Xer or X.
Nice.
He DM'd me on the X app. Okay? Would you like to know what he said? Sure. I'm going to show you what he said right now. I'm going to show it to you word for fucking word.
You're not supposed to be doing this. Didn't you have a conversation with John about this? Stop clout chasing, bro. If you want to play me, play me in anything. I'm going to assume that's like an echo. Yeah, like LTG's voice is kind of like the kill yourself now. It's like a Tekken announcer. So he's saying like, if you want to play me in anything, it's going to cost you 5K. This is sad as fuck. Stop mentioning me and upgrade your streams. Godspeed.
This is what he sent me yesterday.
I have no other boyfriends to watch.
Keep in mind, I'm not DM'd this guy.
I'm still here,
June,
dude.
When Street Fighter 6 came out, and I said, hey, just so you know, I'm always open to a match if you ever want to do one, even though I know you're probably not interested. It was a very friendly DM that I sent him in like mid-June. Okay? So I haven't talked to this guy in a month and a half. This is what he sends me yesterday on X. Stop clout chasing, bro. If you want to play me. If you want to play me in anything.
Oh, DSP, you do not want to talk about grammar errors.
If you want to play me in anything, it's going to cost you 5K. But what about the 5 bands? I'm curious.
Yeah, this is pretty cordial.
This pisses me off because I was actually contacting local bands.
Okay,
here
it wasn't
in Seattle
funny the first
that I was
time.
gonna
It's
send
not
to
getting
him
funnier the
before,
second
but
time.
now he wants 5K, not 5 bands. So that's a little upsetting because I did all that extra work by accident. This is sad AF. Stop mentioning me and upgrade your streams. Godspeed. Okay? So here's the thing. Read that again.
Okay.
Stop clout chasing, bro. Clout chasing. Let's
Hey, you hate it when analyzing is done to you, DSP.
Okay, let's
That's not
actually tear
fair.
it apart. Clout chasing. LTG actually thinks I'm clout chasing him. LTG actually in his own mind thinks that there's clout associated with him to chase. He is living in a parallel universe.
Yeah, it's weird. On DSP, it's almost like your situation. Gout speed. Very funny.
He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He really has absolutely no concept of reality. He thinks in his head that because he has a crispy hairline and a peanut butter complexion and he works out every day and he has a deep voice and he has the godlike setup and he has the HD camera, that he has clout. He has no clout at all. Zero. He doesn't even have enough clout to be offered to be on the Lol Cow podcast.
That one's not a matter of clout. It's a matter of personality.
Chasing. I made a small segment on my podcast commentating about a stream of his that I watched an hour snippet of. And all I had was a few common, tame, unwild questions about it. And he thinks that's clout chasing him. Okay? Interesting. Let's continue. If you want to play me...
LTG is on record saying that he has more clout than anyone in the FGC. Did I mute that cough? I sure hope I muted that.
Let's analyze this portion of the DM. Okay? It's going to cost $5,000. Okay? LTG...
I apologize if I didn't.
Tell you now. I hope people will clip this portion of the stream. Please do. And make sure he sees it. LTG, Mr. Low Tier God.
Sensei.
I have something I need to tell you. It's very important. Okay? Please listen. There's absolutely nothing in this realm of existence, this plane of existence, this
oh, he understands now. Multiverse?
Planet,
yeah, he gets it.
This country, the state you live in, the city you live in, the town you live in the home you live in. It
might very well happen, Dustin.
There is nothing at all that someone would ever pay you $5,000 for. At all. There's not $5,000 of value that you can provide.
You're starting to hit him deep, talking about multiverses and saying he's not worth $5,000. You're about to get that BBC slap.
I don't know why you think that someone's going to pay you $5,000 to do a match or to be on a stream. No one's ever going to do that for you. Okay, it's never going to happen.
Give me a second.
No one's going to pay you $50,000 to be on the Loud Cow cast. No one's going to pay you $5,000 for a Street Fighter.
Doesn't he have a lot of paid Twitch subs? Yes, he does.
You get it?
He does.
I hope this is like a big smack to the face, and maybe you can wake up now and realize your true value. You have value to an audience on the internet, but it's not a
I don't know. I feel like LTG's worth at least $5,000.
Ludicrous to
I mean, if aliens came and offered $5,000 for him, I'd say that's fair. But yeah, this dude's like the BBC warrior. He's also got like a ton of brains.
Expectations. You ever watch?
You guys know about sex elements?
SNL? It was called Lowered Expectations, and it was a running joke where people would be like, "Well, I guess I got to settle if I want to find a partner, because I'm never going to find anyone who's like perfect." It's time to lower your expectations.
Again, this could easily be directed
if you really
towards
want
Phil.
Something. Be more reasonable.
You're playing a dangerous game here.
5K is never going to happen because no one values you that much. You understand that? This is not me
I'm not insulting you. I'm just saying you're worthless.
I'm not trying to insult you. I'm trying to give you reality here. No one likes you enough that they're going to pay you $5,000 for anything. Period.
That's not true. I did get $5,000 when I was fucking your mom.
This is sad as fuck. For you it is. Because you literally didn't even see what I said on my show, but you still slammed me for 10 minutes, completely unrelated to anything that I said. Stop mentioning me and upgrade your streams. Now this is great.
He did upgrade his streams. Look at this GIF that's playing right now, idiot.
If nothing came
yeah, that was Matt TV. Yeah, that's what I thought. I wasn't confident enough to say it.
All right? And he's saying, upgrade your streams. Okay? We already went through this yesterday. My streams look better than LTG's. My streams are clean. They don't have a bunch of clutter on the screen. My camera quality is better than his. My backgrounds are better than his. My entire setup's better than his. He doesn't get that because he hasn't seen my streams in like a year. So he's thinking back to the old setup. He's not.
Yeah, did you see my new Sonic the Hedgehog figure? Come on.
So what are you talking about? Seriously, what on earth are you talking
about?
Yeah,
also DSP is patriotic. Look at that. He's got the flag behind him and everything.
So this is hilarious. Here's the ending. Godspeed. And with lickety-split Godspeed, LTG proceeded to ban me and block me on the X app so I can't actually respond. Because the truth is, I would have just responded directly to him. And
this is your fault, LTG, that I aired out your dirty laundry.
Let's have a gentleman's conversation and talk about it. But instead, he blocked me. So why would you send me this and say, hey, for $5,000, I'll be in your content, but then block me so there's no way that I could actually respond and say anything about it? What if I actually was going to say, okay, yeah, all right,
yeah, it bums me out.
That's reasonable. That's
I
reasonable.
mean, he
Let's
and Derek
have it in my content, right? So
you know, they could dish about that.
blocked.
Derek has
So
that
now,
happen all the time. He
only
gets
venue
blocked
that
by
I have
every
to talk to
crush he
this man
has.
Is this right now, publicly speaking to
Got
you?
blocked by the whole
on a
damn middle
stream
school.
That will now end up being clipped and restreamed and made into a joke because you shut off the opportunity for reasonable conversation.
Get that
Because you're a
ass
fucking
banned.
idiot. Okay? So now,
Oh
it's time to get a
no.
little real. All right? All right? Let's
Get
a little
that
real
ass
now,
banned,
all right?
bitch.
LTG,
Yeah.
you fucked up. All right? I was being very reasonable.
You
I was
fucked
being
up.
very
You
nice to
unleashed the
I
beast.
had calm, very
Now I'm gonna
commonplace,
send my trolls after
non-accusatory,
you.
non-criticizing questions about your content.
Trolls,
all right?
attack.
That's what it was. I had no problem with you at all, and you took it upon it yourself to do a 10-minute rant about my personal appearance, about the quality of my streams, about a million things about me that were all unqualified, including continuously bringing up a 50K podcast, which obviously you're incredibly jealous you're never going to get offered. You fucked up because you took the first step towards a public feud. Now, I'm not.
Oh
I'm not, I
yeah,
don't like
you
feuds. I
threw
don't
the
wanna be
first
involved in a
punch.
public feud at all.
Says the
I don't wanna
guy
go
who
back and
threw
forth with you
multiple
endlessly,
punches
because That's
first.
a waste of everyone's fucking time. The only reason that I would
DSP
ever involve
DSP
myself
was
in
that
something like this is because I feel like
DSP
you
was
get
that
something
goddamn
out of it,
kid in
all right?
school. He was the kid in school who would start shit with you, and when you started talking back, he would run to the teacher and say, teacher, Lynn the deranged is going just crazy on me. I didn't even do anything. That was DSP in school, man. I would have bullied this kid when I was a kid, man. I bullied the shit out of this kid. How's it going, Joel?
So, I have some recommendations for you. All right.
Well,
I
LTG
want
is so
you
owned. Yeah, he
to
got owned by DSP.
Reassess your own
How-
streams. Since you're going to
how
give it to
depressing.
me, allow me to give a little bit back to you. All right. You know how when you're criticizing yourself and you're praising yourself, and you say, I don't want to talk to anyone. All right. Because I don't want to talk to you if you don't go to the gym every day. I don't want to talk to you if you got a high.
I had
voice.
heard
don't wanna
about
talk to you if you're going to criticize
his,
people. All right. At least
retconning
use
of
proper
that, the snitching.
like descriptive adjectives. Use proper vocabulary. For example, I kept something was nagging me yesterday after I watched your video. All right, your 10-minute rant against my looks.
Trolls are
Something
all
just kept
attractive,
nagging me
lower
badly,
protein.
and it was just the references you were making. Peanut butter complexion. You actually kept saying peanut butter complexion against yourself like it's something positive. Okay? Do you know what peanut butter is? You understand what it is? It's fat. It's oils. It's grease. And it's all smashed together into this ooey, sticky paste. You ever actually touch peanut butter? You know what it feels like?
That's
It's
why I
gross.
rub it all
It's
over my
disgusting.
skin.
You get it on, you're like, oh, it's stuck on my
Jasper,
hand. I
come
don't
on
wash my
in
hands.
here.
I can't get it off. There's peanut butter all over me. It gets stuck to the roof of your fucking mouth when you eat peanut butter. It tastes good, but it's actually gross. It's like I said, when
You'd
I
think
think when you
Phil's
say peanut
gets
butter
it over
complexion
again,
to me,
though.
right? I think you're taking peanut like chunky Peter Pan or Jif peanut
That
butter.
would be pretty
and you're,
funny, a
like,
little
spreading
shout out
it on
that
your
happened.
face, and you got these big lumps of peanuts stuck all over your head, and it looks like you're covered in fucking giant zits, big
Oh, no.
infected zits ready to pop. When you say peanut butter complexion, it makes you think your skin is gross. That's the worst adjective you could use. Stop using it. Say, I have a clean complexion. I have a nice, smooth complexion, acne-free. Then I would
I
understand
don't know
what
if
you're saying.
DSP is being intentionally obtuse about this, or if he's genuinely this stupid, or if he's just misinformed. In case DSP or one of his dudes is watching this, the peanut butter complexion thing has its roots in the fact that that LTG tends to have a lot of animosity towards black people. And specifically, the blacker the person, the less they are a person, according to Low Tier God. So he has the perfect amount of blackness because he is at that peanut butter complexion color. If he were any darker, he wouldn't be a human. He would be some sort of, well, insert Uncle Ruckus quote here. So that's where it comes from, just in case anyone else didn't know either.
If you're saying
I know
peanut
what
butter,
he's
no one
talking
knows
about.
what the fuck you're talking about.
You're
You sound
having
like an
fun, though,
asshole,
DSP. I'll let you
okay?
have fun.
Let's do something else.
Phil doesn't
You know something you kept
understand.
saying
He's
that really
taking
drove me
everything
nuts?
literally because his ego
Nice,
can't take it out.
crispy
Yes,
hairline.
that's true.
Nice, solid, crispy jawline. He loves the word crispy, okay? Now, when he's saying that, what he's meaning is my hairline is neat, symmetrical. Look at my face. My face is like proper. Like
Except for those
geometrically
exponents he's got
proper.
in his
My
mouth.
hairline is good. He kept bringing up my hairline, how my hairline's fucked up right here. See how fucked up this is? Yeah, he keeps bringing that up. But he's like the crispy hair, crispy, okay? Crispy. Do you know what the word
Are we
crispy
seriously
means?
doing this?
Okay? Crispy is referring to something that has been cooked or scorched to the point that when you touch it or you bite into it, it makes a crackling
Yes.
or crisping sound or sensation. That's what the word crispy means, all right? The word you're looking for is crisp. A crisp hairline. A smooth hairline.
DSP.
A crisp jawline. Not crispy. The only way that your appearance is crispy is
I appreciate the energy of what he's doing here, but he's not right. Yes, talking through LTG's stupid isms points out how much of an idiot he is. However, the crispy thing is just slang, man. And it's not even LTG's. That's existed for a while. So DSP's trying to debunk LTG's language, which normally I'd be supportive of, but he actually looks like an idiot here because he just doesn't understand that it's just slang, man.
Dumping your fucking head in a deep fryer every morning before you go to stream. So what the fuck are you talking about? You're not crispy, dumbass. You're crisp. Use the right fucking words. You sound like an idiot every time you open your fucking mouth.
Yeah, you've opened up the can of whoop ass from Phil. Look at him. He's going off on you.
I know you're intelligent. I know
Careful,
you're
DSP. He's still on the same coast as you. He could come up there.
Say the right fucking words, you moron. Like, seriously, shut the fuck up about other people's appearance if you can't even describe your own in a way that makes any kind of fucking logical sense to the audience you're talking to. 90% of the people listening to you are laughing at you because they don't know what the fuck you're saying. 5 bands, crispy, what the fuck? Get a fucking dictionary. Get a thesaurus. Jesus.
Let's see, what are some of DSP's isms? Positive, chill, interactive. What are some other DSP isms that he says that doesn't make any sort of logical sense? Support. Those are good. Those are all keywords, though. DSP has his own slang. Because what he means by support or positivity and engagement, meaningful, robust, exactly. Any of that shit make any sense? No, because they're all code words. Because if I came onto a stream and a person, if I didn't have any exposure to DSP, it's all ruined for me now. And someone said, yeah, just, we got a lot of positivity on this stream. I would assume it means that people are just kind of having fun. That's not what positivity means with DSP. Positivity means I've got money in my bank account because you idiots gave it to me. It's in many ways no different than, say, crispy hairline. It's a euphemism. It's metaphor. It's poetry, I guess, is the best way you could put it. The nicest way you could put it. But DSP is kind of, I guess he's kind of venturing towards racism here, but just overwhelming ignorance, and he's trying to make this like some sort of W right here with the language. And it really frustrates me because this is as low-hanging fruit as you can get with LTG. LTG is terrible with language. He struggles so hard expressing himself. And DSP has an opportunity to style on that. And because DSP is a perpetual failure, and he's a perpetual moron and a perpetual fool, he's taken the one time that LTG isn't necessarily wrong with how he's using words and debunking that. Man, this dude, that's why I think it's a deep cover actor, man. How do you fail that precisely? Old man doesn't understand slang.
So,
well, we need Cat to talk like this.
Let me get this fucking stupid fucking thing off.
Okay. Phil, now, I like your hairline. It's really crispy.
Thank you, Cat. I'm working on my sexy.
Right? You fucked up. You insulted me for absolutely no reason. You didn't have to, but you just thought, it's free reign for me to just say and do whatever the fuck I want. Wrong.
Anything style?
You don't
yes,
just get
style.
to say and do whatever the fuck you want on this planet without consequences. Consequences have actions, pimp. So, it's this simple. Play me in Street Fighter 6.
Oh, shit.
Stop being a bitch. Stop making excuses.
It's getting intense.
Stop demanding unreasonable money that no one's ever going to pay you because no one values you that much.
Bitch.
Play me in fucking Street Fighter 6. Let's make it a rivalry. Let's make it
come and fucking get me.
Street Fighter 6 rivalries ever. Let's make it
I'll kick your ass, dude. Don't come to my gated community, though.
Play me first to 10.
Gate code isn't working right now.
We'll make sure that both parties agree and both of our fan bases and hater bases are on the same page. It'll be one of the most streamed events ever in Street Fighter 6. People will be super hyped for it. Let's do it. Or shut the fuck up forever. And sit there on your stupid stream, rage quitting the dashboard, blocking everyone, playing the same 5 players because you blocked everyone else on planet Earth, losing. There's a reason why you're
oh shit, you're in a bad place when DSP's shitting on you pretty well. But nah, DSP kind of killed his momentum there, especially with the Cowboy Bebop thing. I don't know why I took that so seriously. It's just wrong. But DSP was trying to. Isn't that kind of weird? The DSP, when DSP failed during that last video, was when he ventured into LTG territory of logic, that you're dumb because you have this anime shirt, and that anime isn't even that important anymore, and it wasn't ever important, and no one really liked it. That's pretty poetic. That the way that DSP went back from winning against Dale there is by becoming Dale. Oh shit, we talk about the curse of DSP. DSP got a little dose of the curse of LTG. Oh man.
Progressing and getting better and better at Street Fighter 6. For the first time in ages, I'm actually getting good at a fighting game.
LTG may be
you don't have that ability. You just sit there, you just make it all about yourself, and you look. I don't care if I lost. I'm crispy. Oh, you're real crispy, man. You're all about your sexy, but you suck at Street Fighter 6. So, either play me or shut the fuck up, and there'll be a little bitch on your stream forever. It's that simple. If you had kept your mouth shut and not sat there insulting me for no
We
fucking
wouldn't be
reason,
here with
we
me
wouldn't be
shitting
here.
on
But
you through
now,
the internet.
You either play me or you're my bitch forever. So what's it gonna be?
I'm looking at my messages right now. I gotta put my anal beads back. Hold on. Cat needs these for later.
LTG's right there in the hallway.
And the truth is, I don't think he's gonna accept. You wanna know why? Because Viscant or Vizant made him his bitch, years and years ago. Same situation. Dude talking out of his ass,
Oh, no.
not knowing what the fuck he's talking about. And
He's bringing up
Vizant
the
had enough
taste of
it.
Viscant.
He challenged him. They went to a tournament and he beat his ass. And what happened? Oh, well, I never benefit anything from that, so I'll never do it again. It's like, well, then shut your mouth. If that's the case, if you realize that you didn't benefit anything from it, then
Yeah,
keep your
this is
fucking mouth shut
keyboard
about other
warrior
people.
like hell. That's
The
why
thing is,
DSP's having
punching
so much
down
fun.
on
He
you.
finally
You're
goes
not
back to
punching
old
down, it's just that I
DSP.
never strike back.
This is who
I
he
let
always
everyone
wanted to be.
talk shit
Just
about
shit
me,
on
and I never
everyone.
ever fight back. I'll be the bigger man. In this case, you really pissed me off. Why? Because there was no reason for you to go off on me like you did. You're an asshole. So now you're gonna pay for it because you're either my bitch or I'm gonna beat you in Street Fighter 6. Either way, I win. So what's it gonna be? You're gonna be a man or you're gonna be the bitch of the internet forever. Let's see.
Who else does that apply to, by the way? Who is DSP a bitch for not engaging with? Keem, Tevin, because Tevin invited him one time. A lot of detractors invited him, so he's a bitch there. I offered to interview him, and he didn't let me interview him. I sent him an email and everything. I said it's dspgaming@hotmail.com, and he didn't respond to me, so he's my bitch. Man, do we have like joint custody? Do we all have to share him? Oh no. I'm not paying any pig support, okay? Anyway, so he's my bitch as well. And he's Jade's bitch because he doesn't ever play Jade. He's Craig's bitch because he doesn't play Craig in Street Fighter. He's definitely Gojitank's bitch because he just kicks him out of the lobby on sight. If DSP really wants to use this logic, he is a pretty publicly owned bitch. He is Jaha's bitch. He's Viscant's bitch as well. Who else? Well, he's kind of John's bitch because he never actually emailed or messaged him back or gave him a phone call back. Every single person who ran that ass in the money matches, that's every one of those is... Well, no, because they actually played him. Okay, so that works out. I'm talking about people that he ran away from. That dude who he threatened during that interview long time ago, he's that dude's bitch because he never actually showed up. I mean, the list goes on. Hey, how's it going, KB? He's definitely the bankruptcy court's bitch because he lied to them and didn't show up. And he didn't show up to the court. He did it over the phone. So, I don't know. I don't think DSP should really go into this.
All right.
Confirmed. DSP is my bitch.
I'm done. That's it. That's literally the last thing I have to say about it. Again, if he accepts, I'd love it. I would love to have this grudge match. All right?
He's
if he doesn't
throwing
accept,
up the
well,
threatening T
oh
poses.
well, there's nothing that can be done. We move on, and Bitch Boy moves on with his life, and but at least he'll be crispy, Bitch Boy, right? Okay. Well, guys,
Yeah, that's what he should have done.
I got it
Jaha
off
could
my
have helped
chest.
out
It's now
DSP.
time for shout-outs, and then we'll actually get to Final Fantasy 16 today. All right. So let's start with YouTube side contributions, shall we? So we start with Mango, who did a super chat.
Oh, that
He says
dude
this is
who
becoming
in
drama
Street Fighter, not Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, the one who said, "I don't know if you have a mic or not, but I was wondering, why did you turn off chat when your girlfriend was like," and he's like, "Okay, that's fair, say blah 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 blah," and then didn't play him. He's that dude's bitch too, and he's the bitch of the dude with the look at my skeletons bitch because he didn't put the video up. That's a bitch move, DSP. I'm not the one who started all this stuff that I started.
10-minute rant against him. I didn't rant against him at all.
It was another clone. I had nothing to do with any of this.
To watch someone else's content and comment over it. Like
Yeah, at an arcade machine.
Everyone has the right to do it.
Never.
It's legal. It's fine.
Nope,
I wasn't
never
insulting
happened.
the guy. Everyone agreed on that podcast that I was very reasonable. I wasn't insulting him or nothing.
Yes,
But
really.
He went on
The
a
look at my skeletons guy.
He just thinks he has free reign to do whatever.
And there was
he
that
wants.
other
He was
dude.
punching
He's
down
like,
to get away
I don't know
with
if you're
it.
gonna
Sorry,
hurt me.
bitch. No, you can't just do that.
And
Okay,
DSP
that's
thought
not
about
fair.
it for a second until he started
So-
hearing some uncomfortable stuff.
It is
Oh, he's
what it is.
definitely Leanna's bitch.
Let's see here. Covenant Lazarus did a super chat and says LTG is banned from Evo. That's why he's mad. See, I didn't even know that. I had no clue he's banned from Evo. I didn't know what he would have done to get banned from emo or whatever, right? Whatever. The thing is, I have no.
The problem why he got banned from Evo was that he pulled out his BBC, and because it was so massive, it knocked out a whole city block.
Tournaments, I'm happy to play the game online, get good at it, have fun, right? That's it. That's all I care about. Just having fun with my viewers and being able to maybe say, hey, I understand fighting games again. But I guess for him, it's a big thing. I don't know. Again,
I don't know the guy, but he can eat my ass.
And be I mean, unlike him being unfair to me constantly because he doesn't even watch my shit.
Everyone agree. Oh, I see messages on Discord. Yeah, no kidding.
I have no idea.
That's how it works, man. He's basically everyone to me.
He was banned, so. Bloom did a super chat. He says, I mean this is someone who's a fan. Stop this while you're ahead. It won't
How
end
dare
well
Dale
back
punch
up.
down
It's-
at the
dude,
person
it's
I
either we
punched
play or we
at?
don't. If we don't, you know me. I'm not one to harp on shit.
Through the
I
first
laid down
punch.
the challenge. The challenge is laid down. The time frame is laid down.
Yeah, this was a
Everyone wants
very
to see
odd
Let's be
saga.
honest.
It was
By
an
the way,
interesting filler
I forgot
episode.
about this. Someone sent me this last night. I didn't ask for this. Someone fucking just sent me this last
Work
night.
on your sexy
and
self
said, look how
now.
light this would be. Use this. I totally forgot about this.
Yeah,
Okay?
that one.
Yeah.
That one.
So people want
You
to
have
see
my
this.
permission
They wanted
to
this for
spam
years.
his fucking
I mean, to
inbox.
give
Yeah,
you
like I need DSP's
an example
permission to do anything,
all right?
or that his permission means anything
Seriously,
to
to
begin
give you an
with.
example here, all right? Basically, years and years ago, there was one match. I was playing like Street Fighter 4, and it was a random match. I think it was like a new character release. I don't even know.
Yeah,
who
you
it
got
was or
bodied.
something. It was a new
You
character
got
release, and
clobbered.
I didn't know how to use the character or anything yet. And I guess
got
LTG, I
bonked.
didn't even know who he was. I don't know any prominent people in the fighting game community or anything. He played me randomly in a ranked match, and he beat me pretty resoundingly.
wasn't
I
my
didn't know what I was
fault.
doing with this new character, so he beat my ass. And this video apparently has like 900,000 views or something like that on YouTube. People, oh, DSP versus LTG, and I never even knew about it. People told me about this years later. They're like, "Did you know you
What?
played LTG?" I was like, "Who?"
The peanut butter
LTG is now
guy?
prominent because of the rivalry with Vizant and all of that. And I was like, "No, I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't even know who the guy is." You know what I'm saying?
Look at that bottom lip, though.
I shook my shoulders. People want it. People want
LTG is
this
pretty
for
cool.
each.
He's got
So
a
you get the people what they fucking
prehensile
want.
bottom lip.
No,
Like
Why
a
wouldn't you?
rhino.
It's just a match, a Street Fighter. It's not a big deal. I don't understand it. And by the way, that would end it too, because then once it happens, people can just stop talking about it forever, and we can all move on, right?
That was
There you go.
the black.
Let's see. Brad actually says there's a video of you
beach
beating him in
episode
Street
about
Fighter 4
of
ranked.
DSP.
That's
Yeah,
Connecticut tournament
DSP had an
2010.
inverted
I
beach
don't
episode.
care.
He couldn't go to the
Sure,
beach. He
I would believe you.
wasn't sexy
I know
enough.
he beat me because I've seen that video, but I'm sure who gives a shit. None of this matters. Anyway, Zway did a super chat says this promo is giving me shades of the King of Hate. Haha. Well,
No, they're
thumbs
not.
up, but those days are past me. I used to be like this all the time in the fighting game community. It's exactly true. This is how it was in the fighting game community. People always talking shit about each other. I think LTG's stuck in that mode. He thinks that the internet.
I called this out last time he brought this up, but how is DSP going to say that he was a rugged survivor of the FGC mentality of everyone talking shit to each other all the time, but this guy, when he got exposed to "this is how you don't plays" or comments like this, he thought that these were he feared for his life when he was told that he was bad at Metal Gear Solid. But this dude, he wants you to believe that he was a tough guy in the arcade. People were saying to him at the arcade, you're a piece of shit, Phil. You're garbage. I'm going to beat you with this character, and once I'm done beating you with this character, I'm going to start slapping you around in real life and all this and that. You're wanting to tell me that the dude who suffered that or was able to withstand that was triggered by people saying, you don't know how to play the game, Phil. What a load of crap.
Like the fighting game community. It's not. Like he's just talking shit about me for no reason. Now you got to deal with the repercussions.
I rant
Okay.
about it for 2 days.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. I'm just hoping you guys think it's a big deal so you give me money.
Mango did a super chat. He says, Phil, make You're My Bitch Forever a new chat emote. No. Lunchmeat did a super chat. He says, can we recrown you the King of Hate? No. Mango did a super chat. He says, please make You're My Bitch Forever the new chat emote. No. Mango Jewel did another super chat. He says, please make You're My Bitch Forever the new chat emote. No. Jack
Yeah, you handled this well. I agree.
I don't think he's
Do
gonna
it
accept
more.
when you put your nuts on the table. Very nice, Phil. I put my giant nuts on the table. Wow. I've never heard it.
That's
quite
one of
phrased like that
LTG's
before, but
statements.
okay.
Put your nuts on the table
Mango
with
did
the
a
hammer.
super chat. He says,
What
please
is-
make you my bitch forever. Your new chat emote. No. Covenant Lazarus did a super chat. Says LTG has been begging for a kick stream.
That is not the actual Lazarus. He would never go against his God King like that.
Peanut Butter Rent Free says, obvious clout chase who started this. I started nothing. I commented calmly and rationally and had legit questions about his streaming
No,
setup.
you
I
did kind
said
of shit
nothing
on him a
insulting
little
about
bit. You
the
tried to
man
be
whatsoever,
slick
not
about it,
his
but you did.
complexion, not about
I didn't
anything. I just
necessarily
was
disagree with it. I
curious
thought it was funny.
And he insulted me for 10 minutes straight as a result. He's the one who started this, not me. All he needed to do was say nothing or actually watch the clip in question and respond to it.
Did I really just hear that?
Curious questions. And he insulted me for 10 minutes straight as a result. He's the one who started this, not me. All he needed to do was say
All
nothing.
he had to do was say nothing. How many times have I said that about DSP? he's had so many opportunities to keep his mouth shut and keep himself out of trouble, and he has never once done that. But he wants to comment on Dale not keeping his mouth shut.
Or actually watch the clip in question and respond to it rationally. Apparently the man doesn't understand.
That's why you need to show up for
rational
DSP
thought,
streams. He can teach you about rationality.
Again, Joey Rivera, sad attempt to bait someone. There's no bait. There's no bait here. Either he plays me or he doesn't. If he doesn't, I don't care. I move on with my life.
Phil
as
puts
always.
his nuts on the table. Dale picks up the hammer and says, "Well, I hate to do that to a BBC like
that." He wants to
that."
be a bitch forever. Just don't mention it ever again. Never say my name again, and we're done. But if he brings it up, well, you know,
everything I say is rebuttal.
Stuff back, all right. And Covenant Lazarus did another super chat, and he says, well, he's talking about his real name and he's lying about his age. I don't care about any of that. I really don't care about any of that. That's neither here nor there. That has absolutely nothing to do with the situation. See, that's what actually is bullshit too. What's the situation? I did absolutely nothing to get his ire. He insulted me for 10 minutes. Now I struck back and challenged him.
That's not entirely the situation. But it's okay. We'll let it be this way, DSP. That's the narrative. Remember when he was talking about the narrative? DSP's the master of the narrative. No one else is.
Don't involve any personal shit. I don't want to hear about his fucking real name and exposing him for this and that. No, none of that shit. Bullshit. Shut up about that. Really, like that pisses me off because that shit that people have done to me over the years all the time. That doesn't need to happen. It's a bunch of bullshit. Just ignore it, okay? Ignore that nonsense. Let's not get involved.
I did nothing wrong.
Either it's him and me in Street Fighter, or it's nothing.
LTG went crazy.
Okay? Is LTG being sent by other groups or individuals? I think, Mlock, what you're meaning to say is he being like led astray or fed bullshit?
Probably.
Yeah, I do believe he is. Or it could be one of two things. Either he's completely unhinged, and the moment anyone even mentions his name, and he doesn't even know.
Again, like DSP.
He just explodes. Maybe that's the case. But
DSP does that too. Holy shit! He assumes everyone's out to get him at all times. Everyone's a detractor. Hey, Ryu won the poll for me to use. That was probably a detractor votes. Detractor vote got me to use Ryu. So I don't know. I think detractors are behind this too. How many times has he said that? Sorry, I'm kind of stumbling over my words a little bit. How many times has he blamed detractors for stuff when there's no evidence that they were ever involved? But DSP wants to comment on Dale being hyper vigilant about everyone possibly attacking him. This dude who could trip over the coffee table and blame detractors wants to say that LTG is a little too paranoid. Yeah, no BBC equals anger for sure, man.
It could be that he's being fed a line of bullshit. It could be that people are actually telling this guy that I'm insulting him constantly and I'm not. I literally never bring up LTG. I randomly
never bring him up. I remember once that LTG was scamming people by having them send PayPal donations through friends and family. And he was pretty open about it. It was actually really brazen. I'm surprised he didn't get banned or kicked off or something or other for doing that. But he was straight up telling people that you send me the money and you say friends and family because I'm not paying any taxes on that shit. And DSP was made aware of this. Someone told him in chat, to which DSP responded, yeah, that's probably a bad idea. You shouldn't do that. And DSP got yelled at by LTG. Well, LTG yelled about DSP. So this is not true. DSP has actually commented on behaviors of LTG. He's also made references to memes about LTG. For example, I'm going to turn my camera off unless I get $20. He made that joke one time. So that's not true. I literally never did this. You literally did.
At a very
that thing,
calm
the
level,
cam thing.
No insults, which I didn't insult the fucking guy. I was curious. I had genuine questions about it that I was trying to get answers about. People gave me some answers that made sense, right? So I don't understand where he comes from doing that, but I really do feel like perhaps he is being fed a lot of lies by his fans. And when I do that, because there's different kinds of fans. There's fans who are nice people who are there to have a good time. Fans doing that, but I really do feel like perhaps he is being fed a lot of lies by his fans. And when I do that,
that's what DSP's chat does. That's the meme over there, is that a lot of his viewers are secretly detractors and they say stuff to bait this dude. How can he be this oblivious? How can he not recognize that these are all the same things about him? Like, I feel like I'm taking crazy pills here. And I'm pausing the video every time it happens because I just don't believe it.
That because there's different kinds of fans. There's
exactly,
fans who
KB.
are nice people who are there to have a good time and they have your good intentions.
Like, this can't be real. He's describing his own streams.
Bullshit and create drama and inflammatory situations so they can sit back and laugh at the chaos they've created.
It is the situation that happened.
That's happened here. That people fed him bullshit, so he's like, "Oh my God, DSP insulted me. I gotta go off on him." And then he goes off on me, and the next thing you know,
I'm sorry, El Sanders. I know what you're talking about. You took me out of context. I never said that.
That's what I'm thinking, anyway. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. Again, I don't know this guy that well. What's funny is the restreamer did. Remember when we watched the clip yesterday? The restreamer pauses the video. He goes, so he's going to mention how old he is. He's going to mention he's white. He's going to mention he has bad facial hair. He's going to mention his hairline. He's going to mention this. He literally knew everything he was going to say. So apparently this is the normal shtick or
yeah, it's kind of like
whatever,
how people can predict your statements.
There you
how
go.
I can say, oh, that's a ban. Oh, he's going to say that person's stupid and a child.
Anyway. Izzy Jones 19 says, I wouldn't call LTG a boy. That's not cool. Who called him a boy?
Put on your Foghorn Leghorn costume.
He's not a boy. He's a man. He deserves to be called a man.
Well, BBC man. Constantly crossing his arms so he knows deep down.
Synthetic derangement says the things people say about you isn't the same realm as what you said about LTG. No shit.
Quit trying to psychoanalyze me,
sadly,
boy.
He's all about his own personal shit, his own looks and shit, and that's sad. It is that he thinks all of existence is about that. It's not. Especially when you're a gameplay streamer, no one cares about that, but he thinks that's what it is. That's really the one criticism I have for the guy.
Except all these things I know about him.
You know, I think is it lame that he's quitting to dashboard and blocking people? Of course it is, but I think again that's his shtick on Street Fighter 6.
You're
That's how
absolutely right,
people
Phil.
laugh
This
at
is
him, and that's
very
why he has
weird.
2,000 viewers on Twitch because no one else is doing that, right? See, a lot of people are saying that he has a complex. That his complex is that for some reason he hates being called the Black DSP. Again,
yeah, but if you didn't exist, he wouldn't be called that. Instead, he'd be called the Black Chris Chan.
Like crazy at Street Fighter, right? I mean, that was part
The
of my
Blick,
shtick,
the
admittedly.
Blick,
Overreacting to
the
Street Fighter,
Black
crazy,
Putz 12.
and constantly
Oh,
swearing,
God.
insulting the players and all of that constantly. Today, do I do that?
Yeah, that's pretty
Well, I
similar.
criticize.
Putz 12 and
yes, I
LTG
yell
are
and
pretty
scream,
similar
but
in
then I
that
cool
regard.
down and, you know, I go back to being normal. But that's the thing, I get so full of adrenaline.
Yeah, same here. I don't want to be called DSP. But at the same time, I do want This Is How You Don't Play made of me. Is it weird of me to have that?
I'll say, suck. Yeah, you're a button masher. You're mashing jab, you beat everything.
Like some of Julius Cruz, I don't understand that, man. I would feel honored to have us This Is How You Don't Play made of me.
way worse than that, for sure.
Especially if you guys put nasty comments on that bad boy. Like, Linda Derange doesn't know what he's doing.
He basically took over.
I'd have to sleep with my gun, though.
When you abandoned Street Fighter 5. So for a whole generation in Street Fighter, I wasn't doing that. I wasn't doing that kind of commentary. I wasn't being that offensive guy playing Street Fighter, and he took over the role.
No, that's not how it works, DSP. That's not what it's for.
Now I don't, I'm not doing that.
It's because you
know?
both are
So I guess it
salty
makes sense, but at the same
assholes and
time,
refuse
I
to
just kinda
accept
let
any
go.
L. That's
He's not
why
me,
you're
I'm
the
not
same
him. We're two
person.
different people.
At least in
People
that
should stop with
regard.
that shit. In reality, you know, the reason they probably do is because it bothers him. They're only doing it because they know it bothers him. So they're going to keep doing it as long as it keeps bothering him.
I like to see
If
one
he
of
learns
those
to not let
body
it bother
language.
him,
I
then
think the
probably
body
stop
language
doing
dude would get too confused by DSP because it's presenting too many messages.
So we'll leave it
Like,
at this. We're
okay,
about to
he's
end the show.
simultaneously
I
defensive,
said my piece
defiant,
again.
and
I'm done with this now.
hungry.
I mean, I would respond. Again, I would have
And he
personally
wants to have
responded to
another
LTG
incident.
privately,
What the hell?
and none of this would have been made public, except that he blocked me. So the only way for me to respond to him was to do it publicly like this, and that's his fault. I would have just, like a gentleman, responded to him and say, please watch the
So
content
back
that
in
I'm telling you
2008,
about. It's not what you think. Stop insulting me.
He wanted to
Thanks.
give Dale a pre-stream.
Instead, I did what I did today because, you know, he blocked me and ran. So it is what it is. But that's where I'm leaving it. Again, if he truly wants nothing to do with this, he should just shut up and never mention it. Let it go.
But know that
All
you're
right?
still
And I'll
my
never mention it
bitch.
again. I don't care. All right? But if he brings it up again, then I have the right to respond again. You understand? So it depends if you really want to keep it going or not. Right?
Phil took
I
him.
think the culmination is a match during EVO. I think that would be amazing. That's my take on it. I think it would benefit everyone. The internet wants to see it. I'm being sent
Yeah,
pictures
pretty
like
much.
this. I'm pretty sure the internet wants to see it.
I have an L in
Benefit
my
him, it would
name.
benefit me.
I
Everyone
wonder
would
what that
benefit.
means.
The viewers would benefit. Everyone would love it. But if he says no, if he realistically thinks someone's going to pay him $5,000 for everything, he's got a rude awakening coming. Literally, no one's ever paying him that for anything in his life. So he better just, you know, wake up. And, you know, you do it or you don't. But, you know, if no, then just ignore it and that's the end of it. Done. But if he opens his mouth about it and talks shit, well, that's
Yeah,
on
he
him.
started it
He's the one who
by
started it.
me making a video.
Okay. What will you say if LTG outright refuses your challenge? I already
He's
said,
my
if
bitch.
he-
Did
if
you
he-
miss that?
a bitch about it and doesn't want to do it, then he's a
Eternal
forever.
bitch.
And that's it. That's the end of it. There's nothing else to say. He thinks he can just endlessly talk shit, and then there's no consequences for it. That's not the case. If you're gonna talk shit, now fucking come and be a man and face me in a game that you think
Square
you're
up,
good at,
bitch.
And let's see what happens. And if you lose, who cares? If you
I
win,
don't
who
know him
cares?
as
Be a
bitch.
man.
I know him as low
But, you know, I don't think he will.
tier God.
I really don't think he will. I think that's what you say. He'll talk more shit. Even though I said if you don't want to do it, just never say a word again.
Try
Right?
to
Just leave it
listen to
alone.
Mega Slow
He'll
for him
probably
to
talk
be
shit
so
tonight,
invested in this
and then
run.
he'll still
Yeah.
back out and demand $5,000 that no one will ever give him because no one values
No
him.
kidding.
He's not.
The demand was slow, dudes.
All right, well, I'm all caught up, so I think I'm about to end the stream, but we got a little dessert to make it all go better. And this one is, what if Low Tier God raged during E-League the Challenger? I guarantee you this is an amazing video. It keeps getting re-uploaded because it keeps getting struck down, obviously. Let's enjoy.
I knew that I was going to be chosen. I'm not surprised at all. Rob, you made a huge mistake. picking me first. Because you're going to lose in front of everybody. I'ma just troll. I don't even need to go 100%. I'm sick of these idiot scrubs talking. I did not really expect him to pick Guile. All the research that I did was for him using Karen. You don't have to do nothing with this fucking bitch. Why do you think everybody uses Karen? She's a derp, easy mode, high damage output, easy buttons, has the best buttons in the game, bitch ass fucking character.
Interesting, he opted to go with Guile here.
I like to think that this is his internal monologue at all times.
Fighting up close, which is, you know, sort of like your in strength, and Guile is really good at keeping you away.
What? Oh no, fuck no.
Yeah, that'd be great seeing him waddle.
Motherfucker. Let's go. Put your money where your mouth is. This is nothing but your typical online dirt idiot talking shit and can't back it up. Not even taking this shit seriously. This dude's an idiot. God fucking damn! I can't even fucking do anything, dude! What the fuck? My gosh, I can't keep fucking people off of me in this fucking game! Do I really have to fucking sit there and block that shit? This is what I'm talking about!
Rob TV.
Garbage. Alright, there's no fucking way I'm supposed to
A sonic boom and a flash kick.
How scrubby can you get? I don't even know how to react to that shit because it's not expected.
Maybe if he was saying this shit, the producer.
How many fucking times are you gonna grab me?
An unconventional pick to go Guile here, but
Maybe the producers would have kept him around if he had done
It
this.
all came off of me getting 50-50 and derped and Vortex. That's it. Oh, these aren't reads. You're just mashing shit. Spamming these booms, just flash kicking me, and I'm just stuck. And I'm feeling really pressured at the moment. Look at all that laugh! Ban everybody that's laughing. We're just gonna get them out the stream. Sick of playing you scrubs. You motherfuckers can't even run from the meteors hitting the ground. How am I losing to this? I don't understand. Wow, and it glitches out the last fucking minute. Just lose to this guy? How? The fuck is this dude wasting his fucking time? This dude's wasting my fucking goddamn time.
He legit just said out loud that it's done.
I'm the only motherfucker that's allowed to quit online. These guys can't be quitting on me. You're not getting my points, dude. I'm not taking you serious. I'm not even panicking, not sweating, nothing. I'm wasting my pre-workout on these worthless fucking scrubs.
Guilty had better problems to worry about. Yeah, unfortunately.
Something. Look at my options. I don't got no goddamn fucking options. The character literally just sits there and puts you on block stun. That motherfucker's plus on like everything but 2 moves. Fucking bitch ass fucking sorry ass fucking scrub. Fuck! This dude's doing strings! Oh my god! Wow! This motherfucker is garbage! That's what I'm talking about! Fake fucking shit! Oh my god, dude! You're not getting my points! I just beat somebody with 20,000, not giving it away to some super platinum sloppy ass fucking scrub. Not happening, dude. Oh gosh, this dude sucks! I don't even know how to block any of this character shit. Just mashing everything. That's funny to you? Get that ass banned, bitch! Ban these dudes, period!
I will say that he's actually proven to be stronger than I originally thought that he was.
Motivated, determined, resilient, confident, mentally untouchable. Notice I didn't say physical because no man is. I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose! I had the cream of the crop. I'm not going to say no names, but I was in a suite with the cream
Yeah, this is one of my favorite LTG videos.
That's what I'm talking about! You had no fucking goddamn buttons. You need to figure out, oh, let me try to grab this dude. There's nothing else that's gonna work. I'm gonna grab him. That's what I'm talking about, dude. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. Do you expect some fucking moron to throw you a million fucking times in the corner?
Give him any type of momentum and
the
boom.
fuck was that?
In real life V-trigger.
Yeah, this motherfucker is garbage, dude. Fuck.
And he was like, you know
Look
what?
at that shit. I was not out playing. Ban this black ape out of my room. Ban this ban all trolls. These motherfuckers are idiots, man. I'll have a swig of my own piss for $1,000. I will drink the shot of piss for 1K. Cuck. You're still gonna lose. He knew he was a. This is what I'm talking about. When you play scrub ass fucking people, you don't expect them to play so fucking idiotic. Get that ass banned, you bitch ass motherfucker. You're out of this stream, bitch. Sorry ass fucking drone.
Or Rob TV.
The fuck? I get dominated by characters because I don't have any options. I'm rage quitting.
Alchemy Dust acquired.
Look at that, 94 points gone to this.
Maybe I got one more video after
loser
this.
Ass, trash, garbage ass.
It's another short one.
With 3 bars. This motherfucker did his X-ray at the beginning of the round. Desperate motherfuckers, dude. This is fucking shot. Stick a pretty fucking character.
Me rapidly press triangle for the swaggiest combo.
Any hit'll do it.
Gosh, that's 3 fucking guys. I ever find out who you are at a tournament, I'm gonna beat the living dog shit out of you, motherfucker. I'm just not prepared for this at all. I swear to God, anybody comes to me with some racist shit and I find out who you are in person at a tournament, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. Fucking dumbass. Who the fuck is this dude? What the fuck does me being black have to do with fucking hitting the eject button? I swear, man, I can't wait to get my hands on a racist motherfucker. I'm gonna fucking beat the living shit out of you, I swear to God. Hate racist motherfuckers. How many times I gotta body your fucking faggot online? Closet, racist, bitch ass, coward, online fuck. You would never say that shit to me in person. You bitch ass fucking online fucking scrub. You fucking coward.
This has got to be a fucking joke. Oh my God. I'm already fucking annoyed.
No matter how many times I hear God do it, no, it's funny every time. God do? How about I God do you out of my chat?
But he went with Guile, and it's just like a complete wall. I feel like I did as much as I could against Guile. I really don't have a counter pick for that character, but Rob came through, he won. I'm not salty, but I am disappointed.
You're nothing but a fucking peasant. You're a drone. You're an idiot. You're a pointless fuck. You don't stream. You don't have no personality. Nobody's gonna watch you. I got 400 souls watching me right now. That means something. Whether these people are hating or not, you gotta do something to get 400 souls watching you.
Oh man, I wonder if the producers ever saw this video. They would have kept them. They would have kept him on the show if they had seen this.
Walking bodies with souls.
Did I piss in my friend's sinks when I went? Of course. Because most people's toilets are dirty anyway, so I'm just gonna piss in your sink.
Mods, ban the salt emojis. Out of here.
Okay. So there's kind of this joke from Super Best Friends. They were playing that David Cage game. Was it Fahrenheit something or other? Indigo Prophecy. That's it. They were playing Indigo Prophecy, and there's a game mechanic where you can hear other characters' thoughts or whatever. And they made a joke that the character who was played up to be kind of a almost obnoxiously caricature of black people, they said, boy, I bet if we hear his thoughts, it's just going to be nothing but hip-hop if we tune into his thoughts. And I was thinking about that while I watched this video, that's essentially all you'd hear if you patched into LTG's thoughts. He's sitting there on the couch watching a show, and you patch into his thoughts, and all he hears is, this motherfucker is garbage. I blocked that shit. Anybody who said that guy was good, I'm gonna block him. All this and that. It's a chain of that the whole time. But, all right, I said that one was a dessert, but it reminded me of another video I wanted to try and find. I don't know if this one's been deleted, but it's also a really good LTG video. It's also really short. I hope it didn't get delisted. It probably did. Man, what a loser. No, it really did get removed? That sucks. Yeah, alright, well, there's no sense trying to find it now if it's just gone. But yeah, it was this really funny video about, like, welcome to the Covenant, introduction to the Covenant, and apparently it got removed. And it was really funny because it was done with this announcer lady. It was like, welcome to the Covenant. Get that ass banned. Alchemy dust acquired. Yeah. Oh, well. So, that's all we got. Yeah, it's a really good one. It's like an infomercial. Thank you again, everyone, for stopping by and joining me for this lore catch-up with DSP and LTG, which is a tragedy because I don't feel like DSP did anything wrong per se. I feel like he was taken out of context. Hey, how's it going, Belgian? Hey, you missed our DSP LTG coverage video. Oh, and by the way, now that you're here, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I wanted to ask you, would it be all right if I watched some of your videos, Valjean? Because I know you have a bunch of really good ones about Mr. Peanut Butter Complexion. So I just want to know if I could. If not, don't. It's fine. It's just I always feel like I should ask someone before I do it. Oh, okay. Thanks very much. This was a fun one. I've never seen DSP in a position where he actually made the most amount of sense in the room. So, no, that's not true. There was another case where DSP made the most amount of sense in the room. And that's when he was playing the Star Wars Lego game and he was playing the new trilogy and was saying that it was super dog shit. And I was like, man, if you can get through DSP's 6 learning disabilities, that says something. But I was trying to find the clip of Welcome to the Covenant. I couldn't find it, so oh well. Take care, everyone. I'm going to probably be here tomorrow. What's DSP playing tomorrow? He's playing Street Fighter, isn't he?
DSP Gaming.
Let me see real quick, just to be sure. Oh, Final Fantasy. Ugh. I don't want to see that right now. Oh yeah, awesome! Look at this shit. He's got buttons on the way, and you want to know what I bet he forgot to get? Those damn silencers. Well, no one told him to. Yeah, okay, so Friday Night Fights. More Blanca. That sounds like a threat. Okay. So I'll be there for that. Thank you again, everyone. Thank you so much. This was a lot of fun. This was a really good couple of episodes of the DSP show. Sad part is that when these streams end, I got to go back to work. I'm sorry, man. But at least you can giggle a little bit at work as you remember some stuff. I'm really thinking about buying new buttons. Get some silencers. Silencers are always handy. Because people will sense if you're panicking, including you. Take care, everyone. Good night. Oh, I have to just... DSP had launched initial Hey, look. Bout, that's not been documented, and that sounds like toxic propaganda. I'm pretty sure Dale started it. Because DSP has no reason to lie.